Advertisement. Hashirama. Madara. Boom. Wooden golem and an armored warrior flew out at the same time. Hashirama, give up. You can't beat me. I've found a way to actually save the world. Your path is a wrong path. Uchiha Madara gasped. Having fought Senjo Hashirama continuously for so long, even if it is him, it's too much now. At the same time he was shocked. Just left Konoha for a short period of time. He found the strength of the guy in front of him has unknowingly become stronger. To know strength to their level, to become stronger. It has been extremely difficult. Madara, don't force me to kill you. No, my dream is almost coming true. Konoha has been established. Advertisement. Peace is now before me, no matter who else. Even if it is a family member or a friend, if you dare to block my dream, I will definitely destroy it. The look on Senjo Hashirama's face was extremely chilling. On weekdays, although he is laughing and joking, but when it comes to your dreams, he is more serious than anyone. Ha 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 ha. Hashirama, do you think that even if you say these mobs get together and build a village, you can achieve the so-called peace? People's hearts are separated from each other, and it is doomed to be impossible for people to understand each other. Your dreams are doomed to fail. But me, I have found a way to realize my ideal. Fate, Hashirama, you will lose to me. A mysterious smile appeared on Uchiha Madara's face. Hashirama saw his maniacal smile. My heart sank, knowing that today I must do my best to kill Uchiha Madara. Otherwise, judging from Madara's character, he will definitely destroy Konoha. Boom 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 boom. Sudden, there was a thunderous sound in the sky. Advertisement. A huge light curtain appeared above the sky. The double comparison live broadcast room is coming. Now all time in the ninja world is stopped. Everyone watching the content of the live broadcast room can answer the questions, and the top 3 will get random rewards. Note, the rewards come from all heavens and worlds, including various bloodlines and special abilities. Until the live broadcast is complete, everyone in the ninja world is not allowed to do any harm to each other. Now, the live broadcast room is open. Senjo Hashirama and Uchiha Madara opened their mouths wide and looked at the light curtain in the sky. They all forgot at this moment that they were just fighting. Hashirama, is this something new invented by that bastard Tobirama again? There was a drop of cold sweat on Uchiha Madara's forehead. Separated by a great distance, he could feel the tremendous pressure from the light curtain. When seeing the surrounding plants and trees completely stagnant, his pupils shrank even more. Time. Really stagnant at the moment? What a mighty power this is. Senjo Hashirama smiled wryly. Madara, do you think Tobirama he has the ability to make something like this? In fact, Uchiha Madara also knows Senjo Tobirama doesn't have this ability at all. Otherwise he would have died at the hands of Senjo Tobirama a few years ago. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, who is it? How dare you make such a joke on Konoha? Orochimaru, hehe. Is Mr. Sarutobi here? I wonder how long you can hold the position of 3rd Hokage. Uzumaki Naruto, damn it. I am only one step away from completing the training of Raise Non, who disturbs my training. Uchiha Sasuke, have you had a nightmare again? Itake, just wait. I will definitely kill you. Namikaze Minato, Uzumaki Naruto, is my child. Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto, it's me, mother, I'm your mother. Uzumaki Naruto, mom, impossible. My mother, she's long gone. Uchiha Madara and Senjo Hashirama looked at each other. At the same time came the color of vibration. The two of them. Naturally, I also saw the content in the live broadcast room. 3rd Hokage, Uchiha, Vortex. From these clues alone, they found that these people were probably future generations. Senjo Hashirama, Sarutobi Hiruzen. 3rd Hokage. Are you Tobirama's student? Sarutobi Hiruzen? Orochimaru? Interesting. It seems that this is not an ordinary prank. Even the respected Shode appeared. Uzumaki Naruto, Senjo Hashirama. Who is this person? The name sounds so familiar. Uchiha Sasuke, idiot. Didn't you even listen in class? He is 1st Hokage. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. To the god of ninja used to be a watermelon head. Advertisement. Tsunade, grandpa, is that you, grandpa? I'm Xiaogang. Senjo Hashirama, Kojuna, in your time, am I already dead? Although Senjo Hashirama is usually laughing and joking, but when you get serious, his mind is also extremely delicate. Just relying on the conversations among the people in the live broadcast room, he has already guessed the time and space of the people over there. Tsunade, yes, grandpa, I'm so tired, and now I'm the only one left in the Senjo clan? Senjo Hashirama, how is it possible? Even if I'm gone, Tobirama won't let the Senjo clan perish? Uchiha Madara, ha 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 ha. Hashirama, I didn't expect that the Senjo clan established Konoha and wiped out the clan. Orochimaru, hehe. Dear 1st Hokage-sama, not only the Senjo clan, but even the Uchiha clan, has perished too. For the specific situation, you can only ask my beloved teacher, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Master 1st Hokage, this matter is unclear for a while. Hearing that the Uchiha clan perished, there was no slight reaction on Uchiha Madara's face. This thing was unexpected, but it also makes sense. He already knew. There is a deep gap between the Uchiha clan and Konoha, plus a Senjo Tobirama who is always on the lookout. Advertisement. The conflict between the Uchiha clan and Konoha will break out sooner or later. Pity. He is the only one in the entire Uchiha clan who sees this. But when I left Konoha, no one in the tribe is willing to follow him. They thought they had expelled themselves, the patriarch. But in fact, indeed, he, the patriarch, abandoned the entire Uchiha clan. Without his Uchiha clan, it is equivalent to a tiger without claws and fangs. Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto, don't you know who the mother is? Uzumaki Naruto, mom, I don't have a mother. Everyone says I'm an orphan. Namikaze Minato, sir 3rd generation? Please explain, what's going on here? Is this how you took care of Naruto when you promised to take care of him? Sarutobi Hiruzen, Minato, listen to me, I hid my identity from Naruto for his own good. Orochimaru, Sarutobi-sensei, it seems that there is no difference between you and Danzo now, hehe. At this time, there was a shake on the screen. The countdown to the live broadcast begins in the live broadcast room. 10, 9, advertisement. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. The live broadcast officially begins. The screen shakes for a while. A boy with a watermelon head dressed in the costume of the Senju clan appeared on the screen. At this moment, I am playing with stones in front of a small river that keeps flowing. His face was full of sorrow. Anyone can see that. He is not very happy at the moment. Senjo Hashirama, he looks familiar. Uchiha Madara, this is, you when you were a child? Sarutobi Hiruzen, it was actually when first Hokage-sama was a child. Orochimaru, as expected of the legendary god of ninjas, at this age, there is such a level of chakra power and control. Is this the scary thing about wood style? Uzumaki Naruto, ha ha ha. It turns out that Uncle First Generation looked like this when he was a child, and this watermelon head looks too similar to Xiaoli, ha ha ha. Advertisement. Xiaoli, Naruto, don't talk nonsense. How can I possibly be compared to Shode? Tsunade, it turns out, Grandpa looked like this when he was a child. He looks similar to Noeki. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama, remember, this is where we met and where it all started. As the lens continues to pull, at this time, another boy appeared. He has a hedgehog head, wearing a dark purple robe. Harano Sakura, hey, why do I think he looks so similar to Sasuke? Uzumaki Naruto, really? Little Sakura, don't tell me I haven't found out yet. This guy looks so much like Sasuke. The expression on his face is even worse than Sasuke. Uchiha Sasuke, shut up, idiot. Do you want to die? Orochimaru, Uchiha, hihi, to have such a similar look and feel to Sasuke-kun, is there really such a coincidence in history? The hedgehog-headed boy said while urinating towards the river. Hashirama, tell me, when will the war end? I'm tired of this pointless war. No beginning, no end. I don't even know why he was born. I don't know what I'm fighting for. This war didn't do me any good, and he took my brother. I really hate all of this. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 3 simple dreams. I hope everyone can understand each other. Advertisement. At this time, the hedgehog-haired boy seemed to have noticed something. He shivered, roared to the rear. Hashirama? How many times have I said, don't stand behind me like this? Senjo Hashirama, ha 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 ha. After so many years, it looks like Madara was quite cute when she was a child. Uzumaki Naruto, why does this guy pee and fork? Is this a kidney deficiency? Orochimaru, hee. I never thought that the two who founded Konoha would have such an interesting side. Senju Tobirama, if only I had been by your side back then, so that you would not be bewitched by the evil Uchiha clan. When Uchiha Madara saw this scene, the complexion has turned black into the bottom of the pot. Think of his majestic Konoha dance king. When was there such a shameful scene? Such a shameful scene was released. He even wanted to die. Teen Hashirama laughed. Madara, you are too sensitive. So this is your weakness? I remember it. After playing around for a while, the two. Advertisement. Only then did the boy Hashirama speak. Madara, I believe, the war will end one day. At that time, we don't have to go to the battlefield anymore. Similarly, our brothers and sisters, they don't need to be on the battlefield anymore. Although neither of them revealed their last names to each other, but both of them almost knew which clan the other was from. So, in order to continue to be friends and not enemies, neither of them identified the other, because they know, once you have revealed your identity, I'm afraid the two of them will never have the chance to be friends again. Both of them cherish each other's hard-won friendship very much. Teenager Madara let out a long sigh. Hey, Hashirama, it's not easy for you to say. I basically don't see any hope that this will happen one day. In this world, I always feel that he is hopeless. Otherwise, why would even a child of a few years go to the battlefield? And these adults still think it's the right thing to do, and they don't have the slightest guilt in their hearts. My brothers and sisters, they all died on the battlefield like this. Orochimaru, hee. I never thought that the enemy of the ninja god would have such a dream, establishing peace. This is different from what is recorded on the Konoha. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, the Uchiha clan is inherently evil. Madara must be lying. He just used this kind of statement to confuse Big Brother. Danzo, I also agree with teacher Tobirama's statement. I have always seen the wolfish ambitions of the Uchiha clan, otherwise, I wouldn't. Sarutobi Hiruzen, shut up. Danzo, don't talk anymore. Uchiha Sasuke, 3rd Hokage, what does it mean? Is the demise of our family related to Konoha? Namikaze Minato, Uchiha Sasuke, is this Fugaku's child? The Uchiha clan, have they reached that point yet? Boy Hashirama sat up and grabbed Madara's shoulders firmly. He said firmly, Madara, trust me. One day, the era when everyone understands each other and trusts each other will come. When that day comes, it will be the time when the ninja world will usher in peace. I believe that day will not be too far away. As long as we never give up and always believe in everything, then one day, peace will come to us. At the moment, the boy Madara does not seem to be deeply moved by the words of the boy Hashirama. He nodded. Hashirama, I believe in the future you speak of. Although I have some doubts about what you said everyone understands. But I believe that day will definitely come. Seeing this scene on the screen, Uchiha Madara, who was watching, was also silent. That is, from that moment on, he was moved by Senju Hashirama. Advertisement. Somehow, on Senju Hashirama, there is always a power that makes others believe in him. As soon as he speaks, immediately affect others. And it was at that moment. He really regards Senju Hashirama as his lifelong best friend from the bottom of his heart, because he knows, Senju Hashirama's goals and dreams are exactly the same as his own. At this point, it is so commendable. Throughout the Uchiha clan, his ideas were not accepted by his father. It is not accepted by other clansmen either. In the eyes of his father Uchiha Tajima, only the victory of the Uchiha clan is the most important thing. Other things, including the lives of the people, it's just a means to achieve its own goals. For this, Madara said that she could not agree with it at all. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. For our position is doomed not to be friends. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, this is the greatness of first Hokage-sama? This is also the will of fire that we have inherited. Orochimaru, hee. Teacher Sarutobi, the will of fire, does it really exist? Senju Tobirama, monkey. Please explain to me why the Senju clan will perish? Danzo, hee. Mr. Tobirama, maybe I can explain this to you. Tsunade : Inside the Hokage office, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen squeezed the seat beside him nervously. He gritted his teeth and said, Danzo. He didn't expect This sudden live broadcast room can actually link first Hokage and second Hokage. He is terrified now, in case these two dig into what he did when he was in power. So what does his future hold? His power to these two, but not learned from books. Just a glimpse of childhood. He has already firmly remembered the destructive power of Senju Hashirama wood style, even in his prime. Nor does he consider himself a match for first Hokage. Not to mention him now. Advertisement. Shaking his head, he muttered to himself. I'm all for Konoha, all for Konoha, none of you can blame me. As the content of the live broadcast room is played, the two teenagers met more and more frequently. Even everyone outside the screen can see it. The relationship between the two of them seems to be getting better and better. At this moment, the family behind the two also discovered the contact between the two of them. The two are each other's young masters of the Uchiha and Senju clans. Their two families have already reached the point where fire and water are incompatible. Between us, I don't even know how much blood is on each other's hands. So, both the Uchiha and Senju clan are preparing to set up an ambush. Orochimaru, interesting. It turned out that the two who founded Konoha knew each other like this. They didn't even know each other's identities at the beginning. Senju Tobirama, brother. I've said it before. The Uchiha clan is an evil clan. You see, they will ambush you as soon as they discover your identity. Uzumaki Naruto, uncle, your statement is too much. Aren't you also secretly ambush each other? Namikaze Minato, it seems that the relationship between first Hokage-sama and Uchiha Madara is more complicated than we thought. Uzumaki Kushina, another dirty political fight. It's disgusting. Seeing this scene, Uchiha Madara's face also became more gloomy, because that's where it starts. Advertisement. He and Senju Hashirama started an endless fight. It also laid the groundwork for many tragedies later. The two teenagers on the screen took the stones thrown from each other. They looked up at each other. My heart was shocked. At this time, the people who were ambushing behind them also showed their heads. Uchiha Tajima, Senju Butsuma, the despicable Uchiha clan. They secretly attacked my son. FKUXX, didn't your Senju clan attack us first? People from two families. The first time we met. No extra nonsense. The fight started right away. The conflict between the two races. It has already reached an irreconcilable step, so there is no need for extra nonsense. And the teenager Madara who saw this scene. His eyes flickered for a while. A pair of hook jades slowly appeared in his eyes, and at this time Senju Hashirama. Advertisement. He opened his mouth wide and watched the fight between the two clans. He never thought of it. The meeting between the two actually triggered a war again? The most important thing is the opposite Madara. Looking into Madara's scarlet eyes, Hashirama felt vaguely that something was about to be lost. Madara, stop it. Let us both stop. Let them stop too. It's all meaningless. We don't need to fight. The two of us can definitely work together to create a more peaceful world. Watching the persistence of the boy Hashirama, the look in the eyes of the teenager Madara became more and more indifferent. He shook his head. Hashirama, it's impossible. The Senju clan and the Uchiha clan, only one can survive. Too many of my brothers, sisters, and clansmen, they all died at your hands. And many of your people died at the hands of our people. So, Hashirama, give up this unrealistic idea. We are destined not to be friends. There is only hatred between us. So, let the battle decide everything for us. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 5 Parallel World. Something is wrong with this Hashirama. Advertisement. Orochimaru, things seem to be getting more and more interesting. Are there so many stories about the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan? Sarutobi Hiruzen, Orochimaru, it is the great thought of Master First Hokage that Konoha has been able to stand up until now. Uzumaki Nagato, naive. Unexpectedly, the majestic ninja god would have such a naive idea. Uzumaki Kushina, Uzumaki Nagato. Is this also a descendant of the Uzumaki clan? There are still people in the Uzumaki clan in this world. Uchiha Obito, such a boring idea. I never thought that the god of ninja would have such a childish idea. Kakashi, Obito, you are still alive? In a cave, Black Zetsu came out from behind Obito and said, Obito, what's wrong with you? You're going against Madara-sama's will. Black Zetsu looked at the eyes with the picture at this time. Basically, it's no different from a brain dead. After so many years of preparation, have been behind the scenes for so long, he actually ran out again, and Obito waved his hand and snorted coldly. Don't worry, the situation is still under my control. Even if I revealed my identity, no one would have guessed that I was Uchiha Madara walking behind the scenes. And you also saw this so-called live broadcast. He must be unusual. So if you really have a question and answer for a while and get a reward, that's probably a good thing. But at the moment Obito's heart is not suitable for being as calm as he himself said. He just saw what Senju Hashirama said on the screen just now. Advertisement. I feel a little irritable inside. Once upon a time, he is a firm believer in this philosophy of Hashirama. Senju Hashirama was even once his most respected person. But he didn't get any good results. Even now, I am still living in hell. So, he just couldn't help but taunt Senju Hashirama in the live broadcast room. At the same time, Nagato, which is far away in another section, his heart is also not peaceful, because he and his companions, I used to firmly believe in the philosophy of Senju Hashirama, interpersonal and mutual understanding. That's the wrong idea. Let them pay an extremely painful price. The picture on the screen gradually fades away. The border suddenly turned black. Immediately afterwards, another screen began to play on the screen. Orochimaru, is this the same as the picture just now? No, it seems that something is not quite right. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Shode, seems a little different. Senju Tobirama, brother, were you so strong back then? Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama, how dare you treat me like this? How dare you release water while fighting me? Picture on the screen. In the beginning it was exactly the same as before, but gradually, everyone found something was wrong. Shonen Hashirama and Shonen Madara, when they practice, the strength of each other is about the same. So most of the two people ended up in a tie. But this Senju Hashirama on the screen. Ha, ha, ha. Damn, Hashirama, you bastard. You are as strong as a monster. Uchiha Madara lay on the ground panting heavily, and Senju Hashirama standing opposite him, just looking at him with a smile on his face. Not even a drop of sweat came out of his body. Madara, as I said earlier, my efforts are far above yours. For me, apart from practicing, my life is only practicing. I will not give up my efforts until I realize my dream. Advertisement. Only a powerful force can change the world, only my dreams can be seen. People's prejudices are like a mountain, no matter how hard you try, you can't change it. In this world, people cannot let go of their prejudices to change their views on each other. So, Madara, that's why I keep going. Uchiha Madara glanced helplessly at Senju Hashirama. It never occurred to him. Among peers, how could someone be so much ahead of me? He even had a little doubt. Own father, Uchiha Tajima may not be Hashirama's opponent? The first time this thought came to mind, Madara herself vetoed it immediately. Are you kidding me? His father is the head of the Uchiha clan? In this era, he is the strongest standing at the pinnacle. Orochimaru, wood style. Is wood style so scary? At this time, first generation is only 10 years old. Senju Tobirama, I'm afraid it's not because of the wood style on the big brother. The big brother in this picture seems to be a little bit wrong. He is a bit too strong. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 6 Control violence with violence. This is my shinobi. Advertisement. After everyone watched Senju Hashirama on the screen, only then did I discover that Senju Hashirama on screen, being strong is no longer a little scary. At the same stage, Uchiha Madara was helpless in front of him. Uchiha Madara's name. Many of them have heard. I have even seen Uchiha Madara's name in books countless times. During the Sengoku era, Uchiha Madara has been on the battlefield countless times, and at this time, his strength is also rising rapidly. But seeing Senju Hashirama in the screen, he didn't blush and his heart beat, not even taking a breath. Madara, I didn't mean to lie to you, my efforts are far beyond your imagination. If you were like me, then I'm afraid the distance between you and me wouldn't be so big. Seeing Uchiha Madara still has a look of disbelief, Senju Hashirama said with a smile, Madara, you know, since a few years ago, I don't have the habit of sleeping anymore. I haven't known what it feels like to sleep for a long time. Advertisement. I always use cultivation instead of sleeping. Moreover, besides sleeping, I even maintain a state of cultivation even when I eat and go to the bathroom on weekdays. That's why I have the strength I have today. After listening to Hashirama's explanation, only then did Uchiha Madara's heart tremble suddenly. He found Hashirama weird before, but he himself couldn't tell what was strange about Hashirama. After such an explanation, he just found out. It turned out that long ago, Hashirama has been in a state of cultivation. This also explains why his chakra is so fluid. It turned out that he was in the state of cultivation all the time. Hashirama, how did you do it? A frantic look appeared on Uchiha Madara's face. If he can do the same, doesn't that mean his strength can also be improved more rapidly? It's very simple, just get used to it. Senju Hashirama had a puzzled look on his face. It seems that this matter is not difficult. Uchiha Madara took a deep breath. Advertisement. Suppressed the anger in his heart. I mean, how can you do other things in practice without being distracted? Finally, under the explanation of Senju Hashirama, Uchiha Madara had to admit, there is indeed a gap between people. He can't do other things and still keep practicing at the same time. Orochimaru, as expected of Shode, he can actually put himself in a state of cultivation all the time. Sarutobi Hiruzen, did Master First Hokage really not deceive Uchiha Madara? Could it be? Isn't this really a special method he adopted? Senju Hashirama. Am I so powerful? Do other things while practicing? I can't do it. Looking at Senju Hashirama, Uchiha Madara didn't think about such a complicated issue anymore. Although he can't do it for the time being. But that doesn't mean I can't do it in the future. Uchiha Madara still has confidence in herself. He's the one who wants to end the war. He thought he would definitely become stronger. Even become the strongest. Hashirama, do you think the war will ever end? I'm tired of this kind of meaningless fighting for no reason. Many of my brothers and sisters were killed because of this. Can I really wait until the day the war ends? Advertisement. Before Uchiha Madara finished speaking, Senju Hashirama cut him off directly. It will definitely work. Believe me, as long as I exist, I will never give up changing the world. At this time, the screen shook for a while. A line of text appeared on the screen. The following is the question and answer time. Please answer the audience in the live broadcast room. Among the following 4 options, choose the correct top 3 to get random rewards. May I ask Senju Hashirama to face Uchiha Madara's doubts? What is his reply? A. Persuade Uchiha Madara well and tell him that people can understand each other. As long as you influence others with love, the world will eventually usher in peace. B. Tell Uchiha Madara directly that you think too much. C. Tell Uchiha Madara that your dream cannot be realized. D. Tell Uchiha Madara that your way of ninja is to control violence with violence. 4 big options are placed in front of everyone. And think of this amazing system. Everyone thinks that the rewards may be unusual. Sarutobi Hiruzen, there are too many options here. First generation must have influenced Uchiha Madara with love. Orochimaru, hehe. Teacher Sarutobi, I don't think so. The first generation master on the screen seems a little different. Uchiha Obito, what hypocritical people say is so hypocritical and disgusting? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 7 Possess strength. Only then can people understand your thoughts. Advertisement. Uzumaki Naruto, of course I choose A. I don't even need to think about it. Only love can influence others. Violence can't solve any problems. Namikaze Minato, I think so too. Although the first generation seems a little different, I think he will still choose option A. After all, this is the person who created the will of fire. Uzumaki Kushina, will of fire. Minato, then do you want to see why your own son is like this now? Uzumaki Naruto, what? I still have dad? Orochimaru, hehe. Mr. Sarutobi, it's wonderful. No wonder you can sit in Hokage's position for so long. I admire. Senju Hashirama folded his hands on his chest. The assassin looks very immature, but it showed an extremely powerful aura. Madara, don't harbor any naive thoughts. In this world, the things you really want don't come from other people's charity. You can shape what you want only with your own hands. Finished speaking, Senju Hashirama walked slowly to the river. Looking at the river in front of me, he sighed. I used to believe that as long as there is love between people, everything can be tolerated. Advertisement. But it was this wrong idea that cost me dearly. I've lost many friends on the battlefield. I've lost many relatives. So from that moment, I changed my mind. People in this world can't understand each other at all. Everyone will only make judgments based on their own position. They don't want to listen to what anyone tells them. This is the people of this world. Mutual understanding between people is simply a dream. So, Madara, I will use my fist to tell the world that I am right. Strength determines everything. The teenager Madara in the picture. When hearing these words, I couldn't help but widen my pupils. It seems that at this moment he has also been intimidated by Hashirama's aura, and other people outside the screen. Seeing this scene exploded even more. Is this still the first Hokage they are familiar with? Uchiha Madara, well said. Hashirama, if you were like this at the beginning, maybe many tragedies will not happen in the future. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, why do I think this Madara is more in line with my ideal image of a big brother? Sarutobi Hiruzen, ER. Master first generation. Did he say these words? Why is it different from what is recorded in the book? Shimura Danzo, huh. Sure enough, I am the one who has truly inherited the will of fire. Guard Konoha, it must be extremely powerful, even if you pay any price. Jiraiya, is this really the master of the first generation project? It's completely different from what I thought. Fourth Raikage, well said. This is the true thought of a man who ended the Sengoku era. Conquer all enemies with fists. Everyone in Konoha who heard these words, they all felt that their three views had been greatly impacted. This and the will of fire they have received since childhood. It's completely different. In Xiao organization, the members of Akatsuki, they see this. There are also different ideas in my heart. Uzumaki Nagato, sure enough, let the world feel the pain. This is the real correct path, and it seems that I am not the only one who has such an idea. Konan, no matter what, I will stand by your side, Nagato, and I will always be with you. Hoshigakiki same, is this the spirit that ended the Sengoku era? Haiden, ha ha ha, use strength to decide everything? That is really bitter and spicy. Only killing can save the world? Scorpion of red sand, boring things, only eternity is art, human love and hatred, even ideals are too small. Uchiha Itake, strength decides everything? Isn't it paving the way for peace with mutual understanding? Advertisement. Even without listening to Senju Hashirama say this in person. But everyone in Akatsuki was completely overwhelmed by the words of this first Hokage. Nagato had a vague feeling of confidence in his heart. Only, Nagato still felt that this first Hokage was a bit too kind. Strength is only used to deter the opponent. That is totally not enough. Human beings, if not mortally threatened, he will not reflect. They should be inflicted with great strength. Only pain. Only then will people remember it. So, maybe it is possible to bring real peace to this world. Nagato believes that what he does is the right way. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 8 Big Fist is the boss. Who agrees? Who is against? Advertisement. Uzumaki Nagato, anyway, I think D is the correct option. It seems that my choice is really right. Shimura Danzo, only those who have real strength can protect Konoha. I chose right. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo. Have you forgotten the will of fire? Senju Tobirama, this is my ideal big brother. Jiraiya, who knows whether the rewards of this live broadcast system are real or not. There are only 2 people who answered correctly this time, and now the system is starting to count rewards. Reward Uzumaki Nagato's physique plus 10 points. Reward Shimura Danzo is perfectly compatible with Uchiha's bloodline. In the land of rain, Nagato in the wheelchair stood up with an expression of disbelief. Only now did he discover. Your body suddenly recovered. No more sore waist, no more leg pain. That feeling of weakness gone. And Konan, who stood by and waited for him. This was also discovered at this time. She covered her mouth. Nagato, you stand up. Great. You're all right. Tears rushed out of Konan's eyes. She knew all these years. How much did Nagato pay for their dreams? But this is not the result Konan wanted. What she desires most is that Nagato can live well. She has lost one of her most important partners. The boy doesn't want to lose another important partner. Advertisement. But Nagato is completely insane. This is not something she can decide. And Black Zetsu, who was watching secretly. At this moment, I was also shocked by Nagato's appearance. As a traitor behind the scenes, Black Zetsu naturally knows what a burden those eyes put on Nagato. In an instant, Nagato's body is recovering. A new idea popped up in Black Zetsu's heart. If this live broadcast system is really so powerful, perhaps I don't need to continue working with Madara on anything, only by myself. Maybe I can save my mother too? This was what Black Zetsu had in mind. But whether this idea can be realized, Black Zetsu thinks he still needs to be watching and watching. Konoha. Inside Danzo's office. Ha 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 ha. This is the power of Uchiha. The power of Sharingan. Finally I have mastered it. Danzo laughed wildly, clutching his arm. At this moment, I feel that the sense of disobedience embedded in the blood wheel eyes in my arm has disappeared. As if. Advertisement. These Sharingan of the Uchiha clan. Born to be like my own eyes. Before. Danzo has tried countless times. But no matter what he tried, he found out. Myself and these Sharingan transplanted. There is no way to be completely compatible. These Sharinans took a toll on his body, but now, Danzo looked contentedly at the Sharingan on his arm. He thinks that the position of Hokage will be his sooner or later. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo, the power of the Uchiha clan is too dangerous. Give it to me quickly, and I'll keep it for you. Shimura Danzo, Hiruzen, you are so hypocritical. But don't worry, your seat won't last long. Sarutobi Hiruzen watched Danzo's reply in the live broadcast room. His face immediately darkened. I am afraid. This guy Danzo really got Uchiha's blood. Otherwise, he won't be open about his ambition anymore. And the black screen continues to play. The scene finally came to the moment when Uchiha and Senju faced off. But at this time, the content on the screen suddenly changed drastically. During the battle between Senju Butsuma and Uchiha Tajima, Senju Hashirama dashed between the two. Advertisement. He held Uchiha Tajima down with one hand. Hold down Senju Butsuma with one hand. The two of them were held in place by him like kittens, motionless. At this moment, the expressions on the faces of both of them were extremely shocked. They found that I didn't see clearly how Senju Hashirama made a move. Didn't you hear what I just said? I said, tell you to stop. Are you all deaf? looking at Senju Hashirama's expressionless face. Both of them felt a great oppression. Senju Butsuma felt that his son was extremely strange at this moment, as if this was the first time he knew Hashirama. The sweat on Uchiha Tajima's back drenched his clothes. He had sensed Senju Hashirama's killing intent just now. That moment, he didn't even feel like he could move. The last time I felt this way, it was his first time on the battlefield. After many years, this feeling of weakness and powerlessness reappeared. He had a hunch. Just move yourself again. Own. Must die. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 9. The Senju clan and the Uchiha clan are destined to be enemies? Advertisement. Senju Hashirama. Ha 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 ha. Was I that strong back then? Senju Tobirama. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Although the elder brother is very powerful, but this is too fierce. Uchiha Madara. Hashirama. You tell me the truth. When you were fighting with me, did you keep releasing water? Uchiha Madara is completely restless at this time. He thinks himself and Senju Hashirama are lifelong enemies. But Hashirama in the picture, his strength is a little too much. At that moment, how could he suppress his father and his father by himself? To know, those two people were the patriarchs of the Senju clan and Uchiha clan at that time, although the current Uchiha Madara, his strength has already surpassed this level, but he doesn't deny either. At that time, Uchiha Tajima and Senju Butsuma are considered to be at the top. The screen rotates. Teenage Madara in a black screen. Advertisement. The expression on his face also showed how surprised he was inside. In his ever-changing expression, everyone found out. Boy Madara suddenly opened his eyes. Scarlet Guyu suddenly appeared in his eye sockets. Senju Tobirama. Sure enough, the Uchiha clan is an evil clan. Seeing that his elder brother was stronger than him, Uchiha Madara felt jealous and turned on Sharinon directly. Senju Hashirama, Tobirama. How many times have I said, we have to treat people with sincerity? You have too much opinion on Madara? Orochimaru, can Sharinon still be opened like this? It seems that you don't have to kill someone close to you to open it. Can strong emotions also open your eyes? Uchiha Sasuke. Is this the ancestor of the so-called Uchiha clan? But that's it. Sooner or later, there will be a day when I surpass you, and then I will definitely kill that man with my own hands. Uzumaki Nagato, Sharinon, but that's all. In front of God, any pupil technique is vulnerable? At this time Madara. Rarely there was no rebuttal to Tobirama. He remembered that when he opened his eyes so openly, it is because facing the upcoming parting with Senju Hashirama, the emotions in my heart have accumulated to an ultimate. That's why Sharinon was started. But looking at the teenager Madara in the picture, Uchiha Madara has to admit, I'm afraid I'm really angry. That's why Sharinon was started. I thought I was not much different from Senju Hashirama in strength. Advertisement. Only a little distance. Finally found out. This little bit may be a billion bit? How could the proud Madara bear it? Ridiculous to say. Originally under the leadership of the two chiefs, the Uchiha clan and the Senju clan fighting each other, they actually stopped their actions because of a child. Madara, let's go. Pretend what happened today never happened. In the future, the things I said will come true one by one, and you will see. Everyone in the Uchiha clan heard the boy Hashirama's words. They did not speak. There is no rebuttal. Just now, the aura exuded by this young man, it has made them feel the gap and fear. Although the Uchiha clan is very arrogant, but they're not brainless. They are arrogant to the weak, but facing someone stronger than them. Advertisement. No one dared to disrespect him in front of the strong. The teenager Madara looked complicated, and left here after taking a deep look at Senju Hashirama. Orochimaru, is this the strength of the ninja god? At this age, one person can scare away the entire Uchiha clan? Shimura Danzo, wood style. This is the power of wood style? Yes, it must be because of wood style that he is so powerful. Namikaze Minato, this should have nothing to do with wood style. Shode doesn't use ninjutsu. It seems that it's just because of his strong physical fitness. Could this have anything to do with wood style? Jiraiya, hey, if Master First Generation is still alive, I am afraid that the next few ninja wars will not happen. Senju Hashirama, what? You mean, the ninja world started a war immediately after I died? Uchiha Madara, Hashirama, I have said long ago that everything you have built is just a castle in the air. You have already put the cart before the horse. After a long time, after all the Uchiha clan left, Senju Butsuma looked at Hashirama with a complicated face. Hashirama, do you know that we and the Uchiha clan are eternal enemies? There is no room for relaxation between us and them. Why didn't you do it to them just now? You actually let go of the greatest enemy of our family. Just when Senju Butsuma wanted to reprimand his son, he just met Hashirama's cold eyes. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 10. You are the only Senju who has awakened wood style. Advertisement. Looking into Hashirama's cold eyes, Senju Butsuma felt that his body seemed to have frozen at this moment. He didn't expect. Hashirama's strength has reached this level without knowing it. Judging from Hashirama's previous performance, he didn't realize that his son's strength had already surpassed him. Thinking of this, Senju Butsuma's heart sank immediately. Own son. The strength and city of Senju Hashirama. It's more terrifying than I imagined. Orochimaru, it seems that this first generation master is more terrifying than we imagined. It seems that even his father did not expect that his strength is so strong. Shimura Danzo, How can the person who can create Konoha be a simple-minded person? Sure enough, only those who are good at hiding can have the last laugh. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Orochimaru. Don't overinterpret the thoughts of Master First Generation. He must have his own reasons for doing so. Uzumaki Naruto, what? This is the strength of First Hokage and the powerhouses of the Sengoku era. I don't think so, and compared with me, I don't think they are much stronger than me. Namikaze Minato, Naruto, stop talking nonsense. For the ancestors, we should respect. Jiraiya, is this the power that once created Konoha, the god of ninjas? If Shode is still alive, maybe the ninja world will not be like this for so many years, and many things will not happen in the future. In Xiao organization, several members looked at Kakuzu with weird faces. They all know. Kakuzu claims to have fought against First Hokage Senju Hashirama. and live till now. Advertisement. But now it seems. This is completely impossible. Don't say Hokage Senju Hashirama behind. Just talking about the boy Hashirama in the picture. None of them thought Kakuzu was his match. How did this guy escape from first Hokage? He couldn't have made it up by himself, could he? At this moment, Kakuzu also felt the eyes of everyone looking at him. He naturally knew how he escaped from first Hokage Senju Hashirama. It can be said. The original Senju Hashirama. He was not regarded as an opponent at all. If only Senju Hashirama got serious. Kakuzu thinks. It was impossible to escape from his grasp. But the gazes of these people really made him too uncomfortable. You guys. Just then, the border of the screen turns white again. Start playing a new screen. The teenager Hashirama returned to the Senju clan's land with his father Senju Butsuma in dismay. Advertisement. At this time, Senju Butsuma's face was full of anger. He thought, winning Uchiha Madara this time is a sure thing. Unexpectedly, the biggest insider is actually his son Senju Hashirama. If it were not for Senju Hashirama delivering a message to Uchiha Madara, maybe they have captured Uchiha Madara back to the Senju clan this time, able to take the son of the chief of the Uchiha clan as a captive of their Senju clan. For their Senju clan, it will be a huge strategic bargaining chip. In a flash, Senju Butsuma punched boy Hashirama hard in the stomach. Knock him out. The faces of Senju Tobirama and the others changed. Before they came forward, Senju Butsuma stopped them immediately with his eyes. You guys, don't meddle in your own business. This is Hashirama's own fault, and of course he should bear it. This is between me and him. Seeing the furious look on Senju Butsuma's face, Senju Tobirama, they understand. My own father. Advertisement. That is, the patriarch of the Senju clan. This time he is really angry. Teenager Hashirama struggled to get himself up from the ground with both hands. He knew why his father did it, but he didn't think he was wrong either. And looking at the persistent eyes of the young Hashirama, Senju Butsuma was even more angry in his heart. Hashirama, do you even know what you're doing? Do you know what your own identity is? You are the young patriarch of the Senju clan and the son of my Senju Butsuma. You bear the fate of the Senju clan. Have you forgotten how Wajian died? Those of the Uchiha clan, their hands are covered with the blood of our brothers and sisters. Do you wish your other brothers and sisters to die at his hands? Hashirama, you are the only Senju who has awakened wood style in 100 years. I've placed great expectations on you, so I hope you won't let me down again. After the teenager Hashirama heard these words, he also felt very confused. On the one hand, Uchiha Madara is what he considers to be his best friend. On the other hand, there are tens of thousands of clansmen standing behind him. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 11 Nagato, this is the spirit of the god of ninja. Advertisement. Orochimaru, it turns out that our great ninja god and Uchiha Madara actually have such a relationship. The story of the two of them is more complicated than I imagined. Interesting. Jiraiya, it seems that ninjas have no way to escape this fate. Reality and my own imagination often oppose each other. Senju Tobirama, brother, all this is my fault. If I had noticed something wrong with you earlier, you would not have anything to do with the evil Uchiha clan. Oniki, it seems that even the omnipotent ninja god has many things that he cannot handle. Fourth Raikage, I still prefer first Hokage in the black screen. I don't need to have so many worries, as long as my fist is big enough. That's the truth. Everyone has a hobby of gloating. When they saw first Hokage Senju Hashirama in the white screen, there are times when you are powerless. Everyone actually felt a little comfortable in their hearts. Originally located at the apex of the ninja world, there are things that such a powerful person can't do. He also has a side of being reprimanded. Seeing Senju Hashirama's painful situation amidst family and friends, they are at this moment. It seems that they have found their own shadow. The picture of the white screen gradually turns off. The pictures on the black screen began to play gradually. At this time, everyone noticed. Who is the protagonist of the picture on the screen? The protagonist played on the screen seems to be the ninja god. The life of first Hokage Senju Hashirama. Only Senju Hashirama is playing on the white screen. Also playing on the black screen is Senju Hashirama. The experience of the two Hashirama is exactly the same, but at critical moments, the performance of the two is completely different. And as the two behaved differently, destiny also seems to be a little different. Advertisement. Senju Butsuma with boy Hashirama. Back to the clan land of the Senju clan. But it is completely different from the scene played in the white screen. This time it was Senju Butsuma following behind Senju Hashirama with a complicated expression on his face. The expression on the boy Hashirama's face did not waver in the slightest. Only firm. Wait until the other clansmen leave. When only Senju Butsuma's family is left, Senju Butsuma opened his mouth. He swallowed back what he was about to say. Thinking of the strength shown by Senju Hashirama just now, he felt a little frightened. My son has completely surpassed him in strength without knowing it. If as usual, Senju Butsuma has already begun to reprimand the boy Hashirama. But now, Senju Butsuma doesn't think it's a good idea. Hashirama, you've grown up. After much deliberation, Senju Butsuma started with just this one sentence, and the Senju Tobirama brothers standing aside, they also looked dumbfounded. It's like meeting your big brother for the first time. Why all of a sudden, always strict father, become so submissive in front of big brother? The status of both of them seems to have changed. Father seems to be them, and big brother. Advertisement. It seems to be the patriarch of the Senju clan, but a few people didn't feel uncomfortable. Watching Senju Butsuma's submissiveness in front of the boy Hashirama, they actually still feel a little dark. Hashirama at this moment, he has nothing, just frowning at Senju Butsuma. Senju Butsuma sighed. Hashirama, you shouldn't be doing this today. Even if Uchiha Madara is your friend and you want to let him go, you should tell me in advance. At the very least, you should discuss it with me. Otherwise, I'm afraid people in the clan will have a lot of opinions on you. Hearing Senju Butsuma say this, Senju Tobirama and others standing aside, the expression on his face was like seeing a ghost. Senju Butsuma, who has always been known for his strictness. How did he become so talkative? Is this still his ghostly father? Why does an elephant care what an ant thinks? Does it matter what they think of me? I don't think I have to explain it to anyone. Junior Hashirama shook his head, looking at the boy Hashirama who doesn't care. Senju Butsuma seemed to be meeting his son for the first time. The seriousness on the boy Hashirama's face at this moment, firm look. Let Senju Tobirama discover for the first time. Their eldest brother actually has such a side. Looking at the expressions of several people. Advertisement. The boy Hashirama seems to have made up his mind. He said to Senju Butsuma lightly, "Father, my strength actually surpassed yours a year ago. Even a year ago, I had mastered all wood-style ninjutsu. But at that time, my strength was not enough to clear all obstacles. So I didn't show my strength. But now I don't think it's necessary. With my strength, it should be impossible for anyone in the clan to be my opponent. So I don't think I need to explain anything to others. If they have anything that I need to explain, you let them come to me in person." After Senju Butsuma heard this, his pupils shrank to the size of needlepoints. What did you say? You have mastered all wood-style ninjutsu. And the expressions of Senju Tobirama are no better than him. They all remember. Senju Hashirama clearly awakened wood-style has not been a few years. But now, he actually told them. He has mastered all the wood-style ninjutsu? This speed. The records of the Senju clan have been broken. Orochimaru, hiss. Is this the talent of the ninja god? So scary? Actually, at this age, he has already mastered all wood-style ninjutsu? Shimura Danzo, it seems that my idea is indeed correct. As long as Konoha truly possesses wood-style again, the entire ninja world will surely surrender at Konoha's feet. Senju Tobirama. Is this really my big brother? Although I admit that the talent of the eldest brother is rare in the Senju family, but this is probably a bit too outrageous. Uzumaki Nagato, this is the spirit of the ninja god. God doesn't need to explain to mortals at all. God can never do a single thing wrong. Deidara, I feel more and more now. Kakuzu may not have fought against First Hokage at all. This may be made up. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 12 A bunch of immortals. There is no ship for you in the new era? Advertisement. Looking at the sun in front of me, Senju Butsuma felt inside for the first time. Are you still asleep? Or is he getting old himself? Hashirama. He actually said that he has completely mastered wood style? Hashirama. Even if you master all the wood styles. But you are also from the Senju clan, we and the Uchiha clan. Before Senju Butsuma finished speaking, a look of deep disgust flashed across the boy Hashirama's face. It's the same rhetoric again. The struggle between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan. After all, it's all because of these old guys in the clan. If it wasn't for their request, how could we have been forced to go to the battlefield since we were young? I don't understand the previous hatred, and I don't know. But I only know one thing now, that is, no one can order me anymore. Now I just need to listen to my heart, that's enough. After listening to the boy Hashirama, a look of fear flashed across Senju Butsuma's face. Hashirama, are you crazy? How dare you question the decisions of the elders? Senju Butsuma knows. On the surface, the patriarch of the Senju clan himself is very beautiful. But in fact, the entire Senju clan. Advertisement. It is the elders who can make the final decision. Those elders. They can even take advantage of the elders. Replace yourself as the patriarch. Family elders. Their authority in the family. Even far above the patriarch of his own family. As long as the family elders are not satisfied, the patriarch himself can be replaced immediately. And boy Hashirama's words just now. If the elders of the family hear it, I'm afraid my own father can't keep him. Uchiha Madara, that's right, just like our Uchiha clan. If it weren't for the elders in the family, our Uchiha clan probably wouldn't have died so many people back then. Rather than saying that my people died at the hands of the enemy, it is better to say that they died at their hands. Senju Tobirama, if it wasn't for the eldest brother who finally mastered all the wood style, I am afraid that the Senju family will never be able to successfully establish Konoha. The elders of the family are indeed cancerous. Sarutobi Hiruzen, I never expected. Shode had such courage back then, openly challenged the elders. Shimura Danzo, hehe. I have long since discovered that the biggest drawback of the family system is the elders. Inside the Hokage office, 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen saw Shimura Danzo's statement. He felt a chill in his heart. Danzo is so cruel. Even 3rd Hokage has to admire Danzo. In order to consolidate his position, Danzo, his first sacrifices were from the Shimura clan. It can be said, Shimura clan up and down people, basically all became a stepping stone for Danzo's ambitions. If it is changed to 3rd Hokage, advertisement. He thinks he can't do this kind of thing to the Sarutobi clan? Hayaga Niji, it turns out, if the strength is strong enough, can you change things in the family? Hayaga Hayashi, Niji. Don't be put off by this video. The elders in the family, all their decisions are for the prosperity of the family. They are not doing it for their own selfish desires. Orochimaru, interesting. After so many years in the ninja world, the Hayaga clan seems to be one of the few families that still retains the branch house system. No wonder, you can only be under the Uchiha clan in this life. The teenager Hashirama in the picture. After hearing what Senju Butsuma said, a trace of pity and intolerance flashed across his face. He still remembers to this day, when my father, his brothers and sisters also died in various unprovoked wars, and the reasons for these wars. It can even be said that there is no reason. From birth, they were indoctrinated to do everything for the benefit of the family. No one ever told them. Besides killing, what else could they do? The boy Hashirama still vaguely remembers. How high-spirited was my father back then, with ideals. But now, the teenager Hashirama gave Senju Butsuma a disappointed look. Father, do you still remember why you insisted on becoming the patriarch of the Senju clan? Do you remember how your mother died? You said that you want to change the Senju clan, you want to change the world, but now, are you Senju Butsuma, or just a knife in the hand of the elders? Have you given up on who you used to be? Advertisement. Opened his mouth. Senju Butsuma murmured. No, it's not like this. I didn't give up. I just. The look on Senju Butsuma's face became paler and paler, for he also found out. I seem to be farther and farther away from my original path. What did the elders ask him to do? What is he going to do by himself? But it never occurred to him himself why he did it. Jiraiya, everyone starts with different dreams, but reality can always teach us the principles of life. Gradually, when we grow up, we find that reality is different from what we imagined. Is that so, Orochimaru? Orochimaru, ha. Jiraiya, you are still so boring. What's the point of these small things? Dreams, ego, are all worthless in front of the eternal truth? Uchiha Madara, it seems that Hashirama's situation in the Senju clan is not much better than mine. But, I don't know what Hashirama will do. Uzumaki Nagato, a group of stupid mortals, nothing worth mentioning in front of powerful forces? Teen Hashirama took a deep breath. At this moment, it was as if a decision had been made in his heart. He said to Senju Butsuma with cold eyes, "Father, you should have the right to hold a family meeting. I hope you will summon all the elders in the family. Since what you can't do, let me, my son, do it for you. It's time to tell these old bastards, times have changed, their antiques from the old times should leave. The ship of the new era can't carry them." Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 13 use wood style to suppress everything strongly. Advertisement. Senju Butsuma looked at his son's cold eyes. He swallowed. He had a premonition in his heart. Senju clan. This time, I'm afraid it will really change. And the other brothers of the young Hashirama looked at him with awe. It was as if this was the first time they met their eldest brother, and among them, Senju Tobirama's eyes are the most excited. Compared with the previous big brother, he prefers this kind of strong big brother. Regarding matters within the Senju clan, Senju Tobirama has long been a little uncomfortable, but Senju Tobirama doesn't have the potential of Senju Hashirama himself. So, he himself is actually in a powerless state. Namikaze Minato, how do I feel? Night-Aim prefers this kind of first-generation master. Senju Tobirama, Jr. Don't talk nonsense. No matter which big brother it is, I respect it very much. Uchiha Madara, Tobirama, just admit it. What this Hashirama does is what you want to do. It's just that you can't do it if you don't have the strength. Orochimaru, as expected of Shode, I have a hunch that maybe this time the pattern of the Senju clan will be changed. Shimura Danzo, under the power of wood style, nothing can stop. The Senju clan with wood style and the Senju clan without wood style are completely two concepts. Senju Hashirama, it's amazing. I really admire how I did it. But, is it not good for him to be like this? After all, without the elders of the family, there will be no Senju clan behind. Tsunade, wood style. If Noeki and I had wood style, a lot of things might be different. The country of grass in the distance. Orochimaru looked at the power revealed by the boy Hashirama on the screen. His eyes are even hotter. This is the power once possessed by the god of ninjas. If I can get the blood of the Uchiha clan. Advertisement. Plus the power of the Senju clan, by the time. Who else is his opponent in the entire ninja world? So, is he getting closer to the eternal road? And judging from Danzo's performance, I am afraid that he has really obtained the blood of the Uchiha clan. Otherwise, it's also impossible for Danzo to lose his mind as easily as those. Orochimaru who thought of this. His heart is full of regret and longing. If you have just answered the question in front of Danzo, so is he the one who got the blood of the Uchiha clan? Unfortunately, I still hesitated just now, but Orochimaru's eyes looking at the screen are getting hotter now. Anyway, there are more opportunities to answer questions later. As long as you get it right. Then can't I get rewards? Maybe. I can go directly to the sky in one step. Get the reward of immortality. Through these years of constant soul reincarnation, Orochimaru also gradually discovered, the drawbacks of this ninjutsu are too great. Every time I am reincarnated, the soul is about to be cut once. This also caused my spirit to become weaker and weaker. Otherwise, by Uchiha Itaki alone, how could it be possible to make myself unable to move with just one look? Thinking of the scene of that day. Advertisement. The expression on Orochimaru's face became even more gloomy. The picture on the screen continues to play. And Senju Butsuma. He also obeyed his son's request. All the elders in the family were summoned. Looking at the immature boy in front of him, all the elders of the family showed a look of irony on their faces. They thought Senju Butsuma summoned them to discuss some important matter. After the result came, they know, the person who really summoned them was actually this kid in front of him. They even suspect. Did Senju Butsuma think his mind was broken when he was the patriarch? One of the elders of the family even sank. With a snap sound, he slapped the table heavily. Butsuma, do you know, what the hell are you doing? You know, family elders. How busy are we in a day? I see that your patriarch's position has been too comfortable these years, and I don't know what I should do. Before he finished speaking, another elder also responded. Butsuma, if you think your position as the patriarch is inappropriate, you can tell us. We can replace you, the patriarch, at any time. There is still the Uchiha family watching outside. If you don't think of a way to eliminate the Uchiha clan, you still have the mood to joke with us here. Senju Butsuma looked at the enraged elders. At this moment, he didn't even dare to lift his head. He also regretted it in his heart. I don't know why. He actually obeyed Hashirama's words by mistake. All the elders of these families were called together. Advertisement. Are you really old? Seeing his father wanting to speak, boy Hashirama gestured with his eyes, stopped his behavior. Boy Hashirama stood up. He scanned the elders present with his eyes. At this time, the screen shook again. A line of text appeared on the screen. The following is the question and answer time. Please answer the audience in the live broadcast room. Among the following 4 options, those who answer correctly can get a random reward. If the answer is wrong, and those who answer randomly, 10 years of life will be deducted. May I ask Senju Hashirama to face the questioning of the elders of the Senju clan? What kind of reaction will he make next? A. Bow your head and admit your mistake, and tell the elders that you made a mistake, and that you were just confused for a moment, so you made such an irrational behavior. B. Tell the elders directly that I am willing to obey their orders, but I want to adopt a more peaceful way to eliminate Uchiha, and hope to have a good discussion. C. Tell the elders, it's a showdown, I'm actually the ghost of the Uchiha clan. D. Use wood style to forcefully suppress all elder groups. Look at the options on the screen. Everyone was silent. Did not expect. There are penalties for wrong answers. And the price is 10 years of life. No one dared to bet with their 10 years of life. The lifespan of ninjas is shorter than that of ordinary people. If you deduct 10 years of life now, most ninjas can't guarantee that. Will he die directly in place? No matter how good the reward is, there must be life flowers. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 14 Is this Senju Hashirama, or Senju Madara? Advertisement. Looking at the options given on the screen, At this moment, everyone hesitated, although they are excited about the rewards given after answering the options correctly. But they are more afraid that they will not die to get this reward. While Senju Hashirama in the black screen shows some differences from Senju Hashirama in the white screen, but it's just a nuance. No one can guarantee. How big is the difference between the two? Shimura Danzo, Hiruzen, don't you try to choose the answer? I can assure you that the blood of the Uchiha clan given by this system just now is true. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo. Shut up. I don't need you to teach me how to do things. I am Hokage. Orochimera, hehe. Teacher Sarutobi, no matter what, you can imagine how powerful the people behind this kind of ninjutsu are. Rejuvenation? Jiraiya, Orochimaru? Don't go on talking, although these rewards are very attractive, but if you answer wrong this time, you will be punished so severely. Do you hate Teacher Sarutobi so much? Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. He looked at the content of the live broadcast room with a gloomy expression. He had to admit, Ziken Danzo's words shook his heart a little, but seeing the wrong answer penalty listed in the live broadcast room, he was still scared. I am no longer the original ninjutsu doctor Third Hokage. For your own body, Sarutobi Hiruzen himself knows best. If the 10-year life expectancy is directly deducted, he should be able to prepare for his funeral directly and enter the coffin. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, monkey. You are now Konoha's Hokage, so don't be impulsive in doing things. Anyway, there will be time to continue answering questions later. Orochimera, hehe. Nidame, it seems that you really care about your students. Don't you want to know why the Senju clan disappeared after your death? Sarutobi Hiruzen, Orochimaru. Stop talking nonsense. Adults in the second generation project have their own judgments in their hearts, and there is no need for you to say anything. Shimura Danzo, huh. Hiruzen, I told you already, your womanly kindness will only kill you in the end. You will definitely regret it. If you don't kill Orochimaru, you will end up breeding tigers. Fourth Raikage, ha 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 ha. It was so much fun. We all have to thank you Konoha. If you Konoha hadn't engaged in all kinds of internal strife and squeezed out all the outstanding ninjas in the village, how would we have caught up? People from other parts of the ninja world watched the live broadcast room. I feel very bloody inside. Throughout the ninja world, the one with the most bitter scenes is probably Konoha today. But they are always grateful for this. Because Konoha is too strong. A lean camel is bigger than a horse. Even without first Hokage and second Hokage, Konoha has too many powerful ninjas and geniuses. If there is no division among their own internal personnel, his own village will never have the opportunity to keep pace with Konoha. Fourth Raikage watched the conversation in the live room with a sneer. If given the chance, he would really like to thank Third Hokage and Shimura Danzo in person. It's not that these two people are making wind and rain in the leaves. How could Konoha continue to decline? What year will they have to wait for Cloud Shinobi Village to have a chance to catch up with Konoha? Looking at the current situation in the entire ninja world, their Cloud Shinobi Village is currently the most united ninja village with the fewest internal problems. Perhaps, this time it is a beyond Konoha. Advertisement. A chance to become the most powerful ninja village in the ninja world. Screen. The elders of the Senju clan met the cold eyes of the boy Hashirama. They unconsciously turned their eyes away. In this instant, they feel that what they are dealing with is not a teenager. It's a fierce tiger that devours people. The moment I met the boy's eyes, they all felt their hearts tighten and their breath suffocated. The whole person was out of breath. This kid. He is stronger than his father Senju Butsuma? Click once. A family elder accidentally knocked his teacup on the table to the ground. The quiet atmosphere in the meeting room was immediately broken. And this elder also saw the eyes of everyone around him. A look of shame and anger appeared on his face. Just now he was indeed frightened by the eyes in the middle of the boy. This fact both shocked and ashamed him. But he still thinks. The situation is still in the hands of their elders. Bold, you, Senju Hashirama? What kind of eyes are you looking at? Could it be that you want to openly disobey the orders of the elders and rebel? Although he has tried his best to calm himself down. Advertisement. But the people around still felt his fear from his trembling voice. Call. Instead of stepping back, the boy Hashirama took a step forward in stride. He took a deep breath. Elders, you are all old. It's time to abdicate. The future of the Senju clan should be handed over to us young people. From today, I think the situation of the Senju clan should have changed. Elders, I hope you don't blame me. I am doing this for your own good, and for the sake of our Senju clan. Looking at the cold smile on the boy Hashirama's face, a bad feeling rose in the hearts of these elders. Wood style, birth of the tree world, moment. Countless vines appeared on the ground. Surrounded by vines, all the elders were powerless to fight back. Got entangled by these vines. Senju Tobirama, brother, I remember you at that time. It seems that you can't even use the most basic wood style avatar. Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. That's right. I'm really much stronger than me. Although I had already awakened wood style at that time, it doesn't mean that I can use this level of wood style ninjutsu. Uchiha Madara, how do I feel? This Hashirama is more arrogant than me. Uzumaki Naruto, that's amazing. What kind of ninjutsu is wood style? I also want to learn. Why is it never taught in school? Uchiha Sasuke, idiot. Did you guys not listen at all in class? This is not a ninjutsu that can be learned at all. It is a blood succession limit of first Hokage itself. Sarutobi Hiruzen, show days approach. Why does it look so much like Uchiha Madara? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 15 from today onwards, I am the patriarch of the Senju clan. Advertisement. Congratulations to Orochimera for choosing the correct answer. At this time, a line of words appearing on the screen got everyone's attention. It turned out that Orochimera secretly made the choice without everyone knowing it. Reward Orochimera Wood Style Cell, Elementary. Moment. An extra piece of information about wood style appeared in Orochimera's mind. He felt some changes in his body. This is actually perfectly compatible, without the slightest violation. This is much stronger than wood style on Yamato. That's it, it's just a rudimentary wood style cell. If you get the full wood style, then, even with Orochimera's calm mind, at this moment, he couldn't completely control his fanaticism. Years after the death of first Hokage Senju Hashirama, he has tried numerous wood style experiments. Even Shimura Danzo got in on the action. But no matter what kind of experimental body they use, wood style experiments all end in failure. and Orochimaru knows. Even though he has defected for so many years, Danzo is still experimenting with wood style. He never gave up on re-embodying the strength of the original ninja god, in all experimental subjects. Advertisement. Only one subject named Yamato survived, but neither Orochimaru nor Danzo both know. Yamato's wood style and First Hokage's wood style are far apart. It's a pity, it's just a rudimentary wood style cell. Shook his head. Orochimaru put the regret in his heart behind him. As long as this comparison live room can continue to answer questions, he might have a chance to get more powerful rewards. Uchiha Madara, great junior, you actually have the courage to take the risk of failing to answer the questions. I appreciate you very much. Jikan Danzo, damn it, if I hadn't hesitated just now, then maybe this reward would have been mine. Uchiha blood plus wood style. Who else is my opponent in the entire ninja world? I will definitely be able to lead Konoha to a new height. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo, just give up. You are about the same age as me, and your body can last for a few more years. If you fail to answer the question, you cannot afford the price of 10 years of life. Senju Tobirama, can someone really replicate the wood-style cells of the elder brother? I have tried for countless years but have not been able to do this. Tsunade, the entire Senju family, since Grandpa Hashirama left, wood-style has become a legend. Noeke has worked hard for countless times, and there is no sign of awakening. This is the ninjutsu he always dreamed of. Yamato, can you even get wood-style cells? If it were me, would it be possible to? Shimura Danzo saw that Orochimaru got the wood-style cell from First Hokage. The expression of the whole person is even more twisted into a ball, but he also thinks that what Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen said is not wrong. His current body is not much better than Sarutobi Hiruzen. If you answer wrongly, 10 years of life deducted, this price is beyond his ability to pay, and everyone admired Orochimaru's decisiveness. Some people really dare to pay the price of 10 years of life. Go choose to answer this question. Fourth Raikage, Orochimaru. Are you interested in working in our Cloud Shinobi village? Konoha does not support your experiment. Our Cloud Shinobi village can support it as long as there are conditions. Beiki, Cloud Shinobi village? What do you mean? Orochimaru is the enemy of our Sand Shinobi village. He killed our fourth Kazekage, and our village is destined to be immortal. If you want to take Orochimaru in, then we can only fight with you. Advertisement. Terumime, hehe. When the time comes, if you want to come to our Mist Ninja village, we welcome you anytime. As for the mere Sand Shinobi village, when such a weak village has the right to speak, Orochimaru was originally a top ninja powerhouse. He who bears the name of Sunin. Now add the wood-style cells. No one knows how far his strength has reached. So the rest of the villages. Now it's all about Orochimaru. Orochimaru joined them. Their village got a top strong man. You can even harvest wood-style cells. Why not? The boy Hashirama stepped on a huge wooden dragon, looking down at the group of elders bound by wood style. Elders, I have already told you that your time is over. Although these elders are old, their strength is not at their peak. But to be able to sit in this position, naturally, it is not simply relying on one's own age. They want to forcefully break through the wood style shackles of boy Hashirama, but found that his physical strength and chakra, unknowingly being absorbed by these vines. Batsuma, what are you still doing? Are you just letting your own son mess around there? Do you know what you're doing? After struggling to no avail, they can only ask for help like Senju Batsuma standing aside. And at the moment Senju Batsuma just turned his face away. Advertisement. Pretend not to hear. He didn't know which side he should be on. So it's better to just sit back and watch. Elders, this is my last warning. I'm not as talkative as my father. The reason why all of you are called here this time is not to discuss anything with you. I just think that many of the rules of the Senju clan should change. And there is no need for so many decision makers within the Senju clan. I think it's enough for the Senju clan to have only one voice from now on. That's me, Senju Hashirama. From today, I am the head of the Senju clan. After listening to Senju Hashirama's words, these elders immediately wanted to open their mouths to refute him. But fierce, they found that the vines on their bodies were getting tighter and tighter. Quick, stop it. We agree. Stop, we agree. From today, you are the patriarch of the Senju clan. I noticed that the killing intent in the eyes of the boy Hashirama was getting deeper and deeper. These elders finally panicked. It took them countless years to climb to where they are today. Naturally, he didn't want to leave this world just like that. Upon seeing this, the boy Hashirama clapped his hands in satisfaction. This revoked his wood style. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 16 Are Senju and Uchiha actually brothers? Advertisement. Seeing the actions of boy Hashirama on the screen, everyone feels excited, even if you're not there. But through the screen, they also felt the powerful strength of the ninja god and his unique spirit. Fourth Raikage, awesome. As expected of the man who ended the Sengoku era, this kind of courage is indeed unparalleled in the world. It's a pity that I didn't live in the same era as First Hokage to experience his strength. Uchiha Sasuke, is this the strength of First Hokage? If I had such strength, perhaps revenge would not be difficult at all. Hey, take Kakashi, Sasuke. Stop thinking about revenge. This will only blind your eyes. Sarutobi Hiruzen, yes, Sasuke, besides the Uchiha clan, you have other friends in Konoha. Don't forget their concern, so that you don't lose yourself. I believe, you are also the heir of the will of fire. Senju Tobirama, monkey, what happened? Is the evil Uchiha clan dead? Sure enough, this kind of family is destined not to survive. Shimura Danzo, teacher. Don't worry, I have never forgotten your teachings. We have never taken Uchiha's actions lightly in these years. After Shonen Hashirama revoked wood style, the elders were restored to freedom of action. But at the moment but no one dared to act rashly. The strength of the boy Hashirama just scared them. They never thought the boy Hashirama's strength has reached such a level without knowing it. This is probably the #1 master of the Senju clan. These elders present. I know I'm getting old. Although his strength is not as good as when he was at his peak, but certainly not the weak. But boy Hashirama can in an instant stop everyone they're doing. What strength is this? The most frightening thing is advertisement. The current boy Hashirama. His age is only 10 years old. This means he is far from reaching the peak of his strength. He is still in the rising stage of strength. This makes them even more afraid to act rashly, and, at that moment just now, they have no doubt. As long as the boy Hashirama is dissatisfied with his own answer, that boy Hashirama will kill them without hesitation. Come up with this answer. They were even more terrified. This kid doesn't pay attention to them at all. Looking at the look of fear in the eyes of the elders, the boy Hashirama nodded in satisfaction. This is the result he wanted? He didn't really want to kill the elders of these families? If so, then the Senju clan will definitely cause a lot of turmoil. He didn't want a mess. What he wants is the whole Senju clan. So, what he just did was just to deter these elders. Certainly, if these elders are not sensible, then he naturally doesn't mind killing the chickens to make an example to the monkeys. Hashirama, you won. I didn't expect that your strength improved so quickly. After only a few years of awakening wood style, you have mastered wood style to this extent. Advertisement. It seems that we did not misunderstand the person at the beginning. The future of the Senju clan rests on you. You are the hope of the Senju clan. While the elders were afraid, also cast a fiery look at Senju Hashirama. They do know. Wood style recorded in the family. Once fully mastered. What a terrible ninjutsu. In addition to ancestors, there is no second person in family history who can fully master wood style. So, they now also think that it is not impossible for Senju Hashirama to be the patriarch. He might be able to take the Senju clan to new heights. And the boy Hashirama's father, Senju Butsuma, saw this scene. He felt even more in a trance. When? These elders in the family are so talkative? When I was the patriarch these years. But these old guys have been scolded a lot. Butsuma, you prepare for the handover ceremony. The next day you publicly passed on the position of patriarch to Hashirama. You tell Hashirama something to watch out for this evening. Seeing that the elders in the family are so knowledgeable, Junior Hashirama is also ready to give the opponent some steps down. Today's behavior towards the elders is because I was too abrupt. However, I have a reason for doing this. I hope the elders will not blame me. Hear him say that. The expressions on the faces of the elders also softened a bit. We Senju and Uchiha clan have been fighting, but no one in the family knows what the source of the battle is. Advertisement. Why are we fighting, and when should we stop? The reason why I want to become the patriarch of the Senju clan is not for my own selfish desire. I just hope that no one from the Senju family will continue to sacrifice, at least, not because of this kind of unreasonable fighting. Boy Hashirama's words. A pensive expression appeared on the faces of several elders. Hashirama, this question, I leave it to you. We don't have a real answer either, as far as we can remember. We only know that the Uchiha clan is our enemy, so we must do our best to destroy them. This is the destiny that our Senju clan has passed down from generation to generation. The root of the problem, the real answer, needs you to find. Finished speaking. Several elders left here. Father, take me to the forbidden area in the clan. I want to take a look at the secret history of the family that only the patriarch can read. Teenager Hashirama makes a request of his own to Senju Butsuma. He had some guesses in his mind. But this guess, it's just his guess. There is not much evidence to support his guess. After the boy Hashirama read the records of the Senju clan, he was also shocked by the things in these records. If his previous thoughts about himself were just guesswork, but by comparison in these records, he has basically affirmed his guess. I didn't expect the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan have such a deep relationship. Our ancestors and Madara's ancestors are brothers. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 17 Uchiha Madara, but I don't know wood style. Advertisement. With the discovery of the boy Hashirama in the screen, the audience in the live broadcast room were all blown up. Senju Hashirama? Senju Tobirama? Uchiha Madara? Senju Tobirama? This is impossible. How could our Senju clan have anything to do with the evil Uchiha clan? How could we be brothers? Orikimura, hee. Things are getting interesting. Unexpectedly, Uchiha, Senju, these two families with the same sworn enemies. They are actually related by blood? Uzumaki Naruto, one is called Senju, the other is called Uchiha. It doesn't look like they are related by blood. Namikaze Minato, it seems, there are many more secrets in the ninja world than I imagined. Shode and Uchiha Madara, they have such a deep connection. Uzumaki Kushina, whatever his origin, isn't the final outcome still like our Uzumaki family? The blood of the entire family has disappeared without a trace. Shimura Danzo, that's it? I see. Why didn't I think of it? If only I could connect the two sooner. Perhaps the progress of the experiment could not have been so slow. Senju Hashirama, me and Madara. Senju and Uchiha, the two seem to have nothing to do with each other. My surname is Senju, Madara's surname is Uchiha. The surnames seem to be different. Harano Sakura, everyone, have you noticed? Shode seems to be somewhat similar to Naruto. The brain circuits of the two of them seem to be exactly the same. Hey, take Kakashi, little Sakura, don't talk about Shode. How could he be similar to Naruto? Uchiha Sasuke, little Sakura, I quite agree with you that the brain circuits of first Hokage and the idiot Naruto are indeed very similar. Yamanaka Ino, I agree with little Sakura. Rock Lee, I also agree with the effect statement. Hyuga Hinata, well, although I haven't seen Shode, but, I feel that Shode gives me a feeling that is very similar to Naruto-kun. Akimi Kikoji, well, then I agree too. Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. Tobirama, did you see that these are our Konoha ninjas? These little guys look very energetic. Senju Tobirama, brother. Can you stop talking nonsense? Do you know who you are now? You are really going to piss me off like this? Inside the cave. Advertisement. Looking at the content on the black screen and the discussion in the live room, Black Zetsu just felt a burst of shock. Ashira's reincarnation on screen. How did he suddenly know so many things? How could he detect the source of the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan? According to Black Zetsu, this is not good news. He's also terrified of revealing his identity. It's a small thing to reveal your identity. What Black Zetsu is most afraid of is affecting his follow-up plans. If what I did behind my back was dug out, then maybe everyone will know. For so many years of war in the ninja world, behind the scenes, I have been making wind and rain by myself. That's it. Wouldn't it affect his plan to save his mother? Black Zetsu can tolerate everything in this world, but he couldn't bear the failure of his plan to save his mother. After all, this is what he was created for. He has lived until now to free his mother, Atsutsuki Kagaya, from the seal. What's going on? We Uchiha have something to do with the Senju clan. Advertisement. Uchiha Obito stared at the picture on the screen and muttered to himself. At this moment, my mind is also completely attracted by the content in the picture, the scene in front of me, completely beyond his understanding. It never occurred to him. I can still get involved with the Senju clan. Obito, forget about these little things. Your top priority is to urge Nagato to collect the 9-tailed beasts as soon as possible. As long as you can summon 10 tails, then you can realize your dream. Black Zetsu hurriedly set aside. Shut up, Black Zetsu, you are nothing more than a doll created by Madara. You are not qualified to order me what to do. I have my own plan for what to do next. I don't need you to teach me. Uchiha Obito looked at Black Zetsu like an idiot. Besides, haven't you seen this live broadcast system? Being able to perform such a powerful ninjutsu, you should know how terrifying the existence behind him is. Uchiha Obito also looked suspiciously at Black Zetsu at this time. He always felt that there was something wrong with Black Zetsu. Screen. These things teenage Hashirama discovered. Does it have anything to do with now? Advertisement. He sensed that Black Zetsu seemed a little scared, even a little anxious, and he began to doubt the true identity of Black Zetsu. Black Zetsu. Is he really just a product of Madara's will? And at this time Black Zetsu. He also felt Uchiha Obito questioning himself. He was startled, knowing that I just exposed too much emotion. This is not a good thing. Uchiha Obito may have begun to doubt himself. Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. Unexpectedly, Madara. The two of us have such a different relationship. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. Shut up. Between me and you, there is no possibility for the two of us. The two of us are destined to go to opposites. Haruno Sakura, don't you think that the relationship between first generation and Uchiha Madara is very unusual? Yamanaka Ino, I also think. Why does it always feel a little weird, not normal? Tian, I remember. It seems that Uchiha Madara has never married a wife and had children in this life. Such a powerful ninja, shouldn't he spread branches and leaves for the family? Could it be? Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. Madara, did you see that? Even these young ninjas, they can see the relationship between the two of us. Senju Tobirama, brother, you shut up, don't talk. Uchiha Madara, what's the relationship? The two of us have no relationship. You don't know Sharinon, and I don't know Wood Style. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 18 Ashira? The name might sound familiar. Advertisement. As the boy Hashirama continued to look up, he just found out. Turn out to be. The relationship between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan is deeper than I imagined. The ancestors of the two clans were actually brothers. And this. It cannot be fully seen from the records in the family. Shonen Hashirama was able to infer so many things. Because of. He also scooped up some information from some Uchiha clan. So, only then can he continue to compare the history of the Senju clan. Reproduce all of this. At this time, the teenager Hashirama discovered this shocking secret. In fact, the secret. Just by comparing the records of the Senju family and the Uchiha family, then you can discover the connection between the two families. But no one has ever done this before. And teenager Hashirama can also understand why no one has done this before. For as long as he can remember, the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan are endless enemies. As long as the two families meet, there will inevitably be a life and death struggle. How could there be a chance to sit down and talk? Not to mention discussing family history together. This is completely impossible. Senju Tobirama, is this impossible? Our Senju clan and Uchiha clan have such a deep connection. Uchiha Madara, it looks like this, plus the records in our Uchiha clan. It seems that we do have a deep relationship with the Senju clan. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, I didn't expect the Senju clan to have such secrets. I'm really ignorant. Orikimura, hee. It seems that the news I got from the unofficial history is true. I thought it was just nonsense. Narashika-isa, From this point of view, there seems to be some truth. The two families, the Senju family is extremely powerful physically. The Uchiha family is extremely powerful spiritually, and the two families are more like the opposite of each other. Uzumaki Kushina, speaking of which, our Uzumaki family is also very similar to the Senju family in some aspects. Could it be? Uzumaki Naruto, Senju, Uchiha, what? According to this, Sasuke can also awaken Wood Style? Uchiha Sasuke, idiot. You fool yourself, don't take me with you? How embarrassing? Fourth Reikage, fourth generation, is this the child of you and Kushina? I don't feel like you at all. Namikaze Minato, ha 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 ha. Naruto is so cute, he looks like Kushina. Senju Hashirama, not bad. This is the heir to the will of fire. Young Junior, I seem to see my own shadow in you. At this time, the teenager Hashirama was still sorting out the information he had collected, and as he continued to check, he finally found out the source of their Senju clan. The ancestors of their Senju clan seems to be someone named Ashira. Do not know why. When seeing the three words Ashira, teenage Hashirama always felt something familiar. Even, he thinks these three words are a bit kind. But boy Hashirama can assure, this is definitely the first time I have seen this name. Strange, why does this name feel so familiar to me? As if it's not the first time I've seen this name. Teenager Hashirama is puzzled. He put the scroll recorded in his hand back on the bookshelf. Want to get the answer? He basically got it all through these records. He also put together a backstory. The ancestors of their Senju clan were called Ashira. The ancestor of the Uchiha clan is called Indra. Advertisement. The two were originally brothers, but the father's heir is only one. Both brothers and colleagues are excellent. Their father, in order to choose an heir, finally a contest was held. Ashira and Indra are in a similar village. The village survives on the sap of the sacred tree, without which they will face death. Ashira did not force them to destroy the sacred tree, but rely on their own strength to dig wells. In the end, everyone was moved by Ashira's perseverance. Ashira gave them his chakra and eventually succeeded in digging the water. And Indra is just the opposite. Indra unconditionally gave the villagers water by virtue of his extraordinary ability, thus successfully destroying the sacred tree. But this eventually led to the extinction of the villagers in the struggle for water sources in the future. In the end their father chose Ashira as his heir, and hoped that his brother Indra can assist him. The two brothers therefore had a great dispute. This battle even spread for thousands of years, until their descendants. The battle between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan continues. After reading all the records, Teenager Hashirama finds many unreasonable things in it, brother Indra and younger brother Ashira. Although the relationship between the two brothers is not that close, but there is absolutely no hatred, heirs handed down from their fathers, apart from a nominal symbol, and there are no other more benefits. This is not worth the two brothers turning against each other. However, many places in the record are vague. It is impossible for the young Hashirama to restore the whole picture of the matter. Advertisement. Shook his head. He no longer thinks about these unanswered things. This was thousands of years ago. What he has to do now is to take care of the current affairs. But, for the idea of his ancestor Ashira, Senju Hashirama felt a little familiar. He always felt like he had seen it somewhere before, but he doesn't quite agree with Ashira's ideas. On the contrary, he admired his brother Indra's philosophy even more. To change the world, only by love. That is impossible. Only those who have real power. This can change the whole world. As for the two brothers game, in the eyes of the boy Hashirama, full of shady scenes from beginning to end, the biggest behind-the-scenes man, it is their father. Although I don't know exactly what happened, but boy Hashirama can tell. Their father favored his younger son from beginning to end. That is their ancestor Ashira. Otherwise, there is no way Indra, the older brother, will lose this match. So this game was an unfair game from the beginning. Without the help of my father, it is impossible for Ashira to grow step by step to the point where she can compete with Indra. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 19 what? He even learned Sage Mode? Advertisement. Strength. My strength is still not enough? Teenager Hashirama had a sad look on his face. He knows. Although I am already the strongest person in the Senju clan at this moment, but for the whole world, still not enough? He hopes that he can get the power to change the world. After everyone outside the screen heard the boy Hashirama's exclamation, all are speechless. You are already so strong when you were 10 years old. Are you still not satisfied? Compared with people, it's really maddening. Senju Tobirama, big brother. Can I make a request? You and yourself in the screen change. I think this person is more suitable to be my big brother. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama, although I hate Tobirama, but I also think what he said is right. Or, you can change it with this Hashirama. I think he is more to my taste. Senju Hashirama, you, Tobirama, Madara, don't go too far. You are like this, I will be very angry. Harano Sakura, do you think Shode is really too similar to Naruto? Yamanaka Ino, I think so too. Tia Nation, I really didn't expect. Master First Hokage actually looks like this. This is completely different from what is recorded in the book. Origimura: Jiraiya, ER. Tsunade, why don't you persuade your grandpa? Tsunade, I also want to say, can I change with the grandpa on the screen? It's too embarrassing. Senju Hashirama, Koshina, even you look at me like that? Shaking and cold, the picture on the screen turns. At this time, the time has come to the second day, announcing his abdication at Senju Batsuma, when the elders of the Senju clan appointed the boy Hashirama as the head of the Senju clan. Advertisement. There was a huge shock in the audience. What the hell? All said they were confused. When can the patriarch's son directly inherit the patriarch's position? Aren't you all just ordinary family ninjas? Since the young Hashirama practiced silently alone on weekdays, so he has been in a state of not showing the mountains and not showing the water. No one knows his true strength. Even his other brothers and his father Senju Batsuma. If it wasn't for the teenager Hashirama who took the initiative to show his strength this time, they probably don't know either. He has actually become so powerful, and the young Hashirama, after seeing the doubts in the eyes of everyone, he didn't say much. I saw him step onto the stage gently. Wood style is used. Looking at the sky and the sun, a huge wooden dragon whose body is more than several times taller than the houses next to it. The people of the Senju clan. I opened my mouth wide and didn't know what to say. Is this the legendary wood style? Many of them have only seen wood style in family records, but never seen a person perform wood style ninjutsu in the real world. Staring at Malong's ferocious face and the strong sense of oppression emanating from him, there is no longer any doubt in everyone's mind. This suffocating feeling, even with Senju Batsuma, they never felt it. They understand. The boy in front of him. Advertisement. His strength has long surpassed anyone in the Senju clan. Maybe he is now the strongest of the Senju clan? Seeing that the boy Hashirama did not continue to fight, Senju Batsuma breathed a sigh of relief. What the teenager Hashirama has done these days has made him a little scared. He was afraid that the boy Hashirama would be unhappy. Use wood style directly on all the clansmen in the audience? If so, then the Senju clan may not have a place for the young Hashirama. Watching the calm expression on the boy Hashirama's face and the wooden dragons made by wood style around him, a complex look appeared on Senju Batsuma's face. For so many years, it seemed that he really knew his son for the first time. He thought, of all his sons, Hashirama's temper is the mildest and the best-spoken one. But now it seems that this is just his own idea. Hashirama hides too deep and deceives everyone around him. Even his father didn't see the true face of boy Hashirama, but Senju Batsuma doesn't dislike his son's current appearance. Compared with the previous submissive Hashirama, he prefers the strong and domineering Hashirama now. Although the previous Hashirama, sometimes it takes a lot of courage to be serious, but mostly too mild. Senju Batsuma didn't like such gentle Hashirama. In this chaotic era, only a strong and calm ninja can survive better. Some of the thoughts shown by the boy Hashirama before, too ideal. I am afraid that only he himself can accept it. But now I know it's just my son's disguise. Advertisement. Senju Batsuma was not only not angry, but felt relieved. This is a qualified patriarch? Senju Tobirama, brother, won't you really think about what I said just now, and switch identities with the you on the screen? I feel that he seems to be more popular than you. Uchiha Madara, I agree with Tobirama. Senju Hashirama, you two guys are standing in the same camp for the first time, and it's just to target me? The Senju family changed the patriarch. Just a little disturbance. For most members of the Senju clan, it doesn't have much impact. And the young Hashirama also started a new stage of his own at this time. He sees it as his first priority to do whatever it takes to improve your strength in the shortest possible time. Only in this way, only then can he possess the capital to change the whole world as soon as possible. No strength. Any ideal is just a castle in the air. There is no possibility of realization. Speaking of, my ancestors gave me some inspiration. I've basically reached the end of the road with wood style, but there seem to be other ways to make me stronger. Growing up, my physical fitness and resilience seem to be more pronounced than the average senju. Can I think of more ways on this road? I remember. Ancestors seem to have a form, called sage body. As the boy Hashirama muttered, there was a visible vibration from the air around him. What followed was a change in his appearance. Black streaks appeared around the corners of his eyes. The forehead also turned into a black bullseye. The periphery of the pupil turned yellow. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 20 Can I enter Sage mode without the 3 holy lands? Advertisement. Looking at the boy Hashirama in the picture, everyone noticed that he was different from before, but only a few see what that means. Uzumaki Naruto, hey. Pervy Sage, Uncle First Generation, why does he look so similar to you? But, there seems to be something different. Jiraiya, stupid. Be respectful to Shode. Well, this mode seems to be Sage mode, but it seems to be a bit different. I didn't see Shode's summoning beast. Senju Tobirama, big brother. I remember that you barely mastered the fairy state when you were almost 18 years old. The you on the screen, how old is he? Senju Hashirama, ha ha ha, Tobirama, you remember it clearly. I did master this ninjutsu when I was 18 years old. Before that, I tried all the time, but failed. Orochimaru, is this the talent and potential of the god of ninja? Without relying on the 3 holy places, without the help of the 3 sages, I was able to enter sage mode by myself. I'm really envious, but unfortunately I can't learn it. Namikaze Minato, is this the talent of the master of the first generation? The powerhouse of the Sengoku era is indeed terrifying. I used to be proud of my talent. It seems that compared with Shode, it is really far behind. But, Junior Hashirama didn't seem to last long. He immediately returned to his normal appearance. Just now, I seem to have found a trick. It seems that if you want to enter this state of sage body, you need to absorb the free energy between heaven and earth. This energy is completely different from chakra, feels more powerful than chakra and fits better in our world. It's just that this energy is too violent, it's not easy to absorb. It takes a lot of physical fitness and an affinity for this energy to be able to do that. For a brief moment, Hashirama, a teenager, knew the characteristics of this energy clearly. Orochimaru, Shode, it's my sorrow that I didn't live in the same era as you. In such a short period of time, I can deduce so much information. This ability, I am ashamed. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, brother, how do I feel that you have been taken away by someone? Is this still you? Senju Hashirama, Uchiha Madara. As the boy Hashirama continues to experiment, the speed at which he entered the fairy state was getting faster and faster, also more and more skilled. And Jiraiya, who saw this scene off the screen, he almost popped his eyeballs out. To know how dangerous is the practice of fairy art. In order to practice the senjutsu of Mount Myaboku, with the help of the Great Toad Sage and the entire Mount Myaboku, he finally mastered the magic of Mount Myaboku, and among them, accidentally, he's probably turned into a stone statue of Mount Myaboku for countless years. I don't know how many people have heard of the magic of Mount Myaboku, then go to practice, but few people practiced successfully. Most of the people turned into stone statues in the end, and the boy Hashirama on the screen. Advertisement. He actually only relied on brute force. Practice fairy art without any external help? Namikaze Minato, teacher Jiraiya. I remember that it took a lot of time to practice sage mode at Mount Myaboku. The process was not very beautiful. Jiraiya, Minato, I am not much better than you. I practiced sage mode at the beginning, but without the guidance of my predecessors, it took me much longer than you. Namikaze Minato thinks his talent is no worse than anyone else. He is also very confident in his talent. He thinks, if it wasn't 9 tails, if you survived, he even thinks he can surpass first Hokage Senju Hashirama. He is able to take Konoha to new heights. Born as a commoner, there is no limit for blood succession. But Namikaze Minato by himself still became 4th Hokage step by step, although he is usually humble. But he also knows, I am still very confident and proud in my bones. But seeing this scene in front of him, self-confidence is still not received a blow, although he worked hard to learn sage mode for a long time. But sage mode requires too much physical and mental strength. Jiraiya uses Fukazaku Senjin and Shima Senjin to help him. Advertisement. That's why he was able to fight in this mode for a long time, but Namikaze Minato does not have this condition, so he didn't last long in sage mode. Usually only a minute or so is over. This transient pattern. Namikaze Minato is not optimistic. He doesn't think this model is suitable for him, therefore, except for the most urgent juncture, Namikaze Minato will not use sage mode lightly, and the teenager Hashirama on the screen. He entered sage mode through self-study, that's all. The time he used this mode for the first time, they are all longer than themselves. Namikaze Minato, in vain, I always thought I was a real genius, but now it seems that I think too much. Compared with Shode, I have no comparison. After seeing Shode, I understand what is true genius. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Minato, don't belittle yourself anymore, your talent is already very good. It's not that you're not good enough, but Shode is too strong. In front of him, no one would dare to call himself a genius. Senju Tobirama, Jr., you don't have to think too much. The real big brother, he is not as strong as in the picture. At this age, he has not even been exposed to fairy arts. Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. Jr., Tobirama is right. You have to cheer up. When I was a teenager, I tried sage mode and it failed. It is too difficult to control this kind of energy. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama, I am looking forward to what stage the other you in the picture will grow to. I have a hunch that he may become a very terrible enemy. I really want to play against him. Orochimaru, so, is this the real sage mode? It seems that I still have some problems with the development of the curse seal, and the previous ideas are not right. 4th Raikage, fortunately, 1st Hokage is no longer here. If he is still alive, our other villages will never have a bright future. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 21 Juvenile Madara. What the hell? Are you now the patriarch? Advertisement. Within the Senju clan, after the clansmen found out that a clan leader had been changed, their lives have not changed much. Only, This patriarch seems to be less nagging than the previous patriarch. Brainwash them repeatedly. This new patriarch, except for one appearance at the handover ceremony, most of the time is in-depth and simple. Every day is either in the study or at the training ground. It rarely appears in front of everyone at other times. The clansmen of the Senju clan prefer this new patriarch. Wow, you didn't see it yesterday. I took a sneak peek during the patriarch's training. You must not know how scary wood style is. During the handover ceremony, the patriarch didn't use his full strength at all. Inside the Senju clan, someone is quietly discussing the boy Hashirama, because wood style has long been a legend, so everyone is very curious about it. After the onlookers heard this sentence, his face was full of confidence. The stronger the patriarch, it also means that their Senju clan is stronger. In this way, when facing the Uchiha clan next time, the greater the probability that they can win. Advertisement. Maybe the war between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan can end in their generation. After years of war, every member of the Senju clan is deeply tired of this endless battle. The most frightening thing is that, apart from their own going to the battlefield, their own children, even their children's children may face the same situation. This is not good news for them. I heard that the patriarch, he doesn't seem to have a girlfriend yet. I don't know what kind of girl the patriarch likes. If only I could become the patriarch's girlfriend. However, the patriarch is handsome and powerful. I'm afraid he doesn't lack girls to like him. Onlookers, some female clansmen. They are already thinking about their future with Senju Hashirama. I advise you to stop delusional. Master Hashirama already has his own destination. From the day Hashirama-sama was born, our Senju clan has made a contract with the Uzumaki clan. Master Hashirama should marry the daughter of the head of the Uzumaki clan. Only in this way can the alliance between our two families be stronger. We will be able to defeat the evil Uchiha clan. Someone immediately interrupted these female clansmen who were dreaming. At this time, the boy Hashirama's eyes flashed. He also heard the arguments of these tribesmen. If not for their reminders, the teenager Hashirama himself forgot that he seemed to have an unmarried fiancé. But he grew up. I have never met my so-called fiancé. He didn't know what the other party looked like. Let him marry a woman he has never seen. For teenager Hashirama, it is also too far away. Advertisement. Uchiha Madara. This is your Senju clan. For the sake of profit, you can actually enter into a marriage contract with someone you have never met before. It's disgusting. Senju Tobirama, if it weren't for you Uchiha abusing your power, the Uzumaki clan would not be able to form an alliance with us. Don't you know how annoying you are? I'm afraid, no one wants to form an alliance with you. Senju Hashirama, haha, Madara, it's not as serious as you said. Mito is still very cute, and I didn't marry her just because of the covenant. Uchiha Madara, women only affect the speed at which you draw your sword. Hashirama, you shouldn't indulge in such frivolity. You should practice with me. To become stronger, this is what we should do. Harano Sakura, I seem to have discovered something incredible. Yamanaka Ino, little Sakura, have you noticed it too? I also feel that something is wrong. Tia Nation, Shode and Uchiha Madara, something is wrong with the two of them. Hyuga Hinata, how do I feel? Uchiha Madara is jealous. He seems very angry that Shode was taken away. Yuhihong, Hinata, stop talking. If you are too honest, you will be beaten. These female ninjas. Seeing the chat between Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama in the live room, the heart is even more imaginative. Some female ninjas. I even started to automatically make up a play in my mind. Play continues on the screen. In a blink of an eye, teenager Hashirama returns to the place where he met Uchiha Madara. And besides him, Uchiha Madara also appears here. As if by fate, the two seem to be in harmony. We all know each other will definitely come here again. Senju Hashirama, how dare you appear in front of me? Didn't you hear my warning last time? I said, if you appear in front of me again, I will definitely kill you. The two of us are destined to be enemies. Either you die, or I live. Glaring at the boy Hashirama with his Sharingan. Advertisement. The boy Madara said in a fierce tone, but there was a smile on the corner of his mouth. Still betrayed his true inner thoughts. Madara, if you really wanted to kill me, you would have done it already. You won't talk so much nonsense and stand still. This is not the Madara I know. After listening to the boy Hashirama, the teenager Madara snorted coldly. Take off your disguise. Madara, don't worry, it won't take long, and we don't have to continue to meet in this way. Soon, the war between our two families will come to an end. I won't let this go on for too long. This, I can assure you is the patriarch of the Senju clan. After listening, teenager Madara widened her eyes. He exclaimed in disbelief. What? You are the patriarch of the Senju clan now. The boy Madara's first reaction was that the friend on the opposite side was fooling him. But momentarily, this idea was rejected by himself. After spending so much time with boy Hashirama, teenage Madara knows what kind of person her little friend is. He never joked about such things. So, he should have really become the patriarch of the Senju clan. Teenager Madara suddenly felt unable to accept the news. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 22 Madara, do you know that weakness is the original sin? Advertisement. The boy Madara who knew the news. He said his brain cells are not enough. Friends who grew up together from childhood to adulthood. Why did he suddenly become the patriarch of the Senju clan? Just a few days ago, he is obviously the same as himself. Still just an ordinary ninja? In the Uchiha clan. Although the boy Madara is the son of Uchiha Tajima, the head of the Uchiha clan. But this identity did not bring him much convenience. He wanted the approval of his tribe. It must be obtained through one's own strength and meritorious deeds. Even if he is the patriarch's son. But without great strength, the tribe will not give him real respect. Although the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan are incompatible, but the boy Madara knows that the inside of the Senju clan is exactly the same as the Uchiha clan. They all respect their strength. Hashirama can become the patriarch of the Senju clan. Doesn't this mean that the Senju clan has recognized his strength? The boy Madara who figured this out. I don't have the time to pay attention to whether he and the boy Hashirama are on opposite sides. His confidence at this moment has been hit. Advertisement. Before that, he thought that although there was a gap in strength between himself and the boy Hashirama, but not very big, just give him some time. Surely he can be as strong as Shonen Hashirama? But now the boy Hashirama has become the patriarch of the Senju clan. Doesn't this mean that he is stronger than his father, Senju Butsuma, the previous head of the Senju clan? Thinking about the gap between myself and my father Uchiha Tajima, teenage Madara felt a burst of despair. According to his estimation, he needs at least 3 years, even longer, to be able to surpass his father Uchiha Tajima. And now, Senju Hashirama has surpassed his father Senju Butsuma. 3 years later, how powerful will he become? Teenage Madara can't even think about it. Senju Tobirama, I suddenly feel a little sympathetic to another Madara. Suddenly, two little friends who are almost the same. There is a difference between heaven and earth. Orochimaru, maybe this is the difference between a genius and a genius. Even geniuses are very different from each other. I have long realized this. Jiraiya, it's okay. Fortunately Orochimaru is just an ordinary genius. If he was as pervert as Shode in this picture, I guess I wouldn't have the motivation to chase him a long time ago. Fourth Raikage, it seems that the Senju family is not as powerful as I imagined. The reason why they are so famous is that they are famous all over the world because of the first Hokage. Terumime, I also agree with your point of view. Fourth Raikage. It seems that only the first Hokage of the Senju clan has awakened wood style, and other Senju clansmen have not awakened wood style. Except for first Hokage and second Hokage, the Senju clan does not even have a famous ninja powerhouse. Even their granddaughter, Tsunade, one of the Sunin, is famous for her medical jutsu. Uchiha Sasuke, only the blood of our Uchiha clan is the strongest blood. Deidara, then why was your family exterminated? Uchiha Sasuke, Haruno Sakura, I don't know if you have noticed that the Shode in the black frame and the Shode in the white frame have exactly the same appearance and dress, but the Shode in the black frame makes me feel more handsome than the one in the white frame a lot of. Advertisement. Yamanaka Ino, wide forward, you stole all my lines, this is what I want to say. Mitarashi Anko, you children, what are you paying attention to every day? But when you put it this way, it seems, that's true. Did you suddenly appear just to show off in front of me? A mere patriarch, what's so great about it? As long as you give me a certain amount of time, I can also become the patriarch of the Uchiha clan. The teenager Madara stood across the river and said with a displeased face, and seeing the expression on his face, Teen Hashirama smiled. It seems that I did not miscalculate. There is no change in the relationship between the youth class and himself. There is not much gap between the two. Before the last family ambush incident, the two of them, they should have already guessed each other's identities. The Senju clan and the Uchiha clan are like sworn enemies. Somehow, they have mutual induction. The boy Hashirama did not deliberately investigate the identity of the boy Madara, but he can feel. The boy Madara is a member of the Uchiha clan. He can't say why, it can only be attributed to intuition. So they already knew each other's hidden identities from the beginning. It's just that everyone didn't make it clear. Madara, as my recognized opponent, I trust you. As long as you are given a certain amount of time, you can definitely become the patriarch of the Uchiha clan. Advertisement. Inside my peers, you're the only peer my age that makes me feel stressed. The teenager Hashirama told a lie against his will, but he doesn't think he has cheated the young Madara. He did feel this way once, but as he became stronger and stronger, he didn't think the teenager Madara could catch up with him and pose a threat to him. Madara, what is the purpose of you working so hard and always wanting to become stronger? I remember you telling me once that you wished for a peaceful world. In your heart, you are also very tired of the war between the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan, and think that this kind of meaningless battle is unnecessary at all. You hate the system of today, all the grown UPS sending kids to war. You hate your weak self and there is no way to change all of this, so you continue to practice desperately, trying to make yourself stronger. I remember this clearly, but, Madara, you know, weakness is the original sin, and now you, in my eyes, are still too weak. After you continue to practice and make yourself stronger, how long will it be? Have you ever thought about how many things you will miss and how many brothers you will lose during this long training time? But, I now have a better way to change that. Boy Madara stared at the smile on boy Hashirama's face, involuntarily shivered. Hashirama at this moment, it was like a demon, constantly tempting him. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 23 Madara, do you want to dance too? Advertisement. Seeing the expression on the boy Madara's face, Hashirama knows. My goal has been achieved. Although Madara's strength is considered extremely good among Uchiha's peers, may Hashirama understand. Madara is definitely not just satisfied with this. What he requires of himself is not just to be the strongest among his peers. The person Madara wants to be is the strongest person in the world. But even if Madara's talent is extremely good, time is still an insurmountable chasm. He's still too young, even with great talent. Want to change the world, has great strength. This is not something that can be done in a while. So Hashirama knows. What is Madara's heart truly longing for? While Madara looked at Hashirama across the river, his heart shuddered even more. Do not know why. He feels like everything about himself has been seen through by Hashirama. Hashirama always seemed to know what he was thinking. Senju Tobirama, poor Madara. I feel that his thoughts have been seen through by the big brother, and the big brother may start to seduce him next. Such a big brother is a bit evil. Senju Hashirama, Tobirama, you are going too far for saying that. Although I also admit that I seem to be a little different in another world, but I think his purpose should be good. He should have seen Madara's difficulties, so he wanted to help him. Uchiha Madara, how do I feel? This Hashirama looks less and less like a member of the Senju clan. Even in our Uchiha clan, there are very few people who are so scheming. Oh, no, witty people. Is this still the same Hashirama? Orochimaru, hee. I feel like this Madara is like an innocent little white sheep in front of Shode. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, no matter which side of Shode it is, I believe the will of fire in his heart will not change. He is so upright and kind. He must have no bad intentions. Shimura Danzo, Hiruzen. You old bastard is too disgusting. It really makes people feel hypocritical to lick a dog like you. Fourth Raikage, are you people in Konoha village so fake? Terumime, thinking about it this way, we, Kirigakuer, are better off. At the very least, if we feel uncomfortable, we will directly deal with it. Unlike you Konoha, it's disgusting. All of them are so hypocritical. Looking at the boy Madara who is silent, Senju Hashirama came to his side in a flash. At this moment, the teenager Madara couldn't help but her pupils trembled. He only captured an after image just now. Other than that, he saw nothing. Doesn't that mean, if Senju Hashirama wanted to do something to him just now, he has no power to fight back at all? Looking at the shocked expression on the boy Madara's face, Shonen Hashirama has no surprises. The Uchiha clan has always been warlike. The emotions in my heart are even more intense. And Uchiha Madara, his inner emotions are many times stronger than the average Uchiha people, so it is completely normal for him to have such emotions. Hashirama, you bastard. Unknowingly, you have become so much stronger. Gritting his teeth, the teenager Madara spoke out the resentment in his heart. Hashirama's talent is no worse than himself, even stronger than himself. And now, there is such a big gap between the two. Advertisement. He wants to catch up with Hashirama. Isn't there no play in this life? Madara, let me show you something, and you will understand after reading it. After reading it, you can understand why our Senju clan and Uchiha clan are fighting until now. There is an answer to all this. Finished speaking, the boy Hashirama took a scroll from his arms. You mean, we Uchiha clan and Senju clan are brothers. The reason why we have so many disputes is actually all from our ancestors. The boy Madara closed the scroll, but at this moment, his face was still full of shock. The impact of this news on him was indeed great. I guess no one would have guessed. Two families who have been fighting for an unknown number of years. The relationship between them is so close. Hashirama, your news is really surprising. If it wasn't for your discovery, I'm afraid no one in this world would have thought of this. The teenager Madara smiled wryly. At the same time, he felt that all of this was reasonable. Two families. Everything recorded on their scrolls must be true, as long as someone with a heart links the records of the two families together. Naturally, these clues can be deduced. It can also restore the original appearance of things, but this is another paradox. Advertisement. Because the Senju clan and Uchiha clan simply can't do that? Well, Hashirama, I admit that your news did surprise me, but what does that mean? Even if all this is because of our ancestors, but a situation where our two families are fighting each other has formed. What can we change now? My hands are covered with the blood of your brothers and sisters, and your hands are also covered with the blood of my brothers and sisters. This is a fact that cannot be changed. The boy Madara frowned and said, shaking his head, the boy Hashirama chuckled. Who said you can't change all this? Madara, remember what I told you once. As long as you have enough power, then you can change everything. If you can't change, it only means that you are not strong enough. I'm telling you this, I just hope you don't be fooled by insignificant things. You can't change the situation, but that doesn't mean I can't change it. Because I'm Senju Hashirama, so I can change this. When saying this sentence, the arc of the boy Hashirama's mouth is extremely exaggerated, and the boy Madara heard this. The unhappiness in my heart has also accumulated to ultimate. So, do you think you are strong enough? The boy Hashirama took his own steps and took half a step backwards. He shrugged, folded his fingers together and made a pleased gesture in the direction of the young Madara. So, I guess you can't understand the gap between us. Madara, do you want to dance too? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 24 Mangekyo Sharinon. That's how he turned it on. Advertisement. After Hashirama said these words, the teenager Madara immediately felt that the entire aura of the opposite partner had changed. Madara felt as if she was being targeted by some extremely terrifying existence. The whole body is like falling into a swamp. I can't even move. This is impossible. Me. The teenager Madara feels that the person standing opposite is not human at all. Indescribable, extremely terrifying. It was the only thought left in his mind. At the same time, he also felt very unwilling in his heart. There was even a hint of anger. This is anger at myself? He found himself actually afraid of the opposite Senju Hashirama. This is the instinctive reaction of his body. It is a physical warning made by the lower creatures when they face the upper creatures. If Shonen Madara and Senju Hashirama fight, lost to Senju Hashirama, juvenile Madara believes. This is not something unacceptable, but he couldn't bear that he didn't even have the courage to make a move. But at the same time, he also has a deep incomprehension in his heart. He doesn't understand why Senju Hashirama can be so strong. Boy Hashirama folded his arms on his chest, standing there staring at the boy Madara opposite. Seeing that the young Madara can still continue to act under the oppression of his momentum, Teen Hashirama raised an eyebrow. Advertisement. It's interesting. It seems that you are stronger than I imagined. Madara, I underestimated you? Since that's the case, what about this? Finished speaking, the teenager Madara felt a stronger momentum coming from the opposite side. He felt as if his whole body was being tightly pressed by a mountain, and his heart was also held tightly by someone's hands. Teenager Madara even felt like he couldn't breathe. But, damn it, move me, the boy Madara yelled madly in his heart, as if this could bring some strength to his stiff limbs. Let him move under the aura of boy Hashirama. At the same time, 3 bright red hook jade. It also slowly emerged in the eyes of the young Madara. 3 Tomo Sharinon? Only a few days later, the teenager Madara actually jumped directly from the 1 Go Jade to the 3 Go Jade. Everyone outside the screen has witnessed the eye-opening time of the teenager Madara, so they naturally know. It was only a few days before and after. Orochimera, haha. Should I say, is he worthy of being the man who is the old enemy of the god of ninja? Uchiha Madara actually started 3 Tomo Sharinon at this age. Senju Tobirama. These eyes, even if I look at them countless times, I feel very disgusting, dark, full of hatred. These are ominous eyes. Shimura Danzo, teacher, don't worry. I will firmly hold the power of the Uchiha clan in my hands, and will not let him go astray. I will definitely use this power to protect Konoha, and will not live up to your expectations. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo. Until now you are still coveting Uchiha's power. You have gone astray. Don't make the same mistake again. 4th Reikage, what kind of pupil technique, what Sharinon, are heresy, only the body is the most powerful weapon? Advertisement. Uchiha Madara, I didn't expect that I opened 3 Tomo Sharinon so early. I remember that it took a few years for me to change from 1 Tomo Sharinon to 3 Tomo Sharinon. It seems that his future will definitely be better than mine. Powerful. Hey, take Kakashi. Sharingan is nothing more than a tool at best. He cannot fully represent the strength of a ninja. Whether a strong ninja is strong or not ultimately depends on himself, not on what kind of blood succession limit he has. Uzumaki Naruto, Mr. Kakashi, are you talking about yourself? Haruno Sakura, Naruto, have you become smarter? I also feel, Mr. Kakashi, are you secretly praising yourself? Jiraiya, Kakashi, I have already told you that this Sharingan is just a burden to you. You are not from the Uchiha clan, nor do you have a strong physique. Using this Sharingan is just a burden to you. Saying that there are disadvantages but no advantages. Thinking of what happened to Heitake Kakashi, Jiraiya sighed very much. If Heitake Kakashi does not use this Sharingan, his achievements may be even higher than they are now. For him maybe it has improved a lot in the early stage, but the further you go, the greater the burden. Heitake Kakashi teenage fame. At the age of 12, he became a genius jonin. Konoha at that time. Even the entire ninja world has extremely high expectations for him. Thinks he can surpass his father Konoha's White Fang, but since he used this Sharingan, his strength improved more and more slowly. It can even be said that he has not improved for many years. Heitake Kakashi, Master Jiraiya, I understand what you said, but this is the last gift Obito left me. I don't want to just abandon it. I hope to use this eye to see the future development of this world. Inside the cave, Uchiha Obito watched the speech in the live broadcast room with a gloomy expression on his face. He was about to say something, but after thinking about it, he still held back his own thoughts. Damn. Advertisement. Uchiha Madara, move me. The teenager Madara stood there and shouted angrily. He used all his strength to hope that he could resume action under the pressure of Hashirama. Madara, you really let me down. I had high hopes for you. I think in this world, you may be the person who understands me the most, and the person who most recognizes my dream. I have always regarded you as the most respectable opponent. But why are you so weak? Boy Hashirama clutched his forehead. He sighed deeply. There was a look of regret on his face. After the young Madara heard this sentence, the anger in my heart erupted like a volcano. I saw the Guyu in his pupils turning wildly. Bit by bit, Guyu hooked up with each other, slowly formed a big windmill. Damn, Hashirama, I will definitely make you pay the price. How dare you look down on me like this? Suddenly, the teenager Madara found herself back in action. This Mangekyo Sharingan. At the same time, he also felt some changes in his eyes. Your eyesight seems to be getting better. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 25 Madara, Hashirama, I will try my best to catch up with you. Advertisement. Teenage Madara is also found for the first time. It turns out that the world in my eyes can be so clear. He can see even the fine dust floating in the air. But what made him feel the most obvious was his body. Because of being oppressed by the boy Hashirama, he couldn't even move his fingers. Now, he clenched his fist. Teenager Madara smiled excitedly. And all this seems to be due to the power of his own Mangekyo Sharingan. Is this the power of the Mangekyo Sharingan? It seems that the family records are indeed correct. Mangekyo Sharingan and ordinary Sharingan are not a level existence at all. The me now can easily beat the me before. Even if it's my father, I'm afraid it's impossible to defeat me as easily as before. The boy Madara felt the powerful force coming from inside his body. A look of intoxication and contentment appeared on his face. Fourth Raikage, the Uchiha clan, are they also pervert? The expression on his face is hard not to let me misunderstand something. Senju Tobirama, this evil family, no matter what they do, it is very reasonable. Their eyes are originally ominous eyes. Senju Hashirama, that's not right. Madara, I remember when you started Mangekyo Sharingan, it was much more difficult than this. It doesn't seem so easy. Uchiha Madara, well, Izuna and I opened Mangekyo Sharingan at the beginning because we each killed one of the most important friends in our family. Uchiha can only open Mangekyo Sharingan by sacrificing his closest person. Terumime, it seems that the Uchiha family should come to our Kirigakure, which is very similar to the blood fog policy of Kirigakure before. Uzumaki Naruto, it's disgusting. I actually have to kill my closest people to get this power. If it were me, I would rather die than inherit this power. It's too evil, too dark. Advertisement. Uzumaki Kushina, as expected of my mother's good son, Naruto. It seems that even though we have not been by your side these years, you have grown up healthily. Mom is very pleased with your thoughts. Namikaze Minato, Naruto, you are right. This way of gaining power is too dark and not the right way. Orochimaru, hehe. But the Uchiha Madara in the picture didn't kill anyone, and opened the Mangekyo Sharingan. It seems that the way the Uchiha family opened the Mangekyo Sharingan was not just what they recorded. Maybe they were killed by their own family. The record is misleading. Senju Tobirama, young junior, amazing. Are you the monkey's apprentice? Being able to deduce so many things from such a short message, I am very relieved that the future of Konoha is entrusted to you juniors. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shimura Danzo, ha 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 ha. Sensei, Orochimaru is indeed Hiruzen's apprentice, but what did he do in Konoha under Hiruzen's teaching? You have a chance to ask him yourself. Nara Shikamaru, I guess, the Uchiha clan got the Sharingan, evolved the Sharingan. Maybe it's not what they imagined, it's related to their emotions, or spiritual power. Uchiha Obito inside the cave. At this time, he was still staring at the picture in the black frame. Seeing Uchiha Madara awakening Mangekyo Sharingan in the picture, he was also extremely shocked in his heart. In his cognition, people of the Uchiha clan want to evolve from Sharingan to Mangekyo Sharingan. You must see your closest relatives and loved ones die in front of you, to be able to become Mangekyo Sharingan. This is already a truth, but the scene in front of him completely broke Uchiha Obito's cognition. He could never have imagined why Uchiha Madara didn't kill his own relatives. Nothing is lost either. It becomes Mangekyo Sharingan. Could it be that what I have known all these years is wrong? And Black Zetsu standing beside him was even more anxious inside, with the content continuously played in this comparison live broadcast room. Advertisement. More and more things in this ninja world began to be revealed. The correct way for the Uchiha clan to evolve the Sharingan. It's not about killing those closest to you, and the reason why it evolved into the current evolutionary way. The real mastermind behind the scenes is him, Black Zetsu. It was he who revised the records of the Uchiha clan, misleading the Uchiha clan for so many years. The descendants of Hashirama are totally different from the descendants of Indra. Descendants of Hashirama, hundreds or even thousands of years. It may not be possible to give birth to a person with wood style, but the descendants of Indra, there is more than one person who awakened the Sharingan. Even Mangekyo Sharingan has quite a few people who can awaken. This is not what Black Zetsu wants to see. If the overall strength of the Uchiha clan is too strong, then Black Zetsu can no longer be like this. Control everything behind the scenes. Black Zetsu's attitude towards comparing the live broadcast system is also very complicated. On the one hand, he hoped that the contrast live room system would be powerful enough. Then maybe he has a chance to answer a certain question directly. In this way, his mother, Atsutsuki Kagaya, can be completely liberated. This does not require the help of Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Madara. On the other hand, he is also afraid that this comparison live broadcast room will expose some of his secrets. Once the identity of the black hand behind the scenes came to everyone. Advertisement. Black Zetsu didn't think anything good would come out of him. Hashirama, you can't leave me. Now I have caught up with you. The teenager Madara showed a confident and arrogant smile. But after hearing what he said, the boy Hashirama just shook his head slightly and sighed. Immediately afterwards, his figure disappeared from the sight of the teenager Madara. How can it be? The boy Madara widened his eyes and roared crazily in his heart. He didn't expect that he had activated Mangekyo Sharingan. I still can't see the boy Hashirama's movements clearly. Before the teenager Madara could react, he only felt a pain in his lower abdomen. An irresistible force knocked him into the air. That's right. Madara. It seems that you can barely keep up with my reaction speed now. I don't worry if that's the case, in case I accidentally use too much force and beat you to death. The boy Hashirama reappeared in front of Madara. He grinned and said, Spike? It was an instant kill? Uchiha Madara lying on the ground. His haughty heart could not accept such a result. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 25 Madara, Hashirama, I will try my best to catch up with you. Advertisement. Teenage Madara is also found for the first time. It turns out that the world in my eyes can be so clear. He can see even the fine dust floating in the air. But what made him feel the most obvious was his body. Because of being oppressed by the boy Hashirama, he couldn't even move his fingers. Now, he clenched his fist. Teenager Madara smiled excitedly. And all this seems to be due to the power of his own Mangekyo Sharingan. Is this, the power of the Mangekyo Sharingan? It seems that the family records are indeed correct. Mangekyo Sharingan and ordinary Sharingan are not a level existence at all. The me now, can easily beat the me before. Even if it's my father, I'm afraid it's impossible to defeat me as easily as before. The boy Madara felt the powerful force coming from inside his body. A look of intoxication and contentment appeared on his face. Fourth Raikage, the Uchiha clan, are they also pervert? The expression on his face is hard not to let me misunderstand something. Senju Tobirama, this evil family, no matter what they do, it is very reasonable. Their eyes are originally ominous eyes. Senju Hashirama, that's not right. Madara, I remember when you started Mangekyo Sharingan, it was much more difficult than this. It doesn't seem so easy. Uchiha Madara, well, Izuna and I opened Mangekyo Sharingan at the beginning because we each killed one of the most important friends in our family. Uchiha can only open Mangekyo Sharingan by sacrificing his closest person. Terumime, it seems that the Uchiha family should come to our Kirigakure, which is very similar to the blood fog policy of Kirigakure before. Uzumaki Naruto, it's disgusting. I actually have to kill my closest people to get this power. If it were me, I would rather die than inherit this power. It's too evil, too dark. Advertisement. Uzumaki Kushina, as expected of my mother's good son, Naruto. It seems that even though we have not been by your side these years, you have grown up healthily. Mom is very pleased with your thoughts. Namikaze Minato, Naruto, you are right. This way of gaining power is too dark and not the right way. Orikimura, hehe. But the Uchiha Madara in the picture didn't kill anyone, and opened the Mangekyo Sharingan. It seems that the way the Uchiha family opened the Mangekyo Sharingan was not just what they recorded. Maybe they were killed by their own family. The record is misleading. Senju Tobirama, young junior, amazing. Are you the monkey's apprentice? Being able to deduce so many things from such a short message, I am very relieved that the future of Konoha is entrusted to you juniors. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shimura Danzo, ha 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 ha. Sensei, Orikimura is indeed Hiruzen's apprentice, but what did he do in Konoha under Hiruzen's teaching? You have a chance to ask him yourself. Nara Shikamaru, I guess, the Uchiha clan got the Sharingan, evolved the Sharingan. Maybe it's not what they imagined, it's related to their emotions, or spiritual power. Uchiha Obito inside the cave. At this time, he was still staring at the picture in the black frame. Seeing Uchiha Madara awakening Mangekyo Sharingan in the picture, he was also extremely shocked in his heart. In his cognition, people of the Uchiha clan want to evolve from Sharingan to Mangekyo Sharingan. You must see your closest relatives and loved ones die in front of you, to be able to become Mangekyo Sharingan. This is already a truth, but the scene in front of him completely broke Uchiha Obito's cognition. He could never have imagined why Uchiha Madara didn't kill his own relatives. Nothing is lost either. It becomes Mangekyo Sharingan. Could it be that what I have known all these years is wrong? And Black Zetsu standing beside him was even more anxious inside, with the content continuously played in this comparison live broadcast room. Advertisement. More and more things in this ninja world began to be revealed. The correct way for the Uchiha clan to evolve the Sharingan. It's not about killing those closest to you, and the reason why it evolved into the current evolutionary way. The real mastermind behind the scenes is him, Black Zetsu. It was he who revised the records of the Uchiha clan, misleading the Uchiha clan for so many years. The descendants of Hashirama are totally different from the descendants of Indra. Descendants of Hashirama, hundreds or even thousands of years. It may not be possible to give birth to a person with wood style, but the descendants of Indra, there is more than one person who awakened the Sharingan. Even Mangekyo Sharingan has quite a few people who can awaken. This is not what Black Zetsu wants to see. If the overall strength of the Uchiha clan is too strong, then Black Zetsu can no longer be like this. control everything behind the scenes. Black Zetsu's attitude towards comparing the live broadcast system is also very complicated. On the one hand, he hoped that the contrast live room system would be powerful enough. Then maybe he has a chance to answer a certain question directly. In this way, his mother, Atsutsuki Kagaya, can be completely liberated. This does not require the help of Uchiha Obito and Uchiha Madara. On the other hand, he is also afraid that this comparison live broadcast room will expose some of his secrets. Once the identity of the black hand behind the scenes came to everyone. Advertisement. Black Zetsu didn't think anything good would come out of him? Hashirama, you can't leave me. Now I have caught up with you. The teenager Madara showed a confident and arrogant smile. But after hearing what he said, the boy Hashirama just shook his head slightly and sighed. Immediately afterwards, his figure disappeared from the sight of the teenager Madara. How can it be? The boy Madara widened his eyes and roared crazily in his heart. He didn't expect that he had activated Mangekyo Sharingan. I still can't see the boy Hashirama's movements clearly. Before the teenager Madara could react, he only felt a pain in his lower abdomen. An irresistible force knocked him into the air. That's right. Madara, it seems that you can barely keep up with my reaction speed now. I don't worry if that's the case, in case I accidentally use too much force and beat you to death. The boy Hashirama reappeared in front of Madara. He grinned and said, Spike, it was an instant kill? Uchiha Madara lying on the ground. His haughty heart could not accept such a result. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 26 Senju Tobirama, isn't this my flying thunder god? Advertisement. Fourth Raikage, hiss. Even Uchiha Madara, who has awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan, isn't First Hokage's one-sided enemy? This First Hokage, how strong is he already? Oniki, I feel that this First Hokage, his strength has infinitely approached the end of the Sengoku era. Terumime, with such a heaven-defying talent, coupled with practicing all the time, I am afraid that this First Hokage will be invincible to the entire ninja world faster than the First Hokage in our time and space. Luoshe, I hope that other villages in their era will have a good end. I feel that this First Hokage, his character is even more domineering than Uchiha Madara. If you resist him, I don't know what will happen. The onlookers were all very surprised. They thought, Uchiha Madara who has awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan and First Hokage will engage in a battle of dragons. But unexpectedly, the teenager Madara couldn't even see the movements of First Hokage clearly, and he was defeated in one face-to-face. The gap between the two is even bigger than they imagined? Damn, I didn't expect that in another world, the gap between me and Hashirama is so big. The me in that world has already awakened Mangekyo Sharingan for so long, yet I am still not Hashirama's opponent. I'm afraid that the Hashirama in another world is not much less powerful than the Hashirama in front of him. Uchiha Madara who came to this conclusion. He was even more shocked. Senju Hashirama, it would be great if I could go to another world. Senju Hashirama, I really want to see me in another world grow up as soon as possible. If possible, I even want to fight him. Senju Hashirama stared at the screen framed in black. His face was full of deep regret. In this world, he can no longer find an opponent who can match him. If Senju Hashirama really gets serious, not even Uchiha Madara could last long in his hands. Uchiha Madara's tricks are basically useless to him. He is basically immune to illusions. Taijutsu he is stronger than Uchiha Madara. Ninjutsu is also stronger than Uchiha Madara. And on resilience, Senju Hashirama even thinks that only 9 tails can wrestle with him. Advertisement. In humans, I'm afraid no one can catch up with my footsteps. Senju Hashirama has forgotten. The last time I used up the chakra in my body. Bottomless physical strength. What kind of feeling is it? Since he became the strongest of the Senju clan, he has never experienced this kind of experience, even when fighting against Uchiha Madara. That's because I put a lot of water in. That's why Uchiha Madara was able to push him to this point. Otherwise Senju Hashirama gets serious. Uchiha Madara is simply impossible to be his opponent. But such a battle is too boring for Senju Hashirama, so he would rather release the water himself. In this way, his partner Uchiha Madara can keep his own face. There is also the confidence to let him catch up with himself. Madara, if you will join forces with me, if you are willing to believe in me, I have a way to make you stronger. I need reliable partners to help me. I can't fulfill my own dreams by myself. Wait until the teenager Madara's mood stabilizes a bit. Senju Hashirama opened his mouth to reveal his purpose. What if I reject you? Heard that. The boy Hashirama's eyes became extremely cold. If you choose to reject me, then you and the Uchiha clan behind you will be my enemies. For the enemy, I will never show mercy. Advertisement. The boy Madara's complexion changed for a while. The current boy Hashirama has become so outrageous. Who knows how strong he will be in a few years. Boy Madara doesn't think he can defeat boy Hashirama in a few years. The Uchiha clan faced this enemy. I'm afraid no one can stop him. That's it. I form an alliance with you. I help you fulfill your dreams. But you need to help me become stronger, and this is the price for me to help you. In the meantime, no matter what happens, you can't destroy the Uchiha clan behind me. The teenager Madara finally chose to surrender. He knew it was best for him and the Uchiha clan behind him. You made the right choice. And, Madara, it's not just my dream, it's your dream too. Let's work hard for our dreams together. Looking at the right hand extended by the boy Hashirama, Madara did not hesitate. Hold it tight. After dealing with the Uchiha Madara matter, teen Hashirama felt relieved. Uchiha Madara is a friend, is also an opponent. It is also a companion who can understand his ideals. So boy Hashirama didn't want to do anything to boy Madara. A confidant is hard to find, and a qualified opponent is even harder to find. And those who can satisfy both at the same time. How many are there in this world? And boy Hashirama knows. Advertisement. Besides myself, Madara is the most talented peer he has ever seen. Even his younger brother, Senju Tobirama, is much worse than Madara. He had a hunch. Ben can definitely become the next head of the Uchiha clan. It's just a matter of time. Come in, the door is unlocked. Seeing Senju Tobirama standing at the door of the practice room with a twisted face, the teenager Hashirama was very curious and asked him what was the matter. My younger brother can do things vigorously and resolutely. I usually don't hide anything I say. Even their father, Senju Butsuma, is sometimes outspoken. Brother, can you take me to practice together? I feel that the progress of my cultivation is too slow, and other people can't help me. Since the last time I saw Senju Hashirama cast wood style, Daihatsu Kamui's appearance, Senju Tobirama is very envious. The disparity in strength between us is too great. I'm afraid you won't get any new insights from practicing with me. However, I have recently developed a new set of ninjutsu, and it seems to be quite suitable for you. When Senju Tobirama heard Hashirama say this, he felt a little disappointed in his heart. But knowing that Hashirama has a new ninjutsu to pass on to himself, he was very excited again. He knows how strong his elder brother is now, since he said it was useful to him. That means that this ninjutsu must not be an ordinary ninjutsu. Although this set of ninjutsu cannot guarantee that you will be instantly invincible in this world, but after learning it, I can guarantee that your life-saving ability will double. I named it the Flying Thunder God Technique. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 27 This Hashirama is all-powerful and scary. Advertisement. The following is the question and answer time. Please answer the audience in the live broadcast room. Among the following 4 options, those who answer correctly can get a random reward. May I ask, when did Senju Hashirama develop the Flying Thunder God Technique? A. When I was 3 years old, I accidentally got the inspiration of Flying Thunder God Technique. B. When practicing wood style, I learned by analogy and thought of the practice method of Flying Thunder God Technique. C. After becoming the patriarch of the Senju family, I read the scrolls recorded in the family and received some inspiration, thus creating ninjutsu. D. When Senju Tobirama just made this request, he had an idea, and the ninjutsu was temporarily calculated by the brain. When the audience in the live room saw Senju Hashirama's Flying Thunder God Technique, all of them exploded. Isn't this a ninjutsu developed by second Hokage Senju Tobirama? Why is it now developed by first Hokage Senju Hashirama? Could it be second Hokage Senju Tobirama? Put gold on your own face. Forced to make up is their own development? Uchiha Madara, hehe. Some people are really shameless. Obviously it was the ninjutsu developed by his elder brother, but he has to say that he is the founder. Senju Hashirama, er. Madara, this ninjutsu really has nothing to do with me. I'm not good at time-space ninjutsu either. Except for wood style, I don't think I'm interested in other ninjutsu. Senju Tobirama. Uchiha Madara, shut up. It's not your turn to speak here. Senju Tobirama, brother, I also doubt now, is Flying Thunder God Technique really developed by myself? Orochimaru, hehe. It seems that the Shodai in another world is more terrifying than we imagined. It's nothing more than his own strength. He can even independently develop ninjutsu. Advertisement. Sarutobi Hiruzen, ahem. Teacher, I believe that you are the founder of the Flying Thunder God Technique. Apart from you, there should be no one in the entire ninja world who can do this. Such a complicated ninjutsu requires too much knowledge reserved. Shimura Danzo, teacher, no matter how outsiders doubt you, I believe you unconditionally, and I will always stand by your side. Yakushi Kabuto, I wonder if you have heard of the term butterfly effect? In my opinion, time and space are like a calm lake, and these actions of Shodai are like a small stone thrown into the lake. Even the slightest move will cause huge ripples, causing a series of variety. Orochimaru, pocket. I'm not mistaken, your talent is not inferior to mine. As long as you are given a certain amount of time, maybe you will surpass me. Senju Tobirama, do. You young man's analysis makes sense. Senju Tobirama, another world. Maybe many things look similar to our world, but they are not the same at all. Akatsuki Organization. All the members stared intently at the picture on the screen. Leader, what do you think should be the correct answer this time? Among the 4 options, the middle 2 seem to be more reliable, the first and the last one are too ridiculous. Diodera had no interest in the rewards given by the live room system, but seeing the rewards others got before, he changed his mind again. Though he already considered his art to be at its peak, reached the highest level aesthetic of explosion, but Diodera thinks he can do better. There is no end to art, so he thinks. Advertisement. If rewarded by the system, maybe he can generate some new inspiration from these rewards. Wouldn't this allow his art to rise to a new level? Boy, I suggest you choose all 4 options. This way you have at least a quarter of the chance to be rewarded. Kakuzu fought back without hesitation. He clearly remembers what a ferocious taunt Dirida had made to him just now. Although Kakuzu himself knows, the difference in strength between him and first Hokage Senju Hashirama is too far. When I survived Senju Hashirama, just because Senju Hashirama has no killing intent towards him, so let him go. Available here at Diodera. It has come to the point where he and Senju Hashirama are making it up. This makes Kakuzu feel like he has nowhere to put his old face, but Kakuzu himself has no way to prove this. So now he can only seize the opportunity. Counter Diodera. Advertisement. Well, then I'll just pick one from here later. Anyway, I'm not very interested in these rewards, so forget it. Diodera simply ignored Kakuzu's annoyance. For this kind of people who have no artistic ability and no aesthetics, Diodera doesn't want to waste any drool at all. Kakuzu is nothing more than an outdated ninja that smells of copper. After the live comparison system ends, Diodera will give him a taste of real art. Shimura Danzo, the reward given by the system this time, I am determined to win it. I choose C. Orochimaru, hehe. Although I have great confidence in Shodai, the first and last options are too outrageous. I choose B. Sarutobi Hiruzen, I hope I can get rewards from the system this time. It would be great if I can get something useful to me from it, so that I can continue to protect Konoha. The will of fire must not be broken from me. Uzumaki Naruto, Uncle first generation, like me, is a genius who does not take the usual path, so I think he must have come up with this ninjutsu on the spur of the moment. I understand this kind of genius idea best. I choose D. Harano Sakura, Naruto. You idiot? Are you unwilling to move even the most basic brain? How are the 2 answers A and D possible? Uchiha Sasuke, an idiot is an idiot? I choose C. Uzumaki Kushina, Minato. You said, our child, is his brain really okay? Why do I feel a little out of touch? Namikaze Minato, ha 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 ha. Kushina, don't you think Naruto like this is cute? Explain that this is a good thing. Nine-Tails Demon Fox did not affect his mood. It shows that there is nothing wrong with his psychology. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 28 The explosive talent of Gigs, a blasting genius? Advertisement. All viewers in the live broadcast room. This time all chose option B or C. After all, the option this time. Even if the answer is wrong, it will have no effect either. Unlike the last answer, if the answer is wrong, the person's life will be deducted directly. But this time there is no such trouble. So, basically everyone who watched the movie chose their own answer. Among the answers, there are two options that stand out exceptionally. Both Uzumaki Naruto and Deidara chose D. Fourth Reikage, are there any idiots who choose the answer D? It can be clearly seen that option D is simply a trap. Are there any idiots who make such mistakes? Teramime, hehe, the ninja world is so big, there are no surprises, no matter what kind of strange things appear, it is normal. Oniki, Deidara, it seems that after you left the village, even your brain became bad. I told you to give up those weird ideas. Sarutobi Hiruzen, hehe. Second Tsuchikage, it seems that this rebel named Deidara has a very unusual relationship with you. Luoshat, Uegakur and Konoha village still have some similarities. It's ironic that all the disciples of Shadow defected from their own village and became rebels. Orochimaru, hehe. Fourth Kaze Cage. Even if it is a disciple of Shadow, if he disagrees with his teacher's ideas and goes his own way, there is nothing wrong with that, right? Harano Sakura, Naruto. You idiot, you actually chose the answer D? Yamanaka Ino, little Sakura. I suddenly feel sorry for you. I have been teammates with Naruto for so long, you must have worked hard. Senju Hashirama, ha 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 ha. It seems that these two juniors named Deidara and Uzumaki Naruto, they seem to believe in me? Senju Tobirama, brother, that's not called believing. These two guys might just be chosen at random. Advertisement. Congratulations to Deidara and Uzumaki Naruto for choosing the correct answer. Now the system starts to settle rewards. Reward Uzumaki Naruto learns a set of Flying Thunder God ninjutsu. Reward Deidara gets the explosion talent of Runeterra's blasting ghost zigs. All the audience in the live broadcast room expressed shock. This seemingly most unreliable answer is actually the correct answer. Another world is Senju Hashirama's talent so terrifying? Uzumaki Naruto, ha 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 ha. Now you all know what a real genius is. I have already said that my answer is correct, but you don't even believe me? Namikaze Minato, I really envy Naruto. I think I learned Master Second Hokage's Flying Thunder God technique at the beginning, but I ate a lot of grapes. Now Naruto has reached the sky in one step and learned this ninjutsu directly. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Minato, Naruto, as your child, it is his destiny to learn this ninjutsu in the same way. This also shows that he will continue to guard Konoha just like you, become the true successor of the Will of Fire, and shine for Konoha village. Uzumaki Kushina, Sarutobi Hiruzen, you are ashamed to say that our husband and wife have not settled with you yet. Before we died, we entrusted Naruto to you, but how have you treated Naruto these years? How did Naruto become like this? Orochimaru, hehe. This is the so-called Will of Fire. Under the rule of my dear teacher, Sarutobi Hiruzen, the dignified son of the fourth Hokage has always received many interesting treatment in Konoha. Shimura Danzo, Hiruzen. I told you a long time ago that you don't need the benevolence of a woman in doing things, and you should break it when you break it. Now this situation is all caused by yourself. Except Uzumaki Naruto getting the full Flying Thunder God technique is the envy of all. They are also very curious. What kind of reward did Deidara get? Runeterra? They said they had never heard of this place. And the blasting genius gigs. They had never heard of the name either. Advertisement. Akatsuki Organization. Several members watched the frantic look on Deidara's face. Ha 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 ha, I understand. So this is the real explosion. It seems that my previous persistence is not wrong, only explosion is the eternal art. The explosion I learned before is nothing. Deidara danced and jumped up and down excitedly. His expression at the moment is even crazier than Haiden's. Haiden was originally a fanatical cultist. In the eyes of the other Akatsuki members, they are extremely abnormal. But at this time Deidara, the frenzied look on his face was even worse than Haiden's. Deidara was thrilled to have made the choice this time around. If he hadn't made this choice, he also won't get the talent of the blasting wizard Ziggs. And with the knowledge instilled in him by the comparison system, this opened up a vast corner of Runeterra for him. He also knows, the blasting genius Ziggs exists in another world. Deidara is not very interested in the other world. What really interested and astounded him, it is the blasting talent of the blasting ghost Ziggs. Every Yordle is a magical species that surpasses heaven and earth. Advertisement. Their lifespan is extremely long, and has extremely outstanding achievements in various fields. And the blasting genius Gigs, as the name suggests, he puts all his energy into exploding, in the study of his thousands of years of life. Compared with the explosion knowledge learned by Deidara, just like the difference between a giant and a baby, after getting the explosive talent of the explosive wizard Ziggs, Deidara also has some clear inspiration for her future path. He knows how he can make better art. Akatsuki members watching. Although I don't know what it means for Deidara to get this talent, but from the two words of blasting, they can also guess a little bit. Deidara has always been obsessed with explosions. These Akatsuki members are not ordinary people. They also admit that Deidara does have a talent for explosiveness, a reward that can make Deidara obsessed and amazed. It is conceivable that, how precious it is, figured this out. They are also looking forward to the rewards that the live broadcast comparison system can give in the future. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 29 comparison of double Hashirama. This Hashirama is too good. Advertisement. Everyone was very envious of the awards received by Uzumaki Naruto and Deidara. but in a blink of an eye, they don't think about it anymore. This live comparison system is still there. That means maybe they have a chance to get even more rewards? The screen with black borders starts to freeze. The screen with white borders began to play a new picture. Senju Tobirama, why do I feel like I don't really want to see the big brother in the white screen? Now I can't face the original big brother. Uchiha Madara, I also feel now that another Hashirama may be more in line with my personality and appetite. This original Hashirama, I don't have much interest in his previous experience. Senju Hashirama, damn it, Tobirama, Madara, you two don't take it too far. Am I that far behind another Hashirama? You actually despise me so much? Sarutobi Hiruzen, ahem. Shode, Mr. Tobirama may be too familiar with you, so he is not very curious about your original experience. Orochimera, after reading another first Hokage experience, I am really not very interested in the original first Hokage experience. There is no comparison between the two. Harano Sakura, I don't think there is anything interesting about it. Mr. First Hokage is not the same as what was recorded in the textbook. I think he is similar to Naruto. Yamanaka Ino, I think Master First Hokage from another world is more handsome. Shode from this world, how should I put it? I can only say that he is a good person, but not to my liking. With the discussion of everyone, the white screen also began to play new content. Since the breakup between Boy Hashirama and Boy Madara last time, the teenager Hashirama was forcibly pushed back into the family by Senju Butsuma, and Senju Butsuma strictly forbids the relationship between the Boy Hashirama and the Boy Madara. Advertisement. Facing father's order, Boy Hashirama can't resist, although he wanted to express his inner thoughts to his father. After meeting Senju Butsuma's cold eyes, the Boy Hashirama swallowed all the words he was full of. At present, he has neither the courage nor the strength to dare to resist his father Senju Butsuma, and during this period, teenager Hashirama is caught in a dilemma between family and friends. On the one hand his own family, on one side is his best friend Uchiha Madara. Teenager Hashirama doesn't know what to do with himself. Fourth Raikage, this first Hokage is too cowardly. Mother-in-law and mother are not like a man at all. If I were him, I should try to fight once. Terumime, yes. In comparison, first Hokage from another world is more attractive. Although his style of acting is more domineering, it can make people feel a little bit more secure. Luosha, heh. It seems that the first Hokage on our side is not as perfect as we imagined. The reason why he can achieve so many things that are difficult for others is only because of his unparalleled talent. If there is no good style, tisk tisk. During a long time, the boy Hashirama can only paralyze himself with practice and desperately going out to perform tasks. This seems to make him less troubled. He doesn't have to think about such complicated things. There is no need to make any entanglements between family and friends. But he also knows, no matter when you are practicing or when you go out to perform tasks, he's actually absent-minded. Advertisement. He didn't put his mind on it. In the short term, it has no effect. If this goes on for a long time, it will definitely have a bad effect on yourself. But teenage Hashirama didn't have a better way to get himself out of this predicament. But even if it is absent-minded practice, compared with other peers of the same age, the speed of improvement of Hashirama's strength is still countless times faster. The people who watched the movie also found something wrong with the boy Hashirama. After ordinary people practice for a long time, the body will leave some injuries more or less, but the recovery speed of the young Hashirama is extremely pervert. Regardless of any injuries, he always seems to recover fully in a short time. This recovery speed is not much different than that of a tailed beast. Harano Sakura, do you feel that Shode and Naruto are really getting more and more alike? The recovery speed of both of them seems to be different from ordinary people. Uchiha Sasuke, the reason why Naruto recovers quickly is because of the 9 tails in his body, but the fact that first Hokage is able to recover from his injuries so quickly seems to be due to his own physique. Orochimera, hehe. Mr. Sasuke is worthy of being a member of the Uchiha clan, with exceptionally keen observation skills. Our first Hokage, he seems to have some secrets that he himself does not know, but he has never delved into it himself. Senju Tobirama, big brother. You are indeed different from the general Senju clan. Although our Senju clan is relatively strong in physique, it is still within the range of normal people, and your physique has infinitely approached that of a tailed beast. Uzumaki Kushina, Shode's physique is really strong and scary. Even our Uzumaki clan doesn't seem to have such a terrible physical fitness. The life of the teenager Hashirama in the picture is advancing in such an orderly manner, day after day of practice plus constant going out to perform tasks. Advertisement. Other than that there is nothing else. Without the contrast of the previous shonen Hashirama, everyone may not feel anything strange in their hearts, but now, everyone thinks that the teenager Hashirama is too decadent. Even in terms of practice, he didn't really put his mind into it. He is just using practice as a means of escaping reality. If it weren't for his own powerful talent, his current strength might not have improved much compared to before. Being able to make such obvious progress is only due to his talent. This speed of progress compared to another Hashirama, what a world of difference. And another Hashirama, in addition to putting part of his mind on practice, he didn't have any confusion either. He put all his energy into his dream, against his own father Senju Butsuma, forcing the elders to recognize him as the new patriarch of the Senju clan, to ally with Uchiha Madara. No matter which thing is taken out alone, everything is better and better than this Hashirama. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 30 a visit from Mount Mayaboku. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, without comparison, there is no harm. The big brother in another world is much better than imagined. Uchiha Madara, I suddenly feel sorry for me in another world. Facing Hashirama in that world, he can't see the hope of catching up. Fortunately, Hashirama in my world is better. Fourth Raikage, from this point of view, the first Hokage of another world seems to be more like the first Hokage recorded in the ninja world. The first Hokage we saw, why does it feel a bit unreliable? Tsunade, Thinking about it this way, the grandfather in that world doesn't seem to have any bad habits other than cultivation. If he raised me from childhood, I might not have the hobby of gambling. Shizen: Master Tsunade, keep your voice down. If you don't talk about these things, no one will know about the debt you owe. If you say that, someone will come to collect the debt immediately the next day. After some comparison, they discover that the Senju Hashirama of their own world has no strengths at all. Senju Hashirama of another world, His talent is no worse than the original Hashirama. In practice, it has surpassed this Hashirama countless times. The white-bordered screen starts to go off. Since Senju Tobirama acquired the Flying Thunder God technique, his cultivation also worked harder, in order to be able to narrow the gap between you and yourself. Hope that someday, he can walk side by side with his big brother Senju Hashirama and fight together. This is Senju Tobirama's wish. While practicing the Flying Thunder God technique, he is also more and more amazed by the talent of his elder brother Senju Hashirama. He feels, Flying Thunder God technique is completely tailor-made for yourself. The first time I was practicing this ninjutsu, advertisement, he has the same sense of familiarity. But why does it feel like this? Senju Tobirama can't tell by himself. But the more you practice Flying Thunder God technique, the more he felt the profoundness of this ninjutsu. There seems to be a lot of room for development in the future. Senju Tobirama, how do I feel that I am in another time and space? I guess he will surpass me in his Flying Thunder God technique after practicing for a while. Uchiha Madara, heh, you didn't notice it? Another world's Flying Thunder God technique, it seems to be improved even more terrifying. He is improving in the direction of no need for magic techniques. Namikaze Minato, well, once this improved method is completed, the Flying Thunder God technique will be even more terrifying, but the difficulty of this kind of practice will also be greatly increased. Hey, take Kakashi. In the entire Konoha, except for second Hokage, only you, the teacher, have learned the Flying Thunder God technique. If the difficulty of this ninjutsu increases, is there anyone in the entire Konoha who can learn this ninjutsu? Fourth Raikage, I don't know if I can see you in another world. Fourth Hokage, after all these years, I still miss your Flying Thunder God technique deeply. If we meet again on the battlefield, I will let you see what real speed is. Just as the young Hashirama continued to practice, when developing your own sage body, an unexpected visitor came to visit. Looking at the frog talking in front of me, the boy Hashirama's eyes lit up. I didn't expect the records in the family to be true. The three holy lands really exist. Their ancestor Ashira fought with Indra. One of the big reasons for being able to achieve victory is because of the help of Mount Myaboku. These seemingly inconspicuous toads, their strength and role are much more important than imagined. What's the matter with this guy? Why does he keep staring at me? Doesn't he wonder why I speak? Advertisement. After Sensei Fukazaku expressed his purpose of coming, he found the boy on the opposite side. He wasn't surprised at all that he spoke. The opposite of Fukazaku-sensei himself felt that his scalp was numb from his eyes. Ahem. Senju Hashirama, I didn't expect you to be better than I imagined. It seems that the great Toad Sage sent me to pay a visit, as expected. You may be the one to end the troubled times. I can't stand Senju Hashirama's eyes anymore. Immortal Fukazaku could only break the silence first, but he was also very curious inside. This Senju Hashirama, his performance is completely different from what Great Toad Sage said. Great Toad Sage said he was kind-hearted, but Immortal Fukazaku didn't feel it at all. He even doubted, did the Great Toad Sage sleep too much in old age? Confused my mind to sleep. So there was a problem with his prophecy? How bad this troubled world is, you must have felt it. And we at Mount Myaboku think you have the power to end this troubled world. We have observed in this world for a long time, you are courageous, kind, firm. Your quality is beyond ordinary people, and this is more important than anything else. Advertisement. We, Mount Myaboku, officially took a fancy to your beautiful qualities, so we sent me to negotiate with you. We, Mount Myaboku, would like to form an alliance with you to help you in this troubled world. So, young man, accept your fate. You are the one chosen by fate. You are the son of the prophecy who is destined to end the troubled times. Immortal Fukazaku had already given out the speech he had prepared, but the scene he envisioned did not appear. Opposite Senju Hashirama. At this time, he looked at him with eyes like looking at a fool. Does this make Sensei Fukazaku completely restless? What happened? Generally speaking, don't all teenagers like this rhetoric? Save the world. Be the savior of the world? Before that, Immortal Fukazaku has never failed with this set of rhetoric. Every boy who let him fool him, are full of ambition. Think you can change the world? Then honestly work for them on Mount Myaboku. What's up with this Senju Hashirama? Orochimaru, it seems that this Shode, he doesn't like Mount Myaboku at all. These stinky toads probably didn't expect that what they said didn't work at all. Fourth Raikage, what kind of shit? Shouldn't fate be in one's own hands? Lao Zi never believed in fate. Uchiha Madara, only the weak will believe in such illusory things. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 31 This Ashira reincarnation seems a little different. Advertisement. The boy Hashirama looked at Fukazaku Senjin in front of him, frowning. Visitors of this Mount Myaboku. It was a little different from what he had imagined. He had thought that Mount Myaboku would provide him with some real help. As a result, he started to give him a trick like a magic stick, and this attitude let the boy Hashirama not like it very much. They come to visit themselves, to help themselves, as if it was a great gift to oneself. So the ancestors were dealing with these gods? Regarding the prophecy, in the eyes of the boy Hashirama, completely nonsense. At this time, Fukazaku Sento seemed to feel the suspicious gaze of the young Hashirama. He knows, if I don't come up with something real, then this operation will fail. Just relying on this set of verbal rhetoric, I'm afraid he can't really make Senju Hashirama trust him. Young man, do you know, in addition to chakra, there is another cultivation system in this world. Once this kind of cultivation system is completed, it can explode with more powerful power than chakra. And his and chakra's practice does not conflict, the two complement each other, and can produce an effect that 1 + 1 is greater than 2. A mysterious smile appeared on Fukazaku Immortal's face. Since the boy Hashirama practiced so hard, advertisement, then he is naturally eager for power. And at this time, I came up with a practice system that was completely different from chakra. Can make him stronger. Sensei Fukazaku doesn't believe that boy Hashirama isn't tempted? Really? After hearing him say that, a look of emotion appeared on the boy Hashirama's face. Chakra practice is the most important practice system known in the world. None of them. Before the age of ninjas, the world has always been ruled by warriors. And since the appearance of chakra, the samurai gradually withdrew from the stage of the times. Now someone told him, there are more powerful practices in this world than chakra. Teenage Hashirama was naturally very interested. Seeing the boy on the opposite side take the bait, Shensuo Xianren smiled in his heart. He knew that after he cast such a bait, the boy opposite couldn't bear it. The energy of chakra is not a power native to our world. It came to our world for some unexpected reason. Before it appeared, there was another kind of energy that always existed in this world. It's just that few people can master it and use it. But we, the great toad sage at Mount Mayaboku, are gifted. After his hard work and countless years of research, he finally mastered this energy. This energy was born between heaven and earth, and exists in any corner of this world. Advertisement. Great Toad Sage calls it natural energy. And to practice this kind of energy technique, we also call it fairy technique. Speaking of this, Fukazaku-sensei showed a deep pride on his face. In this world, there are only 3 places that have mastered the practice of this energy, and their Mount Mayaboku is one of them. Orochimaru, Jiraiya, do you usually deal with these magic sticks? Jiraiya, Orochimaru, what magic stick? Great Toad Sage's prophecy is still very accurate? Orochimaru, then tell me what happened to the prophet's son? Are there so many children of prophecy in the ninja world? Tsunade, I can see it. The group of toads on Mount Mayaboku are all fools. Senju Tobirama, brother, I remember that Mount Mayaboku seemed to have visited you more than once, right? They seem to be keen to form an alliance with you. Senju Hashirama, well, it is true that there is such a thing, but I forgot. Their 3 words are not separated from the son of prophecy. I really can't stand it. Uzumaki Naruto, hey, is uncle first generation also the son of prophecy? But I remember teacher Jiraiya said that I am the child of prophecy. Namikaze Minato, Naruto, did teacher Jiraiya also say that you are the child of prophecy? He seems to have said the same thing to me. Jiraiya. 4th Raikage, I suddenly felt a little sympathetic to 3rd Hokage. Among the 3 disciples he accepted, 1 defected to become a mad scientist, 1 did not return to the village because of hemophobia, and the remaining 1 was directly fooled into a magic stick. Following the explanation of Shensuo Immortal, the look on the boy Hashirama's face is getting weirder. So, now you also know how strong Sage Mode is. But this model is too difficult for ordinary people to control. The process of practicing immortality and mastering natural energy is extremely difficult. 99% of the human beings who went to our Mount Mayaboku to practice turned into stone statues, all because of the failure of the cultivation process. The most ridiculous thing is that some people know about natural energy and try to master fairy arts by themselves. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. AFK, you. As he talked, Fukazaku Immortal showed a smug and proud smile on his face. Advertisement. After telling the power of the fairy art, he seems to have seen the young Hashirama begging him to teach him how to practice immortality. But when he turned his head and looked at the strange patterns around the eyes and forehead of the boy Hashirama, his eyeballs almost fell out. Is this the sage mode you're talking about? I have already felt this energy when I was practicing before. Try a few times casually, and found that it is not too difficult to guide it into my body. Sento Fukazaku looked at the lavender arrogance emerging from the boy Hashirama. He swallowed. What kind of monster is this? There is really someone who can grope alone and complete the cultivation of immortal arts? Moreover, after careful observation, Fukazaku Sento, he also discovers that the boy Hashirama is not using any medium. That is to say, he mastered the natural energy completely by himself and learned the magic of immortality. Feel the teenage Hashirama fully at one with the energy of nature. Immortal Fukazaku even had some doubts about Hashin, because even he can't do that now. Although the natural energy is powerful, it is also very violent. If you are not careful, there will be a risk of losing control. In front of this boy who is only in his teens, his level of practice in fairy art is already higher than his own. This former friend of the great toad sage, the reincarnation of Ashira, it seems to be a little different from what he said. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 32 Son of Prophecy? No, I just want to control my own destiny. Advertisement. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama in another world seems a bit outrageous. I remember that he just mastered fairy arts not long ago. He only came into contact with fairy arts for the first time after becoming the patriarch last time. Senju Tobirama, this big brother is indeed a bit scary. My big brother seems to be approaching adulthood when he only started to practice immortal arts. Orochimaru, is this the talent of first Hokage? As expected of the god of ninjas, he doesn't need any intermediaries, nor does he need the help of the 3 holy places. He can complete the cultivation of immortal arts by himself. Namikaze Minato, if I had half the talent of master first Hokage, maybe the fate of the 3rd Ninja World War could have been rewritten, and so many tragedies would not have happened. Uzumaki Kushina, Minato, you've done enough. Don't be too hard on yourself. How did you do it? The shock in Fukazaku Immortal's heart was no less than the coming of the end of the world. He didn't know what answer he should use to express his surprise. He couldn't understand either. Why would anyone need no medium at all? Can you complete the practice of fairy art? In his opinion, totally incredible. That's it, and then that, and then it's done. Is this difficult? A puzzled look appeared on the boy Hashirama's face. He didn't know how to explain it to Immortal Fuzuo, because in his eyes, this thing is really not difficult. Isn't it as simple as eating and sleeping? So the boy Hashirama doesn't know how to explain it, seeing that the young Hashirama's practice of immortality has even surpassed himself. Sensei Fukazaku fell silent. He didn't even have the last hole card. Replace him with boy Hashirama himself. Fukazaku-sensei doesn't even know. Advertisement. What else does Mount Mayaboku have at the moment that appeals to the boy Hashirama? Then ninjutsu? Sorry. People have wood style. On status. He is the patriarch of the ninja giant family, the Senju clan. Fairy practice. Sorry. I play better than you. I'm really not interested in your Mount Mayaboku rhetoric. What son of prophecy? This is too outrageous. It's probably not the first time you have said these things to people. Facing the skeptical gaze of the boy Hashirama, Immortal Fukazaku's old face turned red for the first time. They Mount Mayaboku did say the same to every human being they fancy, but boy Hashirama is the first human to question them, and this is the first time Fukazaku-sensei found out. He confronts a human being. Can't even occupy the slightest initiative. From the moment of entry, He seems to have gotten into the rhythm of Senju Hashirama. If you have to say that I am the son of prophecy, then, with all due respect, I reject this statement. I never believe in such things as fate. My fate, I can only firmly grasp it in my own hands. Senju Hashirama shook his head, and hearing his words, Shensuo Zionran felt a chill in his heart. His operation this time may be about to fail. Advertisement. This reincarnation of Ashira before me. Don't follow him at all. Fourth Reikage, ha 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 ha. Well said. This is a real man? What kind of nonsense prophecy, son? What fate? It's just the words of the weak? Uchiha Madara, sure enough, Hashirama, no matter which world wins you, you will always be my most respectable opponent. How can a man who can be recognized by me believe in such things as fate? Jiraiya, Shodai said that. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be that I was really wrong? There is no such thing as the son of prophecy? Orochimaru, Jiraiya, I think your brain has been completely fooled and limped. There are so many opportunities for change over the years. When did you take the initiative to change the status quo? You're just a coward who runs away. Tsunade, I've never heard of the son of prophecy from Katsuyu. It's probably just a hoax by Mount Myaboku. Uzumaki Kushina, teacher Jiraiya, you have let me down too much. Minato and I treat you like a father. But after we left, you ignored Naruto. Is it fate that makes you stand idly by? Hey, take Kakashi, maybe. Master Jiraiya has his last resort. Into the image space. Sage of Six Paths looked at the content of the chat group. He was silent. He has been diving silently. Start. He thought it was a conspiracy by his mother at Satsuki Kagaya. Can project things from another world, and set up a live broadcast room. He thinks he doesn't have the ability to do this, but following his observation, he just found out. This comparison live room. Its stalwart is beyond my imagination. Not even my own mother, at Satsuki Kagaya, could do it. If she has the ability, there's no need for any intrigue. It is also impossible to be sealed by oneself. Only, the reincarnation of Ashira from another world still caught his attention. Advertisement. In a sense, he doesn't like Ashira like that. Even a little annoying. Such Ashira reminded him of his other son, Indra, and Ashira from another world. He seems more domineering than Indra, ego. While everyone was discussing, a few lines of words began to appear on the screen on the black border. The following is the question and answer time. Please answer the audience in the live broadcast room. Among the following 4 options, those who answer correctly can get a random reward. What will Senju Hashirama do next with Mount Myaboku? A. Recognize Mount Myaboku's point of view, become the son of Mount Myaboku's prophecy, and form an alliance with Mount Myaboku. B. Refuting Mount Myaboku's point of view, becoming an enemy with Mount Myaboku, and threatening to destroy Mount Myaboku. C. I don't agree or agree with Mount Myaboku's point of view, but I still choose to form an alliance with Mount Myaboku. D. Do nothing, just pretend that Mount Myaboku has never been here. After this option appears, everyone felt a little hesitant, because the answers to these options are too close, and judging from the situation of the boy Hashirama, every answer seemed possible to him. For a while, everyone has a headache. Fortunately, this time, there is still no penalty for the option. This means that there is a prize for the correct answer. There is no penalty for wrong answers. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 33 It exploded? Why doesn't he play his cards according to the routine? Advertisement. Fourth Reikage, do you even need to think about it? Definitely the answer is B. This kind of bloody man, of course, is to destroy this gang of magic sticks. Uchiha Madara, if it was the Hashirama I know, I might choose A, but this Hashirama, his personality is obviously different. Compared to before, he is obviously more domineering and extreme, so I also choose B. Senju Tobirama, according to the personality of the big brother before, I might choose A, but after seeing the growth process of the big brother in the world, I think it should be more reliable to choose B. Senju Hashirama, I think I should not be so extreme, I choose A. Shimura Danzo, I believe Mr. First Hokage can't be a coward, and he won't soften his heart in the face of such plotters. I choose B. Sarutobi Hiruzen, the will of fire does not allow anyone to defile it. I choose B. Uzumaki Naruto, damn it. How can you not believe Mount Myaboku? They are obviously very good. I choose A. Jiraiya, I also choose A. Orochimaru, Jiraiya, even you, the loyal lackey of Mount Myaboku, have some doubts. It seems that you are not as determined as I thought. Tsunade, I believe that grandpas in another world will not be bewitched by these toads. I choose B. Black Zetsu in the cave. His eyes also flashed a deep disgust. Originally sealed his mother at Satsuki Kagayaji. Helping with the Sage of Six Paths are these stinky toads from Mount Myaboku? So he also hated Mount Myaboku in his heart. Were it not for Mount Myaboku's great toad sage blowing some wind in the ears of the Sage of Six Paths, perhaps the relationship between mother and son in Sage of Six Paths would not have been so tense. The tragedy of it all. The great toad sage deserves at least half of the credit. So Black Zetsu chose B without hesitation? He wished that all the toads on Mount Myaboku would die suddenly. Died at the hands of the reincarnation of Ashira in another world? Advertisement. Senju Hashirama frowned and looked at Fukazaku Senjin who was still persisting in front of him. He even got a little impatient. For the 3 holy lands, he actually didn't have a good opinion of them, and even a little loathed them. In the history of ninja, it seems that there have always been shadows of activities behind the 3 holy places. This made Senju Hashirama feel bad about them already. Those who are not of my race will be punished in their hearts. This is originally a matter of their human world. What about their 3 holy lands? To put it nicely, those who can respect their 3 holy places are immortals. To put it bluntly, aren't the beasts of these 3 holy places just summoning beasts? It's just that he has a special power. Other than that there is nothing special about it. If it's just a struggle within their 3 holy places, Senju Hashirama naturally wouldn't say anything. But the 3 holy lands want to intervene in the struggle of the human world. This is a bit over the line. Thinking of this, looking at Senjin Fukazaku in front of him, there was even a killing intent in Senju Hashirama's heart. Fourth Reikage, ha 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 ha. It seems that I am the winner this time, and I guessed the answer correctly in the end. Uchiha Madara, Hashirama. As expected, you did not disappoint me. For such hypocrites, they should all be killed. Senju Tobirama, it seems that I am also betting right. According to the personality of the eldest brother, he will definitely not bear it. Advertisement. Uzumaki Naruto, damn it, the sages of Mount Myaboka, they have no bad intentions? Is there anything wrong with them just trying to make the world a more peaceful place? Orochimaru, it seems that Mr. First Hokage in another world, he still insisted on his own ideas and was not influenced by outsiders. Although I don't quite agree with your philosophy of Mount Myaboka, but I also respect your ideas. Forget about the identity of the Son of Prophecy. I don't think I have the ability to take on this identity. However, if you Mount Myaboka want to ally with our Senju clan, I can agree with that. Anyway, we all have the same goal. We all want to end this era of chaos and establish an orderly system so that the world will no longer be full of wars and chaos. Shensuo Immortal's brain didn't react for a while. After showing the attitude from Senju Hashirama, he himself doesn't think he can convince Senju Hashirama to form an alliance with their Mount Myaboka. The reason why I persist here, it's just for a glimmer of hope. But no matter what, Senju Hashirama is willing to make an alliance with their Mount Myaboku. That means he has achieved his goal this time. Although the process is somewhat different from what I imagined. Although the Senju family can be regarded as a giant family in the current ninja world, but there are still several that are close to the overall strength of their family. Speaking of the real top players, they are the Senju clan. Not much besides him either. So after just a little thought, Senju Hashirama changed his mind. Advertisement. Although he doesn't use Mount Myaboku himself, but the Senju clan behind him can use Mount Myaboku. After all, Mount Myaboku has been passed down for so many years. His background must be deeper than that of the Senju clan. But since we are allies, you should be able to do something for me. We Senju people are born with strong physiques and have a strong affinity for nature. If they go to practice fairy art, it must be smoother than ordinary people. So, the point of practicing senjutsu is up to you, Mount Myaboku. Presumably, as my allies, you shouldn't reject me. If you can't even help me with this little thing, then I should seriously consider whether to form an alliance with you. Seeing that Fukazaku-sensei was still thinking and hesitating, Senju Hashirama decided to drop another bombshell. Hey, speaking of which, some time ago, the immortals from Ryokai Cave came to look for me. I'm quite moved by the conditions they proposed. After hearing the word Ryokai Cave, Fukazaku-sage, who was still very hesitant, the expression on his face changed immediately. Those stinky snakes. What they can give you, we at Mount Myaboku can give you as well. I agree to the request you just made. We, Mount Myaboku, can help your Senju clan practice immortal arts. Fukazaku Immortal was drowning in his own anger at the moment. I didn't see the weird smile on the corner of Senju Hashirama's mouth at all. Otherwise, he would definitely be able to react. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 34 3 Holy Lands. Come and work for me obediently. Advertisement. The correct option this time is C. Now proceed with reward settlement. No one answered this question correctly. Senju Tobirama, how do I feel? This big brother is so sinister. Compared to this, my big brother is too naive. Uchiha Madara, I agree with you, but this Hashirama feels quite similar to you. He likes to calculate others so much in doing things. Shimura Danzo, as expected of Master First Hokage, even if he doesn't approve of the toads of Mount Myaboku, even if he hates them, he will still find ways to use them to pave the way for his own ambitions. Learned? Fourth Raikage, should I say that he really deserves to be a Konoha person? It's really disgusting, and these dirty political battles are what you Konoha are best at. Sarutobi Hiruzen, hehe. Fourth Raikage, it's a little too much for you to say that. Soldiers never tire of cheating. This is the strategy of being the shadow of a village. Oniki, alright, stop arguing. What is there to say? Who among you present dare to say that his hands and feet are clean? Tsunade, such a grandpa is good at everything. He is powerful and has a strategy. His only shortcoming is that his life is too boring, and he has no other hobbies except cultivation, and he has not even tried the most beautiful thing like gambling. Shizune, ahem. Master Tsunade, please pay attention. Everyone in the live broadcast room can see your speech, and some people may even be our creditors. Fukazaku-sensei didn't even think of it himself. Those stinky snakes in Ryokai Cave are so insidious and cunning. They actually rushed in front of Mount Myaboku. Come early to form an alliance with this reincarnation of Ashura. Fortunately, Senju Hashirama has not yet agreed to an alliance with them. Looking at the furious expression on Fukazaku-senjin's face, Senju Hashirama knew he was right. In ancient records, advertisement. Among the 3 holy places, Katsuyu Immortal is the most neutral one. He has a tepid relationship with the leaders of the other 2 holy places, and the 2 immortals of Mount Myaboku and Ryokai Cave. The relationship between them is as incompatible as fire and water, so this is a radical method of Senju Hashirama. He deliberately released a fog bomb. Tell Fukazaku-sensei. People from Ryokai Cave came to him in advance, and Sento Fukazaku thought the same as him, and he took the bait directly. I agree to your request. I'll go back and discuss with Great Toad Sage about the specific follow-up alliance. As for those stinky snakes in Ryokai Cave, I suggest you stay away from them. They're not as talkative as we, Mount Myaboku. This is the location of our Mount Myaboku. If you need, you can contact us through this. After Fukazaku Immortal threw out a scroll. With a bang it turned into a puff of white smoke, then disappeared before Senju Hashirama's eyes. Staring at the starry sky outside the window, Senju Hashirama smiled slightly. He just felt that he was one step closer to his dreams and ambitions. Allying with Mount Myaboku is only his first move. Ryokai Cave, Wet Bone Forest, neither of these 2 holy places can escape. Advertisement. In the eyes of Senju Hashirama, the 3 holy places are an unstable factor in the ninja world. To achieve true world peace, it is naturally impossible for Senju Hashirama to let such unstable factors wander outside, beyond his control. He wants to control all uncontrollable factors in the ninja world in his own hands. If he can't master it, then he will destroy it directly. In his eyes, the 3 holy places still have some use value, although he can absorb natural energy and enter Sage Mode. But Senju Hashirama doesn't know how to teach others to enter Sage Mode. Mount Myaboku has a practice method of Sage Mode. Then the other 2 holy places must also have the practice method of Sage Mode. So he wants to steal all the Sage Modes of these 3 holy places? This is Senju Hashirama's current thinking. He wants to use the practice of Sage Mode. Little by little, it spread to the whole world. Do not know why. He always felt that there were some problems with the practice of chakra. Chakra is more like an intruder in this world than natural energy. As Senju Hashirama grows stronger, He has this sense of disobedience more and more, although he still doesn't know the reason for this. But Senju Hashirama trusts his instincts. Advertisement. So he had to make his own plan in advance. Once something goes wrong with chakra, he can directly transform into Sage mode, using natural energy to practice. Fourth Reikage, this first Hokage is really terrible. I thought his plan was just to end the Sengoku era, but I didn't expect that even the 3 holy places were in his plan. Uchiha Madara, I have to admit, the Hashirama of this world, his strength far surpasses me. I am not as good as him. Senju Tobirama, why didn't I think of that? The 3 holy lands are also one of the most unstable factors in this world, and they have been forgotten. Shimura Danzo, maybe, this is the real will of fire? Powerful? Brave? Don't be afraid. Sarutobi Hiruzen, speaking of which, the 3 holy places, it seems that they have been secretly planning something these years, trying to get close to Konoha. Orochimaru, hehe. The leaders of the 3 holy places are all old monsters who have lived for an unknown number of years. I am afraid that their concern for the human world is not out of any good intentions. Only they know what the purpose is. Jiraiya, I don't think. Great Toad Sage should be like this. I think his every move is for our good. He wants to make this world a better place. Orochimaru, Jiraiya, are you going to say such naive and ridiculous things? Haven't you reflected on whether everything you've done since you came into contact with Mount Myoboko is according to their wishes? Namikaze Minato, Teacher Jiraiya, although I have also gone to Mount Myoboko to practice with you, I also feel that there are some unknown secrets behind Mount Myoboko. They are not as enthusiastic as we think. Jiraiya watched the discussion in the live broadcast room and began to reflect. Over the years, he had indeed become too dependent on Mount Myoboko, even to the point of giving up on myself. Unknowingly, he even placed Mount Myoboko higher than Konoha. For the prophecy of Mount Myoboko, he also missed countless opportunities, just to find the so-called son of prophecy. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 35 The Uzumaki family came to propose marriage. Advertisement. Although the answer given by the system this time, let no one think of it. But they can also accept this result, because although I didn't answer this answer correctly, but the others got it wrong too. Time passed day by day like this. Senju Hashirama's days are also very fulfilling. He can clearly feel, I am becoming stronger all the time. And this feeling of growing stronger gets Senju Hashirama totally intoxicated. Fourth Reikage, it's really scary. It's okay that first Hokage over there has such a strong talent. The key is that he still works so hard. I don't seem to see him stop and rest. Uchiha Madara, fortunately, Hashirama here is not so desperate. If he is so desperate, I am afraid I will not be able to catch up with Hashirama in my life. Senju Tobirama, hey, if the big brother here is half as decisive as the big brother in another world, I am afraid that the Sengoku era would have ended long ago. It wouldn't have taken so long to create Konoha. Lockley, this is the real will of fire. A ninja as talented as Mr. First Hokage is so diligent. I thought I had worked hard enough, but now it seems that I am still too far behind. Might Guy, Xiaoli, you can realize this. The teacher is so happy. This should be what youth looks like. Let us fight for the future together. Senju Hashirama, are all young people in Konoha so energetic now? What an uplifting experience. Harino Sakura, E.R. Shode, don't misunderstand. Only the 2 of them are like this. We are not like this. In daily practice, Senju Hashirama is also getting stronger and stronger. At the same time, the Senju clan and Mount Myoboko also became allies. With the help of Mount Myoboko, many members of the Senju clan have already learned the art of immortality. Advertisement. Hashirama, you will be an adult from today on. There are some obligations, and it's time for you to fulfill them. When you were just born, I already helped you find a wife. We the Senju clan and the Uzumaki clan have formed an alliance against a common enemy, the evil Uchiha clan. The patriarch of the Uzumaki clan, Uzumaki Ashina, decided to betroth his daughter to you in order to strengthen the bond between our 2 clans. They have notified me by letter some time ago that they will come to visit our Senju clan. It is estimated that they will arrive soon in a few days. Get ready. Seeing the more majestic face of his son, Senju Butsuma's heart is also up and down. He also doesn't know what Senju Hashirama himself thinks about this marriage. If Uzumaki Ashina hadn't taken the initiative to contact him by letter, Senju Butsuma himself forgot about it. Because of the years when Senju Hashirama was the patriarch, the strength of the Senju clan is getting stronger and stronger, especially after getting the ferry from Mount Myoboko. The Senju family is even more powerful. The Uchiha clan is no longer a threat to their skills, so the connection between them and the Uzumaki clan is getting less and less. No more help from the Uzumaki clan? But after all, this is something closely related to Senju Hashirama, so Senju Butsuma still told him about it. Specifically how to deal with his own marriage with the Uzumaki clan. Senju Butsuma doesn't think he needs to worry too much. Is it the Uzumaki clan? Speaking of which, this family is quite similar to our Senju family. Advertisement. Their physique seems to be extremely strong, and their resilience is even better than that of the Senju family. For the Uzumaki clan, Senju Hashirama was not impressed. He only vaguely remembered that this family seemed to be extremely good at sealing techniques, but they are not fighting head-on. If it wasn't for the Senju clan helping them, I am afraid that the Uzumaki family has already been wiped out. Their own physique is extremely strong. In the eyes of some mad experimenters, this is simply the best experimental material. So before that, some people hunt the Uzumaki clan specifically as live experiments. Forget it, we are guests from afar. Since they are already coming, let us prepare well. Although I'm not very interested in this marriage, but for the Uzumaki family, I still want to see their sealing technique. After hearing Senju Hashirama say this, Senju Butsuma breathed a sigh of relief. He is glad that his son did not directly refuse to meet with the Uzumaki clan. After all, Uzumaki Ashina, the patriarch of the Uzumaki clan, and himself have been old friends for many years. He married his daughter to his son. If Senju Hashirama doesn't even want to meet the Uzumaki clan, Senju Butsuma thought it was too disrespectful to the Uzumaki family, and the Senju Tobirama brothers, including the rest of the Senju clan. Looking at Senju Hashirama is full of longing. Advertisement. Since Senju Hashirama became the patriarch of the Senju clan, He has brought too many changes to the entire Senju clan. And every change has brought real benefits to the entire Senju clan. At least now the children of the Senju clan don't have to go to war anymore. What the clansmen love to talk about the most is how far their patriarch's current strength has reached. A few years ago, Senju Hashirama is already the strongest of the Senju clan, and as his strength became stronger and stronger, he even seldom does it himself anymore. The outside world even respectfully calls Senju Hashirama a god walking in the world. If several people from Senju Tobirama wanted to fight Senju Hashirama a few years ago, want to know how far their big brother's strength has reached. But now, they didn't even have the courage to stand in front of Senju Hashirama as a team. Just stand there. They feel as if they are facing the oppression of the world. As if it wasn't this person who was fighting them, but the whole world. Senju Tobirama, it's a pity that the picture doesn't show how this big brother has shot in the past few years. I don't know where his strength has reached. Senju Hashirama, I have a hunch, according to his progress speed, I am afraid that he at this time has surpassed me now. Uchiha Madara, I don't know if the world in the picture really exists. If I have the chance, I really want to go to this world and fight Hashirama once. Namikaze Minato, I have a hunch that the current master first Hokage, his strength may no longer be measured by the standard of normal ninjas. Maybe he is infinitely close to the legendary Sage of Six Paths. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 36 What? You want to divorce? Advertisement. Watching the clansman cast respectful gazes at him, Senju Hashirama sighed. Before I knew it, I had reached such a height. Although his strength is getting stronger and stronger, but Senju Hashirama felt a little lonely in his heart. Senju Tobirama and the others respect themselves even more, but I can clearly feel it. Tobirama and other clansmen, the distance between me and myself is getting farther and farther. I can no longer fully integrate into the Senju family, because in their eyes, they are not a species at all. Thinking of this, Senju Hashirama even misses Uchiha Madara a bit. Perhaps in the Uchiha family, Uchiha Madara also encountered the same scene as him, because the two of them are too strong, and this kind of strong, beyond ordinary tribe is not a little bit. They no longer exist in one latitude. Hashirama, are you thinking about it? Once you say these words, I'm afraid there will be no room for redemption. Senju Tobirama looked at his son worriedly. Father, you can rest assured that I have never regretted the decision I made. As for the marriage you made, I really can't find a reason to stick to it. The purpose of this marriage was to unite the two families against the Uchiha clan. Advertisement. But now, I don't think it's necessary anymore. So, there is no need for this marriage to exist. Senju Hashirama devotes all his attention to cultivation. How can there be any idea of marrying a wife and having children? Not to mention marrying a woman he has never met, or even has no feelings for. Senju Tobirama, I didn't expect this big brother to be even more straight than the big brother here. I don't know what Mito will think when he sees this scene. Senju Hashirama, ha ha ha. In this point, I am quite similar to him. But it can't be blamed on me. I married Mito back then, and we got together because of the family's request. I didn't know each other at first, or even met him. How could there be any feelings? Uzumaki Mito, Senju Hashirama? Don't think that I didn't speak because I didn't see your speech. What does it mean to be together because of the family's request? Please explain to me clearly. Senju Hashirama, oops. I seem to have said the wrong thing. Jiraiya, unexpectedly, Mr. First Hokage, he is also a strict wife. Namikaze Minato, ahem. Teacher Jiraiya, I don't think this kind of behavior can be called strict wife control. It should mean respecting and loving your wife. Fourth Reikage, I am afraid that you are the only one who can explain strict wife management so freshly and refinedly. Terumime, it seems that the things recorded in the ninja world are not all true. I thought that First Hokage and his wife had gone through a lot of hardships to get together. I didn't expect their combination to be so simple. What? You told me you were going to divorce. Hashirama? Are you sure you're not joking? Standing up suddenly, Uzumaki Ashina patted the table hard. The expression on his face at the moment is both shock and shame. I thought I would personally visit the door this time. The marriage between Senju Hashirama and Uzumaki Mito can be confirmed. But unexpectedly, it was Senju Hashirama's divorce from Senju Hashirama. Butsuma, you agree to? If you take back what you just said, I can pretend I didn't hear it. Hearing this, Senju Butsuma nodded with a wry smile. What Hashirama means is also what I mean. Advertisement. I am no longer the patriarch of the Senju clan. Hashirama is the patriarch of the Senju clan. So his words not only represent my meaning, but also represent the meaning of the Senju clan. After Senju Butsuma finished speaking, Senju Hashirama hastily turned his head and motioned for the people beside him to pour tea and water for Uzumaki Ashina. Patriarch Ashina, this doesn't really mean anything. Our Senju clan and Uzumaki clan are still the best allies, but I can't marry your daughter. The trust between our two families is deep enough that we don't need anything else to prove anything. I've never met Uzumaki Mito, and conversely, Uzumaki Mito has never met me. Even if two people without feelings enter into a marriage, I'm afraid they may not have any real happiness, right? Presumably you don't want your daughter to marry someone she has never met and has no feelings for. And you can rest assured that even if your daughter and I are not married, the many promises we Senju have made before are still valid and that will not change. Seeing that the expression on Uzumaki Ashina's face softened a bit, Senju Butsuma quickly stood up and stepped forward. Patting Uzumaki Ashina on the shoulder comforted him. Yeah, Ashina, we've been friends for so many years, don't you believe me? Even if the marriage is dissolved, the real alliance between our two families will not change. Your Uzumaki family is still the most staunch ally of our Senju family. No matter what happens, our Senju clan will definitely give you the strongest support. Seeing Senju Hashirama's youthful and somewhat exaggerated face, Uzumaki Ashina couldn't help but sigh. In fact, as early as when it came, he already had some expectations in his heart. Senju Hashirama's reputation is too great these years. In the ninja world, it is even believed that his strength is similar to that of the ancestor of the ninja, Sage of Six Paths. When he saw Senju Hashirama with his own eyes, advertisement, it confirmed his thoughts even more. Senju Hashirama just sat there. Just give him an unfathomable feeling? If it is not known that Senju Hashirama has no malice towards him, Uzumaki Ashina might turn around and leave. This feeling, like a hare before a lion. He feels that Senjo Hashirama is the tiger who controls his life, and he is a little white rabbit who is slaughtered. This feeling of being powerless to resist. It made him really uncomfortable. He just never thought of it. The child he held in his arms when he was a child. In just a few years, there is even a vague trend of being the #1 person in the world. The marriage contract between Senjo Hashirama and Uzumaki Mito has already been decided. But these years, the Senjo clan never took the initiative to mention this matter. It seems to have selectively ignored it. And since then, Uzumaki Ashina already felt something was wrong. When he heard that Senjo Hashirama's fame was growing, he even felt that the marriage contract between the two was unlikely to be completed. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 30 years in Hidong and 30 years in Hexi. Don't bully poor girls. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, brother. I can't see it. You still have a day of Zainki, and now you have the courage to break off the engagement with your sister-in-law Mito? I take back my previous opinion on you, Uchiha Madara. Hashirama? You should learn another Hashirama? A woman will only affect the speed at which you draw your sword. She will only make you weak. Is there so much time that cannot be used for cultivation? Uzumaki Mito, Uchiha Madara? There is no need for you to intervene in the matter of our husband and wife. Hashirama and I are husband and wife. What qualifications do you, an outsider, have to talk about the two of us? Senjo Hashirama, well, I think Mito is pretty nice, but sometimes she is a bit verbose and has a bad temper. Apart from that, there are no other shortcomings. Uzumaki Mito, Senjo Hashirama, you are not allowed to go home from today. When will you realize your own mistakes? When will you come back to me? Namikaze Minato, Mito-sama is indeed a member of the Uzumaki clan. His temper is exactly the same as that of Kushina. Uzumaki Kushina? Uzumaki Kushina, Namikaze Minato? What did you say? You repeat to me what you just said. Uzumaki Naruto, Mom, is she usually this fierce? Very scary. In addition to Senjo Hashirama, the most shocking thing is the overall strength of the Senjo clan. It's just been a few years. The overall spiritual outlook of the Senjo clan is different. Among the members of the Senjo clan who come and go, there are several people Uzumaki Ashina can't see the depth of their strength. And such a person, there are still many in the Senjo clan, this is the most terrifying thing for him. Okay, now that you've said that, Hashirama, there's nothing I can do if I don't agree. Mito's side, I will find a way to explain to her. I just hope you Senjo clan don't forget your promise. Finished speaking, Uzumaki Ashina glanced worriedly in the direction of the Uzumaki clan's entourage. Don't worry, Uncle Ashina. You know the reputation of our Senjo clan. We will not go back on what we say, and we will definitely abide by the agreement. Advertisement. Who agreed? I don't agree with your bullshit agreement. Have you asked my opinion about this marriage from the beginning to the end? A girl with a pink bun rushed out of the Uzumaki clan's entourage. Seeing this scene, Uzumaki Ashina opened his mouth. But suddenly, he thought of something again. He smiled wryly and did not continue speaking. Uzumaki Mito never thought. I'm just curious. Quietly followed his father Uzumaki Ashina to visit the Senjo clan. How could she encounter such an embarrassing thing for her? She is the daughter of the patriarch of the dignified Uzumaki clan. The princess of the Uzumaki family will be divorced? When Uzumaki Mito came, countless scenarios have been imagined. This alone was a situation that had never occurred to her. She knows. She is the daughter of the head of the Uzumaki clan. From the time she was born, many things were not up to her, including her own marriage. Since she was a child, she knew that she had a fiancé, but Uzumaki Mito has never been seen. So, when she learned that her father Uzumaki Ashina came to visit the Senjo clan, Uzumaki Mito quietly hid in the accompanying team. Want to see what her fiancé looks like? Before that, she had heard Senjo Hashirama's name from various sources. Outsiders call Senjo Hashirama a living legend. Advertisement. Future ninja god. The man who can end troubled times. Existence like sage of six paths. And all these titles made Uzumaki Mito arouse deep curiosity. She wanted to meet her future husband in person. But open your mouth. Uzumaki Mito was a little embarrassed again. After all, when I was a child, even a few years ago she herself had been extremely resistant to this marriage. To this end, she had a lot of conflicts with her father, Uzumaki Ashina. So she naturally has no face to say that she is going to see Senjo Hashirama. But as I grow older, Uzumaki Mito also knows what it means to be himself. There are some things she can't escape. In terms of marriage, I'm afraid she really can't make up her own mind. Uzumaki Mito who figured this out. I think if I can't make my own decisions, you can't pick someone you like to marry. At least this person can't be hated. So after thinking about it for a while, she still decided to quietly follow the accompanying team. Come and see what kind of person Senjo Hashirama really is. But Uzumaki Mito himself never thought of it. After coming here, she has not had time to meet Senjo Hashirama. This guy Senjo Hashirama actually said he wants to divorce? Do not know why. Advertisement. Uzumaki Mito felt very upset at the first moment. Even if you want to divorce, she should have brought it up first. And Senjo Hashirama proposed to divorce. Doesn't this mean that Senjo Hashirama doesn't like himself? Even if Senjo Hashirama didn't say this, but Uzumaki Mito always feels that there is such a meaning in it. So at this time, she couldn't bear it anymore and rushed out directly. Confront Senjo Hashirama and the others face to face. Seeing his daughter rushing out like this, Uzumaki Ashina also felt a headache. Mito, you step back first. I will explain this to you slowly later. Is there anything to explain? I have heard it clearly from beginning to end. With his hands on his hips, Uzumaki Mito stared at Senjo Hashirama angrily with wide eyes. Isn't it just that he looks a little more handsome and stronger? Other than that, isn't there anything particularly outstanding about this guy? After approaching, Uzumaki Mito looked Senjo Hashirama up and down again. Have to admit, among Uzumaki Mito's peers, Senjo Hashirama gave her the most mysterious feeling. What's the big deal? If you don't get this marriage, you won't get married, and I'm not too rare to get married. But you guy, your attitude is really uncomfortable. Even if the marriage contract between the two of us is voided, I should have brought it up first, not you. I'm going to make a bet with you now. I wonder if you dare. If you lose, then you should apologize to me and admit to outsiders that I first proposed to dissolve this engagement. Uzumaki Mito put his hands on his hips and said softly. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 38 Is your ceiling technique tickling me? Advertisement. If you insist on doing this, then I have nothing to do. However, if you lose, what price will you pay in exchange? Senju Hashirama said calmly. If I lose, I'll lend you the ceiling technique of the Uzumaki clan. After thinking for a long time, Uzumaki Mito could only think of this as a bet. Mito, you. Hearing that his daughter wanted to block the ceiling technique of the Uzumaki clan, Uzumaki Ashina just wanted to speak loudly to stop Uzumaki Mito, but on second thought, he himself dropped the idea again. Anyway, for the current Senju Hashirama, his strength has long been the number one in the entire ninja world, so, Uzumaki Ashina believes that the ceiling technique of the Uzumaki clan is not necessarily appreciated by him. Looking at the girl's angry look, Senju Hashirama only felt a burst of laughter in his heart. Unexpectedly, the daughter of the patriarch of the Uzumaki clan is so cute. Directly use their family's ability to suppress the bottom of the box as a bet? Senju Hashirama knows. Although the Uzumaki family has a strong physique, their chakra is also extremely rich, but they don't seem to be fighting Grandmaster. And the ceiling technique seems to be the most famous ninjutsu of their Uzumaki clan. Senju Butsuma standing aside also glanced suspiciously at his old friend. Before that, he even stated several times. Advertisement. In exchange for the ninjutsu treasured by the Senju clan, I hope I can watch the ceiling technique of the Uzumaki clan. But Uzumaki Ashina refused to let go. Did not expect. This time he actually agreed with his daughter to use this as a bet. Feeling the gaze of Senju Butsuma, Uzumaki Ashina knew what he was thinking. He was also very helpless. Although Senju Hashirama verbally agreed to continue to ally with their Uzumaki clan, but in fact, Uzumaki Ashina himself can't guarantee whether Senju Hashirama will keep his promise. The reason why the Uzumaki clan was able to have a firm alliance with the Senju clan before is that the most important thing is that the overall strength of the Senju family and the Uzumaki family is not much different. The addition of the Uzumaki clan, it plays a vital role for the Senju clan to fight against the Uchiha clan. But now, the strength of the two families has long been in a state of imbalance. The Uzumaki clan is of little value to the Senju clan, and the first time I saw Senju Hashirama from Uzumaki Ashina, he found out that the entire Senju clan has great respect for Senju Hashirama, even the elders of the Senju clan. Their attitude towards Senju Hashirama is also very respectful. At this point, couldn't see it at all when Senju Butsuma was the patriarch. He is on the body of Senju Hashirama. I even feel a strong ambition, coupled with the strength and prestige of Senju Hashirama today. Advertisement. Uzumaki Ashina believes that he must show the value of the Uzumaki clan, show his attitude as soon as possible and stand in line. Senju Hashirama. He really has the potential to become the man who will end this troubled world. According to Uzumaki Ashina's years of experience in knowing people, Senju Hashirama is definitely not a soft-hearted person. Once he really has the ability to end this troubled world, the enemy that stands in front of him, it will definitely be crushed by him without mercy. Senju Tobirama, brother, you should pray that the other one will be merciful to you. If he is rude to Mito, I'm afraid you will suffer. Uchiha Madara. The ceiling technique of the Uzumaki family is nothing more than that. Compared with the Sharinon of our Uchiha clan, the difference is many times worse. Hashirama, you should ally with Uchiha. Marry a Uchiha woman. Uzumaki Mito, Senju Hashirama, I tell you, another if I have been wronged, I will get it back from you 100 times and 1,000 times. Senju Hashirama, hey, what the hell is God responsible for it? What does this have to do with me? Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto, look carefully, Grandma Mito is not an ordinary person. She can be regarded as the most talented person in the Uzumaki clan for 100 years in sealing techniques. Take a good look at it, and it will also lay the foundation for you to learn the sealing technique at that time. Uzumaki Naruto, huh? Sealing technique? Can I learn it too? I have such talent? Namikaze Minato, hehe. Naruto, your mother is from the Uzumaki clan, so you naturally have the blood of the Uzumaki clan? Your family is born with the talent to learn the sealing technique? Orochimaru, what a pity, Kushina. Since you died, no one from the Uzumaki family can use the sealing technique completely. I have to say, this is a pity. This guy, standing opposite Senju Hashirama, Uzumaki Mito felt his hair stand on end. Her goosebumps are even more visible to the naked eye. Senju Hashirama is like a huge black hole, bottomless, gives a very strong impression. Now, Uzumaki Mito knows. It turns out that the rumors about Senju Hashirama in the ninja world are not false. Her father Uzumaki Ashina is already the strongest person he has ever seen, compared with the aura of Senju Hashirama in front of him. Advertisement. One day at a time, you bastard, be careful. My sealing technique is not an ordinary sealing technique. If I hurt you, I'm not responsible. Seeing Senju Hashirama's empty door wide open, standing casually, unknown anger rose in Uzumaki Mito's heart. This is too contemptible. She is also a well-known genius girl in the Uzumaki clan. Uzumaki Ashina even praised her as the strongest genius of the Uzumaki family for thousands of years. It's okay, just do your best. It's been a long time since I've experienced what it's like to be hurt. Since you've said that, don't blame me for being rude. Seeing that Senju Hashirama is still not defensive, Uzumaki Mito decided not to say more. Adamantine sealing chains. 8 huge golden chains swished from behind Uzumaki Mito. They're heading straight for Senju Hashirama. This is the strongest ninjutsu currently mastered by Uzumaki Mito. She doesn't intend to have any temptations. Use your ultimate move from the very beginning. What? You guy, you actually use your hands directly. Senju Hashirama waved his right hand forward lightly. The 8 chains shattered like foam. Your sealing technique, is this tickling me again? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 39 I don't want to marry a weak person as my wife. Advertisement. Uzumaki Ashina who was standing beside her was even more scalp tingling. Own daughter. He himself knows best, just talking about the aspect of sealing technique. He himself doesn't think he is more grandmaster than Uzumaki Mito, among the Uzumaki clan, except for a few limited masters of the older generation. Among his peers, Uzumaki Mito is already hard to beat. Even Uzumaki Ashina himself fought with Uzumaki Mito. I'm afraid he wouldn't dare to take it lightly, especially the adamantine sealing chain set of ninjutsu. Within the entire Uzumaki clan, I am afraid that few people will practice it successfully, and Senju Butsuma stood aside calmly. At the beginning of the battle, he already knew the outcome of the battle. How could Uzumaki Mito be his son's opponent? Not even Uzumaki Ashina is a match for Hashirama? A few years ago, Senju Butsuma can also feel the gap between himself and Senju Hashirama. But as Senju Hashirama grows stronger, he didn't know where his son's strength had reached at the moment. Senju Butsuma estimates. I am afraid his son's strength has already surpassed the ancestor of their clan, Ashira. I really admire her courage. She dared to attack Lord Hashirama. Tisk tisk tisk. It's also thanks to her challenging Master Hashirama, so that we can see such a wonderful battle. I can't remember when the last time Master Hashirama made a move. No matter how many times, every time I see Hashirama-sama make a move, I can feel so small. Perhaps Hashirama-sama is really the reincarnation of the gods? It's a gift from the gods to our Senju clan. Advertisement. Is this the Uzumaki family? It doesn't look like much. The strength is so weak. It's not that his strength is too weak. Hashirama-sama's strength is too strong. Uzumaki Mito and Senju Hashirama fight without cover? So, the first time the two of them appeared on the training ground, the entire Senju clan came to watch. They are also very curious. How dare someone challenge Senju Hashirama-sama? The discussions of the Senju people spread word by word from the surroundings to Uzumaki Mito's ears. This made her already ashamed and indignant, even more annoyed. She knows that there is a huge gap between herself and Senju Hashirama. But when we actually fight, only then did she realize that the reality was more cruel than she had imagined. And when she saw the faint smile on the face of Senju Hashirama standing opposite, Uzumaki Mito even felt that he was mocking himself. Damn, you bastard. Stop looking down on people. I haven't used my full strength just now. Senju Hashirama appreciates Uzumaki Mito's decisiveness. Uzumaki Mito knows that there is a huge gap with himself, so she gave up the idea of temptation at the beginning. He directly resorted to his strongest trick, adamantine sealing chains. But Senju Hashirama found that this ninjutsu seems to be not as powerful as I imagined. Brother seems to have become more black-bellied. Senju Tobirama stood aside and said speechlessly. When he saw the eager look on Senju Hashirama's face, he knew. Senju Hashirama makes this gesture. Advertisement. The purpose is to anger Uzumaki Mito. Let's hope Uzumaki Mito does his best. Senju Tobirama, I feel that the strength of this big brother may have exceeded my imagination. This physical fitness is almost catching up with the tailed beast. Uchiha Madara, I really feel some sympathy for the other. According to this progress, I am afraid that he will not be able to catch up with Hashirama in this life. Orochimaru, I smashed the strongest sealing technique of the Uzumaki family, the diamond chain. It is estimated that the strength of this Shode has exceeded all of our imaginations. Senju Hashirama, Tobirama, I think you should pay more attention to my big brother when you have time. Help me think about it. How should I explain it to Mito? Fourth Raikage, now I have some sympathy for the ninjas of another era. There is such a first Hokage, I'm afraid they will never be able to make it in their lifetime. Luoshet, I'm only worried about one thing now, the first Kaze Kage of our village, can he survive until the establishment of the village? Uzumaki Kushina, I didn't expect the Shode in this time and space to be so pervert. Grandma Mito has used the diamond chains and even his skin can't be broken. Seeing the diamond chains that are more powerful than before, Senju Hashirama nodded in satisfaction. Really, human potential is endless. Look, I'm so excited. Didn't the girl on the opposite side explode immediately? However, just with this level, it's still hard to make me serious. Senju Hashirama sighed softly, and this time, he even gave up defense. Let the chains of the diamond chain hit his body. Careful. Uzumaki Mito, who saw this scene, her eyeballs are about to pop out. She could never have imagined the person opposite to be so arrogant, facing her diamond chains. Advertisement. Not even willing to take a defensive stance. She knows, even the legendary nine-tailed beasts, they can only bow their heads in the face of the diamond chains of their own Uzumaki clan. But what happened next? It directly subverted Uzumaki Mito's three views. The moment the diamond chain is close to Senju Hashirama's body, they all stopped. They made a buzzing sound, but they just didn't move forward. Looks like a shivering puppy. Uzumaki Mito, who saw this scene, reacted now. Diamond chains are actually afraid of Senju Hashirama. With a light wave, the Vajra chains were taken back. Uzumaki Mito sat on the ground limply. On her at the moment, there is no extra energy left. Just now, she used up all her strength. Can I ask, why did you call off the engagement? Uzumaki Mito has never had this kind of experience since childhood. How could someone take the initiative to reject her? Well, actually, I don't dislike you. Only, it's just that you are too weak. I don't want to marry a weak person as my wife. Touching his chin, Senju Hashirama said seriously. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 40 The sky cleared and the rain stopped. Uchiha Madara felt that he was doing well again. Advertisement. When Uzumaki Mito heard this, she was completely blown away. I'm weak. She thought of any reason, but never thought Senju Hashirama actually used this reason as an excuse. Finally, still under the comfort of Senju Butsuma and Uzumaki Ashina, this avoids a war without gunpowder smoke? Hey, women are really troublesome. What I said is the truth. Is there anything wrong? Looking at the figures of Uzumaki Ashina and the others going away, Senju Hashirama said helplessly, and Senju Tobirama standing aside. After hearing this sentence, he was even more speechless. Senju Tobirama, it seems that no matter the big brothers in that world, their thinking is somewhat unique. Uchiha Madara, as expected of Hashirama, the idea is exactly the same as mine. Harano Sakura, terrible Shode. His thinking is really too straight. As time goes by, Senju Hashirama also remembered his promise with Uchiha Madara. He came again to the place where he met Uchiha Madara for the first time. Hashirama, I finally caught up with you. Now I am qualified to walk side by side with you, on an equal footing. Staring at Senju Hashirama opposite, Uchiha Madara's mouth evoked a deep smile. Now he has also become the patriarch of the Uchiha clan, and all this. Advertisement. Senju Hashirama also played an extremely important role in it. These few years, Senju Hashirama is constantly fighting against himself, and provided myself with a lot of ideas for cultivation. That's why I can grow so fast. Otherwise, Madara doesn't think she can be the head of the Uchiha clan? Congratulations. I didn't expect this day to come sooner than I thought. Seeing that the partners who were together have finally come to this step, Senju Hashirama is also happy for him from the bottom of his heart. At the same time, this also means that your plans can be better realized. Uchiha Madara feels high-spirited at the moment. Although not as exaggerated as Senju Hashirama, he has become the patriarch of the Senju clan a few years ago, but I can also be regarded as the Uchiha clan in history, the youngest patriarch ever. So, thinking of this, Uchiha Madara still can't help but feel proud from the heart. Hashirama, according to our agreement, I have become the patriarch of the Uchiha clan. Next, we should proceed to the next step. With hands folded on chest, Uchiha Madara said confidently standing across the river. Oh, so, since you took the initiative to raise this matter, then it seems that you are very confident in yourself. Senju Hashirama said with a smile. Hashirama, do you think I'm the same as before? In the past few years, what have I experienced? You definitely don't know, but I have confidence in myself. I've already surpassed who I used to be. Think of your own hidden killer. Advertisement. Uchiha Madara felt like he was doing it again, thinking about my past few years. Uchiha Madara felt sad for a while. In order to keep up with Senju Hashirama, in the past few years, I have never given up and moved forward. When others are practicing, he is practicing. When others eat, he is also practicing. For this moment today, since you have said so, it seems that you have made a different breakthrough. Otherwise, you can't talk to me so confidently. Senju Hashirama couldn't help but take a serious look at Uchiha Madara. For your own strength. Although he hasn't fully revealed it in recent years, but Uchiha Madara should be aware of the gap between them. So he was able to stand in front of him with such confidence and say these words. Doesn't that mean he has also made a lot of breakthroughs in the past few years? Senju Tobirama, the sky is clear and the rain has stopped. The big Madara-san thinks he's doing it again? Fourth Raikage, don't know this Uchiha Madara. He will lose to the first Hokage in front of him in a few strokes. Luosha, I guess it might be another spike. Although this Uchiha Madara is improving faster than ours, but the man he faced, he is improving faster. Oniki, I really can't imagine how confident this Uchiha Madara is. He dares to provoke first Hokage again? Orochimaru, the first Hokage of this world may be stronger than the first Hokage of our world. Poor Uchiha Madara. I hope he doesn't lose too badly. Uchiha Madara, you guys, none of you have seen my true strength. How do you know if the other me will make a bigger breakthrough? Judging the winner or loser of the competition now, this is too hasty. Senju Tobirama, Fourth Raikage, Luoshe, Oniki, Orochimaru: Senju Tobirama, Madara, as long as you are happy. Advertisement. Hashirama, feel the power of the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Madara hands in mudra. The windmill in the pupil is spinning rapidly. Immediately afterwards, a huge purple samurai in armor appeared in an empty field. Feel my new power. Uchiha Madara said with high spirits. Susanoo, this is his newly developed trick. In the past few years of continuous exploration, he had no choice but to discover a fact. To defeat Senju Hashirama, I'm afraid he can only start with his pupil technique. In terms of ninjutsu, he is completely incomparable with Senju Hashirama's chakra. Plus Senju Hashirama owns wood style. He has no advantage. As for gymnastics, he can't see any hope either. So after much deliberation, coupled with the records in the family, he found that the only advantage he had over Senju Hashirama was his pupil technique. Madara, I really didn't misread you. You are the only one who can catch up with me in this world. If we say that the person who is most likely to defeat me in the future, then this person must be you. Feel the surging power from the purple warrior. Senju Hashirama also praised Uchiha Madara from the bottom of his heart. Uchiha Madara has lived up to his expectations in recent years. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 41 Susanoo, do you know the power of wood style? Advertisement. Standing above the head of Susanoo forming a giant samurai, Uchiha Madara is also somewhat proud. Among the present-day Uchiha clan, only he himself sent Mangekyo Sharinon to such an extent. Even his father Uchiha Tajima, although also awakened Mangekyo Sharinon. But he can't use Susanoo's move. The amount of pupil power and chakra required by Susanoo is enormous. Even if Uchiha Madara told Uchiha Tajima how to use Susanoo, Uchiha Tajima can't use it smoothly either, and he himself is completely different. Within a few years of awakening Mangekyo Sharinon, he's already been able to free Susanoo's full body. Presumably, even if Senju Hashirama uses the previous wood style, it is also impossible to defeat myself so easily. Touching his chin, Senju Hashirama looked Susanoo up and down again, nodded. He also recognized Susanoo's powers. Senju Hashirama has never seen Susanoo's move. About Susanoo, he was also only seen in previous records of the Senju and Uchiha clans. But when he saw this huge purple warrior in person, he still has something to marvel at the power of the Mangekyo Sharinon. Hashirama, come on. I've been waiting for this moment. It's been too long. Advertisement. Come and have a hearty battle with me. Uchiha Madara only felt that the blood in his body was boiling at this moment. He has worked hard for so long. For this moment today, he can stand upright in front of Senju Hashirama. Come to a real battle with him? Lockley? Ooh. This is youth, Madara-senpai, you are so admirable. Might Guy, Xiaoli, after seeing the performance of Senior Madara today, I realized that our previous efforts were nothing. This is the real blood, this is the real youth. Tian Tian, it's so scary. It seems that idiots will be infected. Senju Hashirama, ha ha ha, Madara, you see what I said is right, Konoha is your real home, the juniors and young people in the village, they have all been infected by your will. Namikaze Minato, I don't know what the result of this battle between Shodai and Senior Madara is, to be able to witness a showdown between Woodstyle and Mangekyo Sharinon, what a blessing, Orochimaru, hee. 4th generation. I'm afraid this battle will end soon. Although Uchiha Madara's progress is fast, the man he is facing is progressing even faster. Tsunade, the current Uchiha Madara, even the grandfather a few years ago may not be able to win, let alone the current grandfather. I even think that the grandfather of another world, maybe he has surpassed him in this world. Madara, as my best friend and as my most respected opponent, I will definitely go all out in this battle, and there will be no spare power. Taking a serious look at Uchiha Madara opposite, Senju Hashirama is ready to pull out his best this time? If you pour water like before, that would be disrespect not only to Uchiha Madara, but also to this fight. He knew that his little friend, for this moment today. How long have you been preparing? Hashirama, do your best. Don't show any mercy. If you die by your hands, then you can only blame me for being too weak. You don't need to blame yourself. Uchiha Madara said excitedly. As a member of the Uchiha clan, the word fighting seems to be deeply engraved in their bones. Advertisement. Keep practicing and fight with stronger people. This is what Uchiha Madara has been striving for. Wood-style wooden golem jutsu. Hearing this, the ground under Senju Hashirama's feet rolled and the rocks cracked. A gigantic wooden arhat slowly lifted into the air. Originally a clear sky, the cloudless sky darkened. Uchiha Madara stared at the huge wooden golem that was more than 3 times the size of Susanoo in front of him. The intense sunlight shone on him, but Uchiha Madara felt that it was as cold as December winter. Even though he was full of confidence, he felt that someone had poured cold water on him. What is this? He swallowed. If you have a full stomach. Now it's all stuck in my throat. Can't say a word. His Susanoo against Senju Hashirama's wooden golem. Looks helpless like a baby. Just condensing Susanoo exhausted the chakra and pupil power of my Taipan? How much chakra does this gigantic wooden golem on the opposite side cost? Just think about it. Uchiha Madara felt a tingling scalp. And seeing Senju Hashirama not blushing or panting, it looks like nothing happened. He is even more shocked by the sea-like chakra of Senju Hashirama. Hateful. Gritting his teeth, Uchiha Madara decided to launch his own attack on Senju Hashirama. The purple warrior at his feet pulled out the giant knife at his waist. Advertisement. Shua sound. There were bursts of sonic booms in the air. Layer after layer, the white waves visible to the naked eye burst like ripples on the lake. Among the huge roar, the purple warrior slashed hard at the giant wooden golem. Sparkling. The sound of barking came from above the blade. How is this possible? Uchiha Madara's pupils shrank to the size of a needlepoint. He saw clearly. Wooden golem slashed by Susanoo. There was not even a trace left on the surface of his body. For myself Susanoo's strength. Uchiha Madara is still confident, but the occurrence of this scene in front of him still exceeded the worst idea in his mind. Madara, let's end it. Being able to make me use this trick is enough to make you proud. With the opening of Senju Hashirama, the wooden golem under his feet gently stretched out his huge palm. Crack sound. Susanoo's body was like shards of glass, cracked one by one. In this instant, the two will decide the winner. Uchiha Madara's Susanoo lost to Woodstyle, and at this moment, the audience in the live broadcast room who watched the complete battle was even more silent. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 42 Is there an eternal Mangekyo Sharinon? Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, brother, is your Woodstyle so pervert? Senju Hashirama, are you kidding? The Woodstyle wooden golem jutsu I use now is estimated to be only 1/3 of its size at most. This is indeed a bit too pervert. Uchiha Madara, unexpectedly, the other I have been cultivating so hard, but I still can't keep up with the speed at which Hashirama's strength has improved. Orochimaru, no way, chakra, which is comparable to a tailed beast, coupled with Woodstyle ninjutsu, maybe only the sage of 6 paths can survive this Senju Hashirama. Namikaze Minato, in such a comparison, the power of Woodstyle far exceeds that of Sharinon. Shimura Danzo, I already have Sharinon, if I want to get Woodstyle again. I'm afraid that in the entire ninja world, no one will be my opponent. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo, don't forget your identity. I didn't expect that I practiced so hard. The gap between us is not only not getting smaller, but getting bigger and bigger. Hashirama, lying on the ground after the Great War. Uchiha Madara looked at the sky and said with a wry smile. He ushered in his fiasco again. And this time the defeat was worse than before. This is what makes him feel very helpless. He thought, I have cultivated the full body form of Susanoo. It is impossible to lose so badly like a few years ago, but the result still exceeded his expectations. These few years. More than once he thought of challenging Senju Hashirama, but every time he thinks he is not fully sure, so he put up with his own thoughts. Advertisement. But I didn't expect. Take on the challenge with confidence. But the result has not changed in any way. Senju Hashirama lifted wooden golem jutsu. He jumped from the air and picked up Uchiha Madara who was lying on the ground. Madara, actually, you are already very strong. In the entire ninja world, I am afraid that only you can let me use Woodstyle with all my strength. Only you can continue to practice and defeat me. Holding Senju Hashirama's shoulders, Uchiha Madara felt speechless. This guy, are you praising me, or are you praising yourself? Although Senju Hashirama's words are not very pleasant, but Uchiha Madara also thinks what he said is true. Do not say Senju Hashirama. Even Uchiha Madara herself. Now he can't find a few people who can be his opponents in the entire ninja world. I heard that the patriarch of the Uzumaki clan wanted to marry his daughter to you some time ago. You actually have a fiancé. Why haven't I heard from you? Randomly found an open space. Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama sat down. Well, I also learned about this from my father. When I was just born, he made such a marriage contract for me. But I have cancelled this engagement. I have no interest in marrying a woman who has no feelings for me. After hearing what Senju Hashirama said, Uchiha Madara seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. Advertisement. The Uzumaki clan doesn't have many good things. Your fiancée, I've heard of her reputation before. It doesn't seem to be very good, bad temper, arrogant and unreasonable. If you marry such a woman, it will definitely affect your cultivation. Hashirama, it's a good thing you cancelled your marriage with the Uzumaki clan. This kind of woman, she is definitely not suitable for you. Fourth Raikage, how do I feel? The relationship between Uchiha Madara and First Hokage is a bit weird. He seems to be very disgusted that First Hokage married Uzumaki Mito. Terumime, I also have this premonition. There seems to be something wrong with these two people. Harano Sakura, agreed. Yamanaka Ino, I agree. Hayagawa Hinata, I agree too. Madara, don't talk about this, it's all small things. Senju Hashirama shook his head. You Mangekyo Sharingan's ascent is a little too fast. Did you often use Mangekyo Sharingan's pupil technique in recent years? Senju Hashirama said in a deep voice. If this continues, I'm afraid your eyes will go blind. After hearing what he said, Uchiha Madara was silent for a while before speaking slowly. No way, Hashirama, you know my character. If there is a way to become stronger, then I will spare no effort to become stronger. Standing still, this is not the life I want. Besides strengthening the research on Mangekyo Sharingan and improving my pupil power, I don't know any other way to become stronger, strong enough to stand side by side with you. We still have this common ideal. We are partners. How can I let you carry our ideal alone? Senju Hashirama looked at the stubborn Uchiha Madara and sighed. So, Hashirama, you don't have to persuade me. I know the consequences of continuing to use these eyes, but this is the path I chose. No matter how difficult it is, I will continue to go. Advertisement. Uchiha Madara said with a firm face. Madara, I didn't mean to stop you. It's just that you don't have to be too pessimistic. Things may turn around that you can't imagine. I've checked the literature of the clan. Your Uchiha clan is above Mangekyo Sharingan, and there should be a more powerful pupil technique. Pulling a scroll from his pocket, Senju Hashirama handed it over. Just swipe a little bit. Uchiha Madara finished reading the content recorded on the scroll. No, this method is too evil. I cannot do it. He didn't expect there to be such a thing as Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. But the way to activate Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is too cruel. Not even Uchiha Madara can stand this. Open Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan who needs one's closest relatives. Only two pairs of Mangekyo Sharingan of similar blood become one. This will enable the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And the probability is not 100% can be opened. The closer the blood relationship between the two, the higher the success rate. Doesn't this mean that I have to do something to the eyes of my own people? Could it even be the eyes of his own father or brother Uchiha Izuna? For Uchiha Madara. Totally unacceptable? After all, he practiced so desperately just to protect his brother. If this happens, isn't it putting the cart before the horse? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 43 You don't want to pick my eyes, do you? Advertisement. Luosha, I didn't expect that. The majestic ninja Shura. He actually has such a loving and righteous side. It seems that the records in the ninja world are not entirely true. Fourth Raikage, it seems that my misunderstanding of Uchiha Madara was too deep. A person who can care about his brother so much, no matter how bad he is, he won't be much worse. Senju Tobirama, this family is born with evil from the bones? Such a terrifying method of opening eyes can only be done by people of their clan? Senju Hashirama, Tobirama. Your prejudice against Madara is too deep. Uchiha Madara, Izuna. If it weren't for my brother's eyes, I'm afraid I would be blind by now. Orochimaru, interesting. So Mangekyo Sharingan is not the end yet? On top of Mangekyo Sharingan, there is such a thing as Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Shimura Danzo, Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan? I must get it. Uchiha Sasuke, is that why he spared my life? No wonder. I see. I will make you repent for what you did in hell. Jiraiya, Tsunade, if you do it, can you cure Mangekyo Sharingan's blindness? Tsunade, I can't do this. I'm afraid there is no medical ninja in the entire ninja world who can do this. Mangekyo Sharingan will cause blindness, which is equivalent to a distant disease that is bounded by blood inheritance. There is currently no any means to improve this. Fourth Hokage, perhaps this is a combination of advantages and disadvantages. While gaining great power, you also need to pay some price. Seeing the lost look of Uchiha Madara, Senju Hashirama decides to drop a bombshell. Madara, in fact, there may be some way to save your situation. Perhaps, I have a way to alleviate your blindness. These words of Senju Hashirama, in the heart of Uchiha Madara, it is equivalent to throwing a boulder in a calm lake and blowing it up. You also know that the Senju family has always been known for their strong physique, and my wood style represents vitality. The Senju family and the Uchiha family are brothers from the source. So, I thought my wood style might be able to treat your eyes. Advertisement. Thinking of my continuous verification and speculation over the past few years, Senju Hashirama has said these things with 90% certainty. Senju Hashirama let go of his palm. A small sapling is lying quietly on it. However, this is just my guess. Maybe useful for Sharingan in general, but I don't know if it's useful for Mangekyo Sharingan. It's okay, Hashirama, things have come to this point, and they can't get any worse. I'm already prepared to go blind. I'd rather go blind myself than have my father's or Izuna's eye transplanted. It's amazing that you can give me hope in this desperate time. Uchiha Madara smiled dumbly and said indifferently. Seeing that Uchiha Madara is not too upset, Senju Hashirama nodded secretly. This is the Uchiha Madara he is familiar with. No matter what kind of desperation or difficulty you face, never give up easily. He will never be defeated easily. Madara, this is actually just a hypothesis of mine. In recent years, the speed of my strength improvement has become slower and slower. So I am also trying to improve my strength, hoping that I can become stronger. After hearing what Senju Hashirama said, Uchiha Madara showed a speechless look on his face. Advertisement. Is your strength improving still slow? But in a blink of an eye, Uchiha Madara also wanted to understand why Senju Hashirama had such an idea. Perhaps because of this. That's why he was able to achieve what he is today, never satisfied with the status quo, always longing for a higher landscape. If our two bloodlines come from the same root, then naturally there won't be much repulsion. So maybe my wood style can be transplanted on your body. Even, I can activate the Sharingan. After these words were spoken, let Uchiha Madara understand how crazy Senju Hashirama is in front of him. Looking at the longing in Senju Hashirama's eyes, Uchiha Madara felt a chill down his back. If you don't know Senju Hashirama well, he even thought that Senju Hashirama wanted to cut out his Sharingan and transplant it to himself. Senju Hashirama, since seeing Uchiha Madara use Mangekyo Sharingan for the first time, he already had this idea in his heart. If Susanoo of Mangekyo Sharingan added her own wood style, thinking of wooden golem wearing a huge purple armor, Senju Hashirama has some expectations for the future, with his strength. Want to further improve. It is indeed difficult, but Senju Hashirama can't help it either. Advertisement. As long as there is any possibility to improve your own strength, he is willing to try. Orochimaru, a genius idea? Unexpectedly, Master First Hokage in that world would have such a crazy side. I feel more in tune with me. Senju Tobirama, wood style plus Mangekyo Sharingan? Why didn't I think of this before? It's really a good idea. Tsunade, according to Grandpa's idea, there is indeed such a possibility. Maybe wood style will really help the Mangekyo Sharingan of the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Obito, hihi, how can there be such a simple thing? Wood style plus Sharingan. This is not as simple as 1 plus 1 is greater than 2. Once any accident occurs, this experiment will not be successful. Looking at Uchiha Obito's disdainful face beside him, Black Zetsu just felt very speechless. The reason why your wood style didn't work, that's because your wood style is too weak. When Uchiha Madara restored your body, I never thought of teaching you the complete wood style. The wood style you use is simply a defective product. Uchiha Obito only feels, in this world, wood style combined with Sharingan. This combination can only be successful if you are the savior. Others just do this experiment. It will definitely be the result of failure. It is impossible for them to have the fate of a savior like themselves. He only thinks that he is the unique existence in this world. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 43 summoned by the daimyo of the Land of Fire. The Senju family is too strong. Advertisement. Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara looked at each other. Then they all laughed out loud. Who would have thought? At first the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan. Can the two soft-spoken teenagers get to where they are today step by step? Hashirama, our dream may not be long before it comes true. Staring at the white clouds floating overhead, Uchiha Madara sighed. I never doubted that day would come. I have confidence in myself, and I also have confidence in you. Senju Hashirama had a confident smile on his face. The screen changed. Country of Fire. Inside the Daiming Mansion, the daimyo of the Land of Fire lay on his bed. At this moment, he was frowning and looking at the letter in his hand. You said that the Senju clan refused to send additional personnel to the Land of Wind. I remember that the size of their family has expanded a lot in recent years. With such a big family, aren't even a few ninjas willing to send reinforcements. Thinking of the development of the Senju family over the past few years, Daiming felt a little headache. The originally beautiful mood was also destroyed. What annoys him the most now is hearing any news from the Senju clan. In his eyes, whether it is the Senju family or other families. Advertisement. It's just a dog under his hands. But now the dog of the Senju family is getting out of control. There is a vague tendency to threaten his master. This subordinate doesn't know. Why don't you wait for Hashirama-sama to come and discuss it with him? The person delivering the message carefully looked up at the daimyo. He quickly lowered his head again. Some time ago, when a servant from the Daiming Mansion was pouring tea, accidentally knocked over the teacup. In the end, he was beaten to death by the daimyo. A lesson from the past, a teacher from behind. He didn't want to anger this moody and tyrannical daimyo at this critical moment. Whether it's the daimyo in front of you or Senju Hashirama, the status of these two people are unattainable to him. So he might as well just kick the ball out. Let the daimyo decide this matter for himself. Well, I know about this. You should step back first. A cold light flashed in his eyes, and the daimyo waved his hand. Senju Hashirama? Senju Hashirama? Think of these 4 words. Daiming felt both anger and helplessness in his heart. Before Senju Hashirama became the patriarch of the Senju clan, the Senju clan never disobeyed his orders. No matter what the daimyo wants the Senju clan to do, the Senju clan will do what he wants. But after Senju Hashirama became the patriarch of the Senju clan, all this has changed. The point is that the daimyo can't think of any way to restrain Senju Hashirama. He has personally seen the scene where Senju Hashirama performed wood style. Advertisement. For that scene, Daiming promises that he will never forget it in his life. Thinking of the wooden golem that covers the sky, daimyo still feels that her legs are weak. He can't imagine. For that kind of power like a god, what kind of way can defeat him? If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, he wouldn't have believed that it was the power that humans can possess. Among the ninjas the daimyo saw, no one else has the power to come close to Senju Hashirama. This is also the most troublesome point for daimyo right now. The Senju clan is too strong, but, thinking of the advice someone gave him a few days ago, daimyo couldn't help but feel a little bit moved. Perhaps, can let them try their method? Come here. Pass my message immediately. Notify Senju Hashirama, the patriarch of the Senju clan, to meet the daimyo. I have something important to discuss with him. Senju Tobirama. The name of the Land of Fire is still so stupid. For his face, no matter how many times I look at it again, I still feel disgusted. Uchiha Madara, if Hashirama hadn't stopped me back then, he would have been the ghost of my sword. How could he still live until Konoha was established? Senju Hashirama, Madara, although the daimyo has some problems with his personality, I believe he is still thinking about the people of the Land of Fire. Otherwise he would not agree with us to establish Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen, I agree with Shode on this point. If it wasn't for the support of daimyo in the Third Ninja World War, we, Konoha, might not be able to survive the end of the war. Orochimaru, teacher Sarutobi. Doesn't your conscience ache when you say such things? Why the Third Ninja World War started, you must know yourself, and who will benefit from the victory of this war, don't you understand? Uzumaki Kushina, no matter how many times I watch it again, the faces of you politicians are still so disgusting. Tsunade, speaking of which, Minato became Hokage after the Third Ninja World War. Hey take Kakashi, the fate of the ninja is really sad. Perhaps from the very beginning, the profession of ninja should not have existed. Uchiha Obito, Kakashi, you are still so hypocritical? Obviously nothing can be changed, so don't say such things again. Advertisement. Looking at the staff of the Daiming Mansion trembling in front of them to deliver a message, Senju Hashirama raised an eyebrow. Okay, it's nothing, you can go back first. I'm packing up, and I'm going to the Daming mansion to meet the Daming immediately. After listening to his words, the man gritted his teeth and insisted. Master Hashirama, you'd better go with me. The daimyo said, if I'm the only one going back this time, then I don't have to go back. This is not the first time a daimyo has summoned Senju Hashirama. However, during the many summons by the daimyo, Senju Hashirama has basically never been there. Okay, if this is the case, then I will go to the Daming mansion with you. Seeing the restraining eyes from Senju Tobirama beside him, Senju Hashirama shook his head. He knew what Senju Tobirama wanted to tell him. The relationship between the daimyo prefecture and the Senju clan, already in a tense stage. Both parties know that sooner or later there will be conflicts and contradictions between each other. It's just a matter of time. And at this juncture, the daimyo suddenly summoned Senju Hashirama for an audience. I'm afraid it's not on Anne's mind. But Senju Hashirama didn't care at all. How can the gods care about the opinions of mortals? And he went to Daming mansion this time just to solve the matter of Daming. Regarding the arrangement of the Fire Country daimyo, he already had a plan in his heart. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 44 The Shimura clan and the Sarutobi clan take refuge. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, the name of this country of fire. He is really looking for death, the big brother of this world. He doesn't look like he is easy to talk. Uchiha Madara, hehe. A daimyo is not enough to die 10,000 times? An ordinary person without any power, how can he sit on it? Orochimaru, if it is Master First Hokage in our world, he probably won't make any dangerous moves, but Shode in another world, it's hard to say. It seems that there will be a good show. Uzumaki Naruto, what is the daimyo? Do they have such high status and power? Uchiha Sasuke, you idiot. Even if you sleep in class, you can't even know common sense. Haruno Sakura, Naruto, after the viewing comparison system is over, I will give you a good lesson. It's really embarrassing for you to be like this. Tsunade, this kid is nothing like the 4th generation. I remember when the 4th generation was in school, he did very well in cultural subjects. His behavior gave me a sense of Jiraiya. Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto. Mom, let me explain to you. Daimyo, how should I put it? He is the highest ranking person in the Fire Country. Even Hokage doesn't have much right to speak in front of him. The audience in the live broadcast room can also see it at this moment. There might be a battle between Senju Hashirama and the daimyo. Certainly. It should be an all-round Senju Hashirama crushing daimyo. They can't imagine. What cards does this daimyo have that can benefit from Senju Hashirama's hands? This first Hokage Senju Hashirama is really not human? After the people from Daming Mansion left the hall, Senju Tobirama stepped forward with a heavy face and said, Brother, it seems that the Daming Mansion can't help but want to do something to you. For this invitation, he must have bad intentions. Their father, Senju Butsuma, also joined in. Yeah, Hashirama, I'm afraid it's been a day or two since the daimyo had a problem with our Senju clan. Advertisement. When I was the patriarch of the Senju clan, the conflict might not have been so serious. Although the Senju clan is also very powerful, the daimyo is afraid of us, but he thinks that our Senju clan is still within the controllable range. After you became the patriarch of the Senju clan, the outside world's recognition of you is too high. I am afraid. Although Senju Butsuma didn't finish his sentence, but he meant, everyone knows, even if the daimyo has an opinion on Master Hashirama, so what? A mere mortal is not the slightest threat to Master Hashirama. He keeps saying that our Senju clan is becoming more and more disobedient, but these years, which of the territory that the Kingdom of Fire has expanded, which one was not made by our Senju clan hard work? Among the crowd, an unusually young face spoke. His eyes are filled with ecstatic reverence for Senju Hashirama. In the new generation of the Senju family, Senju Hashirama is already a god in their hearts. Even if Senju Hashirama let them die, I'm afraid they will implement this without any surprise. Everyone, don't worry. Regarding this action, I already know it in my heart. I've been silent for too long in the past few years, so many people may have forgotten me. Senju Hashirama. The windmill of history has begun to turn, and what happens next will be wonderful. Everyone, would you like to take a look at the scenery ahead with me? After listening to Senju Hashirama, the faces of everyone in the field changed suddenly. Immediately afterwards, fanatic expressions appeared on their faces. Advertisement. A few times, they immediately got down on one knee, generation after generation, willing to go through fire and water for Master Hashirama, and the visitors from Daming Mansion standing outside the door. Naturally, he also heard the deafening sound outside. His face changed, but it wasn't long before it was back to normal. I'm afraid the Kingdom of Fire is about to change this time, but what did it matter to him? He's just an ordinary guy. Whether it's the daimyo winning this time or Senju Hashirama winning this time, it didn't have much effect on him. It is meaningless to avoid people from being replaced. Hehe, my lord, don't worry. As long as Senju Hashirama dares to come this time, we will call him back and forth. As for his strength, I have long wanted to ask for advice. Yeah, Daimyo-sama, don't worry. With the two of us here, Senju Hashirama can't do anything. I would like to see if he is really as scary as the outside world brags. Hearing the two people in front of me say this, the expression on the daimyo's face eased a bit, although the power of the ninja is very strong. Advertisement. But presumably, the gap between them should not be too big. The two patriarchs can rest assured. As long as Senju Hashirama is successfully resolved, I will immediately give you the territory and resources of the Senju clan. Also, the things that wiped out the Senju clan this time can be your trophies. Heard that? Excited expressions appeared on the faces of these two people. Isn't that what they came here for? Thank you, daimyo. We, the Sarutobi, Shimura, clan, will die for you. Everyone in the live broadcast room who saw this scene, they all had weird expressions on their faces, and the faces of 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen and Shimura Danzo. At this moment, it was as dark as the bottom of a pot. 4th Raikage, ha 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 ha. It's really interesting, and I'm looking forward to the future development. Luo Shap, the Sarutobi clan and the Shimura clan teamed up to deal with 1st Hokage, which is a bit interesting. Orochimaru, how should I put it? Should it be said that it is the Sensei's family and the Danzo's family? The way of acting is really similar to them. Senju Tobirama, it seems, people from these two big families are not very smart, actually want to do something to the elder brother. Uzumaki Mito, heh. This is not the first time they have done this kind of thing. If it wasn't for the softness of Hashirama here, they would have died on the battlefield long ago. Senju Hashirama, Mito, you can't say that. After all, Konoha was just founded, and I don't think they are bad people. Maybe it was just the spur of the moment, so I didn't kill them at the beginning. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 45 ordinary punch. Destruction. Advertisement. For the division of power among ninjas in the ninja world. The daimyo is not very clear, but the Shimura clan and the Sarutobi clan who are both ninjas, they should know very well, since they have all said so. Presumably they do have a way to deal with Senju Hashirama and the Senju clan behind him. Well, the two patriarchs have said so I can rest assured. Senju Hashirama is up to you to deal with. If it succeeds, my promise to the two of you will naturally be fulfilled as promised. If it fails, the daimyo didn't finish his sentence, but the two already understood that the result of failure would definitely not be any better. Even if Senju Hashirama spared them both, the daimyo will not let them go. Your Majesty, don't worry. Senju Hashirama, as long as you dare to come, the two of us will make him come and go. The two looked at each other. They all showed a winning smile. The two of them are very confident in their cards. In order to capture this terrifying creature, the two families paid the lives of many people in the Kingdom of Wind. Although the technology is still somewhat immature, but they don't think it's a big deal. Thinking of the destructive scene created by that horrible creature, they feel that this action is more sure. Sarutobi Hiruzen, Danzo, do you Shimura have any special skills that I don't know about pressing the bottom of the box? Or did your family ever produce some particularly powerful blood successor boundary? Advertisement. Shimura Danzo, no. I have never found any particularly powerful ninjas in the family history. How about you? Sarutobi Hiruzen, neither do I. Fourth Raikage, Your Excellency Third Hokage, I have to admire your predecessors, they are so courageous. Oniki, hehe. The Sarutobi family and the Sarutobi family are able to survive from the Sengoku era to the present. I have to say that it is indeed a bit of luck. Orochimaru, I seem to have guessed, what is the source of these two patriarchs' confidence and confidence? Uzumaki Naruto, what are you doing? At first I thought Hokage was the highest ranking person in Fire Nation. It turns out that Hokage is not the highest status person in the Land of Fire. Uchiha Madara, Junior, once Hokage did have a chance to become the highest status person in this country, it's just that your Hokage gave up. Senju Hashirama, hehe. I haven't seen you for several years, Your Excellency Hashirama is still as handsome as ever. As expected of the number one person in the world today, Daimyo slowly drank the tea in his cup. He said with a smile, although he tried to put on a calm expression on his face, but Senju Hashirama still detected the tension in the daimyo's heart from his slightly trembling hands. Calm, I must calm down. Daimyo is currently brainwashing himself crazily in his own mind. He didn't think of it himself. Years passed. When meeting Senju Hashirama again, his performance was still so unbearable. Just sitting next to Senju Hashirama, all the big names feel. It was as if my throat was pinched by a huge palm. Even a look from Senju Hashirama. He felt his heart beat a little faster. This nervous feeling prompted him to keep asking the servants beside him to add water to him. Not long after. Advertisement. He just drank pot after pot of tea. The daimyo didn't speak. Senju Hashirama didn't take the initiative to say anything either. He just sat in his seat, drinking the tea in his cup slowly. In this embarrassing and dangerous atmosphere, daimyo also felt that his patience had reached a limit. Turning his head slightly, he gave the person behind him a look. Hands. After a roar, Daming immediately stood up and trotted all the way. Are you kidding me? He is the most honorable person in the Fire Nation. What if these ninjas accidentally hurt him? So he must leave here first. As for the battle between these ninjas, then leave it to them to figure it out. Swish swish swish. There were a few piercing sounds. Immediately afterwards, dozens of ninjas appeared in the hall. They all looked nervously at Senju Hashirama sitting in their seats. Did not expect. This man who is hailed as a god by the outside world. It's more terrifying than they imagined. Just sit there. Just give them an unparalleled pressure, air, light. All existence seemed to disappear without a trace when approaching that man. Let's go together. Don't give him time to attack. As soon as the voice fell. Advertisement. Several huge shurikens draw graceful arcs from the air. Shot straight at Senju Hashirama. At the same time, the scattered ninjutsu also called out to Senju Hashirama. Looking at the dazzling eyes, Senju Hashirama didn't even stand up. He exhaled softly. Normal punch. I don't know if it's my own illusion. These ninjas suddenly feel that the world has lost its voice. Then, a huge white air wave soared into the sky. In their sight, everything in the world seems to be swallowed by it. Boom, boom, boom. The sound of a bulldozer sounded. Red raindrops fell from the sky. Punch. Senju Hashirama killed everyone in front of him. Hey, these little bugs are really annoying. Although it doesn't pose any threat to me, it keeps buzzing in my ears. It's quite annoying. Seeing the scene where Senju Hashirama kills with one punch, the audience in the live broadcast room became silent again. Jiraiya, if I read correctly, Shode didn't even use any ninjutsu or body jutsu just now. Jiraiya, Tsunade, is this your strange power? Tsunade: what are you kidding? Even with my strange strength, it is impossible to do this, and Grandpa didn't use any chakra at all, just relying on his physical strength to do this. Orochimaru, of those ninjas just now, the weakest one is also the existence of Jonin? Without any ninjutsu, without using chakra, just doing it with physical strength, Shode's stalwart is beyond my imagination. Fourth Raikage, this shit is simply a humanoid-tailed beast. Okay, such a strong body. Is it really possible for humans to do it? Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 46 One-Tail Showerhe, I am just a cute civet cat. Advertisement. And the daimyo who had already run far away. When seeing this scene, the heart of the whole person is half cold. These trash, bragging so much. In the end, it was solved with one punch. He still remembers clearly now. At the beginning, the two family patriarchs introduced them, these family elites. That smug expression on his face, and the daimyo knows. Senju Hashirama hasn't used his full strength yet. What he is really famous for is his wood style. And now, Senju Hashirama doesn't even use ninjutsu. At this time, the daimyo began to doubt whether his actions were the right ones, in case the Shimura clan and the Sarutobi clan fail. The daimyo couldn't imagine what kind of fate would meet him, and hide aside the two patriarchs who originally had the expression of winning the ticket. When they saw this scene, the expression on his face also froze. This is still human? Is this how ninjas fight? If these family ninjas die from taijutsu or ninjutsu performed by Senju Hashirama, then the two of them wouldn't be too surprised. But what happened to this ordinary punch? At this time, the right foot that the two of them had stepped forward secretly took back. Let's wait for the final victory before they officially appear. So, advertisement. In case of failure, they can also run away at any time. Don't put your own life in it. Fortunately, they still have the last hole card. The two looked at each other and breathed a sigh of relief. Senju Hashirama, give me death. Sudden, a huge palm formed of sand in front slapped Senju Hashirama, and Senju Hashirama seems to have expected. He still had that look on his face. Just lightly clap your hands. The huge palm formed by the sand exploded with a bang. Damn, ah. A strange ninja, covering half of his face, he appeared in front of him. Now he grows his mouth. Saliva flowed out of it drop by drop. Uzumaki Naruto, why do I feel that this guy looks familiar? Luoshe, Beiki, Kazekage-sama, this seems to be one-tail Shikaku. Gaara, it seems that this person won't last long. The crane in his body should come out soon. At present he is just holding on with the will in his body. Orikimura, ha ha ha, Teacher Sarutobi, I have to say, these two people are really geniuses and smart. He actually thought of using one tail to deal with first Hokage. Damn, this guy can't hold it anymore. Seeing this person's more and more painful expression, the expressions on the faces of the two chiefs changed at the same time. The power of the nine-tailed beasts. It has been recorded since ancient times. Each tailed beast is a creature known as a natural disaster level, so, naturally, they also turned their attention to the tailed beast. Advertisement. I don't know how much human and financial resources were spent. They just caught this one-tailed crane, and sealed in the body of one of the clansmen, but they never imagined. This seal is so unstable, it looks like this clansman is about to lose control. He doesn't seem to be able to control the crane in his body. Thinking of the heavy price paid for dealing with Shaohe that day, these two people felt a burst of shock. If Shikaku really came out, they can't deal with this tailed beast. Let's look at the situation again. Maybe it's not as bad as we thought. Maybe after Shaohe comes out, they will lose both sides. In this way, wouldn't we be able to reap the benefits of being a fisherman? After a discussion between the two, this is becoming more and more likely to happen. Jiraiya, sorry, I can't help it. This plan is genius. Fourth Raikage, use one tail to guard the crane to deal with first Hokage, and think they can lose both. Ordinary people really can't figure it out. Beiki, although I also know that the power of one tail shroud crane is very powerful, but expecting to use it to deal with first Hokage, isn't it a bit too much? 9 tails, hehe. With the power of wood style, even I have no possibility of fighting back. This stinky civet cat probably will die a miserable death. And this Senju Hashirama is even stronger. I am looking forward to the next picture. Shaohe, stinky fox, who do you call a civet cat? You show me. Although this uncle is not Wood Style's opponent, don't blink in the next battle. It must be wonderful. 8 tails, I have to say. Among the 9-tailed beasts, Shaohe is the most pretentious one. 7 tails, agreed. 6 tails, I agree too. Shaohe, you, ha 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 ha, damn humans, just because you want to seal me. My uncle is back again. The one who stepped on 9 tails, Uncle Shaohe who suppressed everything is back. Advertisement. Heaven was not born to guard the crane, and the tailed beast is like a long night. An extremely arrogant voice came from inside the man. Immediately afterwards, a huge civet cat-like creature appeared in the field. Thinking of the grievances I have suffered these days, Shaohe felt very aggrieved in his heart. Originally, I slept soundly in my own territory. Inexplicably, a group of humans suddenly appeared and yelled at him to kill him. Then, I was sealed inexplicably. Thinking of this, Shaohe decided that he must make these people pay the price. He's going to make a big fuss. Damn, why don't you go find Kurama, that stinky fox? I happen to be eyeing this uncle. Shaohe looked around to see what kind of environment he was in at the moment. The guy in front. This guy, meow. If tailed beasts could sweat, Shaohe thought that he might already be a water civet cat. This era, how could there be such a terrifying existence? Just stand there. The person in front gave Shuhei the feeling that he felt as if he had seen the Sage of Six Paths. This made Shaohe instantly break the defense. The civet cat mode was directly turned on. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 47-tailed beast? It's just a toy. Advertisement. Luosha, Beiki, Gaara, Senju Tobirama. Unexpectedly, one tail is more interesting than expected. Jiraiya, it's no wonder that even the strongest 9 tails in the legend is not a Shodei opponent, not to mention the mere one-tail Shikaku. And this Shodei is much stronger than our Shodei here. Uzumaki Kushina, tail beasts are originally a collection of chakra. 9 tails have the ability to perceive the maliciousness of others. The other tail beasts may not have such a strong perception ability, but more or less they should be able to sense something. Tsunade, it is estimated that one tail over there has already felt the powerful power of Grandpa before he even made a move, and he was the first to be persuaded. Kurama, ha 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 ha, it's too embarrassing for the stinky raccoon cat to surrender without even making a move. Do you have the nerve to join us and be called the 9-tailed beasts? Shaohe, damn it, me over there, hurry up and do it. You look like this, how can I raise my head in front of other tailed beasts? 8 tails Jaiki, well, actually, this is quite in line with Shuhei's style. He has always been like this, bullying the weak and fearing the strong. If there is any trouble, he will be the first to run away. Although everyone is not optimistic about Shaohe, they all agreed that Shikaku was definitely no match for Senju Hashirama. But Shizuru actually started acting cute and coquettish without fighting Senju Hashirama. No one thought of this. And among them, Gaara is the most messy. He understands deeply. How strong is this monster inside me? Yamato is terrifying. He has been tortured since he was a child. Couldn't even get a full night's sleep. but such a terrible monster. When facing first Hokage Senju Hashirama, it's actually as docile as a kitten. Senju Hashirama was also very surprised to see Shizuru. This was also the first time he had seen the legendary nine-tailed beasts. Before that, he had seen records about nine-tailed beasts in the records of the Senju clan. He clearly remembers. In the record, advertisement, nine-tailed beasts hold the power to destroy the world. They are also evil beings. Water and fire are incompatible with humans. Each can be regarded as an extremely evil and tyrannical creature. But that doesn't seem to be the case now. The civic cat in front of him looked huge and possessed great strength. Feel it a little bit. Senju Hashirama discovered that it contained a huge amount of chakra in its body. And this amount of chakra, Senju Hashirama besides himself. It is the first time that there is a sea-like chakra in the body of a creature. It's just a pity. Senju Hashirama originally wanted to see the power of the nine-tailed beasts. But reach out and don't hit the smiling face. This Shuhi looks so docile in front of me. Senju Hashirama couldn't find a reason to fight it for a while. On the other hand, Shizuru, who was stared at by Senju, was also hairy. It doesn't know either. What does the seemingly powerful and speechless man in front of him want to do? Therefore, the one-man one-tail beast is deadlocked here. The two patriarchs of the Shimura clan and the Sarutobi clan who were quietly hiding aside were dumbfounded. Is this still the tyrannical Shuhi they knew? How did this suddenly become a species? Shaohe? What's the matter with you? Come on, hurry up and kill the human in front of you. You are the legendary nine-tailed beast. Let this person in front of you show your strength. The head of the Shimura clan suddenly rushed out from his hiding place, shouting loudly, and after hearing him say that, advertisement, Shuhi felt his heart was about to jump out. The idiot? He himself did not realize how terrifying the power in the man opposite him was. I can feel it clearly. You asked me to go up and fight him now. Wouldn't that kill me? Although the tailed beast is an immortal existence. Even if he is killed, he will be resurrected somewhere in the ninja world. But it doesn't feel good to be killed by someone. Resurrection requires a long waiting time every time, and besides being killed, the most difficult way for Shaohe to accept is to be sealed again. Staring at the tiny worm behind him, a look of deep disgust flashed in Shaohe's eyes. Roar. A huge chakra wind ball slowly condensed around Shuhi's mouth and sprayed out. Looking at the wind balloon shot towards me, the patriarch of the Shimura clan suddenly woke up. What are you doing? Seeing Shuhi was so afraid of Senju Hashirama just now, I don't know why a nameless anger rose in my heart. I lost my mind and rushed out. And now in this time of life and death, the head of the Shimura clan has awakened. But it's too late now, being attacked by the ninjutsu performed by the tailed beast at such a close range. Even if he wanted to hide, it was too late. Boom, among the dust and smoke, behind Shikaka, the head of the Shimura clan, including tall houses and buildings all turned into powder. Advertisement, disappeared without a trace. The only remaining patriarch of the Sarutobi clan saw that his companion was killed by Shizuru so easily. One of his hearts was also mentioned in his throat. The patriarch of the Shimura clan is just as powerful as himself. He was killed by Shuhi so easily. If I stay here again, I'm afraid the end will not be much better. With that in mind, he already has a hint of retreat in his heart. Big deal. Change another place and lead the Sarutobi clan to make a comeback. But if you continue to stay here forcibly, I'm afraid I can't save my life. Before he could start to move, a huge black shadow appeared above his head. As soon as his eyes went dark, he lost consciousness, seeing that the remaining little bug was perfectly solved by himself. Shikaku nodded in satisfaction. Meow. Respected strong man, I have no intention of being your enemy. Don't pay attention to those two people talking nonsense just now. After finishing speaking, Shaohe landed on all fours, bowed his head, prostrate in front of Senju Hashirama. At this moment it really looks like a docile kitten. Senju Hashirama stroked it with his right hand. It's like ravaging a fluffy kitten doll. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 48 become the name of a tool man. Advertisement. Shaohe, damn it. Hateful. I am really mad at this uncle. Nine tails. Pfft. Ha ha ha. The appearance of the stinky civet cat is so funny. I must keep this scene firmly in mind to make you mock me so much back then. 8 tails. It's really embarrassing. 7 tails. Actually, thinking about it a little bit, it's not too embarrassing. After all, the enemy this fox cat faces is not ordinary people. I think it's very reasonable to do this kind of behavior with his timid character. Orochimaru, I am more and more looking forward to what kind of changes Shode in another world can bring to that world. Fourth Raikage, is this the real genius? I haven't seen much of First Hokage's physical training and strengthening of his physical body. Why is his physical body so perverted? Shimura Danzo, huh. It must be the power of wood style. If I can get wood style again, maybe I can get to this point too. Might guy, I even feel now that even if I turn on 8 inner gates, maybe it's not as strong as Shode's normal state at the moment. Within the organization, when Uzumaki Nagato saw this scene, I couldn't help but squeeze my palm deeply. The power of First Hokage Senju Hashirama in the screen is too strong. Even he has a feeling of fright. He has always called himself a god. For the first time, I had a deep doubt about myself. If he faced such a Senju Hashirama, does he have the ability to defeat the opponent? Does he have the ability to snatch the nine-tailed beasts from the other party's hands? Even his Rinnegan. There is no way to tell him the answer. Can't give him enough sense of security. Fortunately, the first Hokage Senju Hashirama of this world has already died. And what happens on the screen? It's just another world. Advertisement. Then he stretched out his hand and slapped Shuhi in front of him fiercely. Senju Hashirama let it stay quietly aside. Don't run around. Otherwise, I'm afraid it will cause great panic to the ordinary people of the Nation of Fire. Heard that. Shaohe immediately stayed aside obediently, motionless. It really looks like a quiet kitten waiting for its owner, the daimyo of the Land of Fire who witnessed all this. At this moment, everyone else has been frightened and stupid. It never occurred to him. I worked hard to invite 2 foreign aides, the head of the Shimura clan and the Sarutobi clan. They haven't played against Senju Hashirama yet. They were directly pressed to death by a monster they summoned themselves. Watching Senju Hashirama walking towards him step by step, the daimyo trembled. A foul yellow liquid slowly flowed from between his legs to the ground. No, don't kill me. I did something wrong this time. I apologize to you. As long as you don't kill me, I can agree to any condition, any request. From now on, you Senju clan can do whatever you want, no one cares about you. In the entire Fire Nation, no one will embarrass your Senju family anymore. Please, please, Lord Hashirama, I know I was wrong this time. Please let me go, spare my dog's life. You just treat me as a fart, let me go. Advertisement. Uzumaki Kushina, how disgusting. Have the ninjas of our Fire Nation been working for such a person? Jiraiya, even if you die, the dignified daimyo of the land of fire, you should die with a bit of backbone. It's really contemptible to show such an ugly appearance. Uzumaki Naruto, this is the person with the highest status in the land of fire. I thought he was so amazing. He looks like an ordinary person. He is so timid. Nara Shikamaru, it seems that what is written in the book is indeed correct. The more noble the person is, the more afraid of death. Uchiha Madara, only strong power is the real thing. Without power, the empty position is high, and this position will collapse sooner or later. Looking at the Fire Country daimyo who had snot and tears flying in front of him, Senju Hashirama smiled. He showed a smile that he thought was extremely kind. My lord, don't worry, how could I kill you? The two of us have met for a while. Do you think I look like a person who abuses violence and kills? The whole kingdom of fire can lose anyone, but you cannot lose your daimyo. Seeing that Senju Hashirama doesn't seem to have any intention of killing him, Daming breathed a sigh of relief. As long as you can save your own life, that's fine. As for other things, it can be discussed in the long run. This time he trusted others. That's why I didn't understand the situation. Miscalculation of Senju Hashirama's power led to the end of the game. He will definitely not be so careless next time. But, Daimyo-sama, for our friendship, for the alliance between the Senju clan and the Daimyo prefecture, I'm afraid I have to wrong you this time. Staring at the faint smile on Senju Hashirama's face, Daimyo's heart grew uneasy. He tried his best to squeeze out a smile that was uglier than crying. Advertisement. As long as I can do it, I'll do my best. Why are you making things so troublesome? You just killed this guy, and it's over if you become a famous name in the country of fire. It's such a waste for someone so weak to stay in this position. Uchiha Madara slowly walked out of the shadows with a displeased face. Is there a specialization in the art industry? It's okay if you ask me to manage a family, but I may not be good at managing an entire country. Besides, after taking the position of daimyo, there will definitely be a lot of chores for me to deal with, which may affect my cultivation. Now is not a suitable time. Let him stay in this position and help us deal with things. You can control it with Sharingan's illusion, and it won't take long. This is why Senju Hashirama asked him to go with him. Let Uchiha Madara manipulate the Fire Nation daimyo with Mangekyo Sharingan's illusion, and the two of them are behind the scenes calling the shots. Indeed, according to Madara's approach, Senju Hashirama could indeed kill the daimyo directly and take this position himself. But this way, maybe it will cause quite a backlash in the country of fire. At the very least, it will cause some injuries. This is not what Senju Hashirama wanted. He hoped to get a complete Fire Nation, not a mess. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 49 This era is called Senju Hashirama. Advertisement. Senju Tobirama, I didn't expect this big brother to be able to do this. He didn't agree with what he said at the beginning. Uchiha Madara, this is the correct approach. The future of the land of fire should not be controlled by the weak. Only the strong can better plan its future direction. Senju Hashirama, I think this Hashirama is a bit too dark in doing things. Sharingan power, once out of control, it will cause more damage than anyone can imagine. Orochimaru, I think this kind of Shode seems to be more courageous. This is a truly qualified superior. Sarutobi Hiruzen, speaking of which, the relationship between Daimyo and Hokage is really awkward. On the one hand, Daimyo wants to use the power of ninjas, and on the other hand, he is afraid of the power of ninjas. Shimura Danzo, being able to sacrifice for the future of Konoha, these ancestors of the Shimura clan are considered worthy of death. Fourth Raikage, in the future, I am afraid that life in other countries will not be easy. This first Hokage is powerful and has no scruples in its style of conduct. It has more ruthless methods than the Uchiha clan. Uchiha Obito, a world full of lies, ninjas were a wrong tool from the start, they shouldn't exist. As the plot of another world continues to unfold, Uchiha Obito's mind is also more and more immersed in the live broadcast. Senju Hashirama is the person he ever admired the most. But with Lin's death, everything changed. He was full of hatred for this false world. And now the first Hokage Senju Hashirama of another world. He seems to be completely different from the style of first Hokage in his own world. Does that mean that another world will have different changes? If everything was fundamentally different, will the follow-up development be different? Will the tragedy of these people never happen? Advertisement. Anyway, Uchiha Obito also wonders if there are other possibilities in this world. With the scarlet windmills in Uchiha Madara's eyes turning, the pupils of the Fire Country daimyo also gradually lost focus. Okay, next, no matter what you ask him to do, he will do it. He has completely become a puppet in our hands. Uchiha Madara glanced at the daimyo beside him in disgust. For him, it's a disgrace that Mangekyo Sharingan is used on a daimyo. Only the strong deserve him to use the Mangekyo Sharingan. It seems that things are going more smoothly than we thought. Senju Hashirama glanced at the daimyo, whose eyes were darkened, standing like a puppet, and nodded in satisfaction. Madara, it seems that the day when we realize our childhood dreams will not be too far away. Hearing this, Uchiha Madara, who was standing aside, also smiled. He has been waiting for that day for a long time. This is why he has been practicing so hard. In addition to wanting to catch up with Senju Hashirama's pace and have a more hearty battle, the most fundamental reason is that he wants to end this disgusting era. Too many of his brothers and friends have died in wars for no reason. Advertisement. Hashirama, do you say that there is a time when people trust each other and there is true peace, even if we are so much stronger than before? But why? I still think there are some impossibilities. Although in the current ninja world, Uchiha Madara believes that in addition to Senju Hashirama, basically no one is his opponent anymore. But he still has some doubts about whether he can create a more peaceful world where people can understand each other. After all, in the previous history, there must be someone stronger than them. But even those people, they didn't realize this idea. Is it possible to create such a world with just me and Senju Hashirama? Madara, the general trend of the world, divided for a long time must unite, united for a long time must divide. There is nothing permanent in this world, even peace. Maybe we can create a short-term peace, but how long this peace will last, who has no way to predict. But I will try my best to guarantee that as long as I exist, this peaceful world will always exist. As for mutual understanding between people, what you said may never be realized. As long as we can do what we can, we will leave the funeral to future generations to solve. After listening to Senju Hashirama's words, Uchiha Madara shook her head and smiled slightly. I didn't expect that he, who has always been decisive, would be so hesitant. Advertisement. Madara, you don't have to be too pessimistic. Most people have no so-called self-awareness. You just have to develop a reasonable code of conduct and let them live by that code. Many contradictions will not arise. As long as I exist, this code of conduct will always be implemented, and peace will always exist. Heard that. Uchiha Madara was even more shocked. He already heard what he meant from Senju Hashirama's words. It seems that this little friend of mine is more ambitious than I imagined. An unprecedented era. An era called Senju Hashirama may be on the horizon. Senju Tobirama, it seems that this big brother's ambition and plan are bigger than we imagined. Perhaps according to his approach, a completely different era can really emerge. Senju Hashirama, I don't agree with his idea. What he did was too extreme. Everyone is an independent individual, and his approach may destroy people's ego. Uchiha Madara, hehe. Hashirama, the weak have no ego at all. They will only obey the orders of the strong. Too much ego can lead to confusion and even ruin them. Luosha, this first Hokage, he has turned the daimyo of the Fire Nation into a puppet in his hands, and judging from his conversation with Uchiha Madara, it seems that they will have a different big move next. Orochimaru, I am now looking forward to the development of another world. Maybe they can walk out of a completely different path from ours. Jiraiya, hey, I just hope that there will not be too many civilian sacrifices. After all, the people below are the ones who bleed first in the past reforms. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement. 50 Mito, I don't want to like Hashirama, but I can't help it. Advertisement. After discussing with Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara, they are all full of hope for the times to come. In their eyes, you can create a better future for yourself. But after Senju Hashirama returns to the Senju clan, he just discovered something was wrong. Uzumaki Ashina has returned to the Uzumaki clan, but Uzumaki Mito stayed in their Senju clan. How is this going? Senju Hashirama said he couldn't figure out what Uzumaki Mito was thinking. Haven't you already made it clear to her? Why did she still choose to stay in the Senju clan? And, isn't the old guy Uzumaki Ashina worried about Uzumaki Mito's safety? But Senju Tobirama and Senju Butsuma smiled strangely at themselves. Senju Butsuma has seen it. Uzumaki Mito stayed with the Senju clan. It seems that it is not just a pity to stay here. She has a different feeling for Senju Hashirama. And the Whirlpool Ashina. He wished his daughter would stay here. Judging from the short contact before, he has seen it. Senju Hashirama will definitely have his own legend in the future. The future achievements of this young man. Advertisement. I'm afraid it will exceed everyone's imagination. So, Uzumaki Ashina also had to consider for the Uzumaki family. He also had to think about his daughter. In the eyes of Uzumaki Ashina, the future must be an era full of chaos and opportunities. And their Uzumaki clan must choose a correct team to stand in. Although the Uzumaki family is Grandmaster Sealing Technique, but it is still a little short of the top big family, and no matter what kind of feelings my daughter has for Senju Hashirama, but being able to stay with Senju Hashirama, at least you can have a good relationship with Senju Hashirama. Pull them into the distance between the Uzumaki clan and the Senju clan. Even if you can't be Senju Hashirama's main wife, it's okay to be Senju Hashirama's concubine. In this era, a strong man owns other women. It is also a very normal thing, judging from Senju Hashirama's current strength and future development. Uzumaki Mito doesn't suffer from being his woman. Uzumaki Kushina, the patriarchs of these families, are they all so disgusting? They actually used Grandma Mito's marriage as a political tool for family development? Terumime, can't women make decisions for themselves? Who said women have to rely on men? Tsunade, I didn't expect the marriage between Mito's grandma and grandpa to be so tortuous. Senju Tobirama, why is the big brother in this world completely reversed? I remember that when the Senju clan and the Uzumaki clan married, Mito was not very interested in the big brother. The big brother chased after her for a long time. This world seems to be completely reversed. Senju Hashirama, Tobirama, it's okay if you don't say that, but if you say that, I feel like I'm not good. I'm also Senju Hashirama. The gap is too big. This Hashirama has cancelled the engagement, and Mito has been relying on the Senju clan. Namikaze Minato, ahem. Shode, it's a good ending to be able to lick your goddess, of course. I'm not saying you're a dog. Jiraiya colon. Uzumaki Mito actually doesn't know what he thinks. Advertisement. Although Senju Hashirama called off the engagement between the two of them, and would not take her as his wife, but Uzumaki Mito is not angry at all inside, the opposite of. She has a strange feeling about Senju Hashirama in her heart. In the past when she was in the Uzumaki clan, she was always in the front and back. The men around her always obey her. There will be no rejection. And, among the peers of the Uzumaki clan, no one man is stronger than her. After meeting Senju Hashirama, this is the first time she finds out that a man doesn't like her at all. Even Senju Hashirama seems to have something repelling her approach. Uzumaki Mito can clearly discern. Senju Hashirama has no interest in her from the heart. It's not a fake. This instead made Uzumaki Mito feel a little angry. Is there anything wrong with myself? In terms of status, I am the daughter of the head of the Uzumaki clan. In terms of strength, I can be considered a strong man among the Uzumaki clan. Among the peers, no one is his opponent. On the outside, Uzumaki Mito looked in the mirror. She also doesn't think there are several women who are prettier than herself, but Senju Hashirama just doesn't seem to have much interest in himself, and with the continuous understanding of Senju Hashirama these days, Uzumaki Mito finds himself thinking about him. Advertisement. Even when I am practicing, I often lose my mind. Will think about Senju Hashirama. So Uzumaki Mito himself came to a dire conclusion. She might already like Senju Hashirama. After reaching this conclusion, Uzumaki Mito did not reject his feelings either. She readily accepted her own feelings. In her eyes, I am a person who loves and hates very clearly. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Since she already knew that she was in love with Senju Hashirama, no matter what method is used. Uzumaki Mito wants to stay with Senjo Hashirama, she thinks. As long as it accumulates over a long period of time, Senjo Hashirama will fall in love with him one day. And during this time, Uzumaki Mito went to Senjo Hashirama if he had anything to do. The people of the Senjo clan have all seen it. The daughter of the head of the Uzumaki family may have fallen in love with their head Senjo Hashirama. For this, all members of the Senjo clan expressed their support for Uzumaki Mito. During this period of getting along, they all fell in love with this girl with a straightforward personality and a clear distinction between love and hate. And Uzumaki Mito's strength has also won the recognition of the Senjo clan. Senjo Hashirama, damn. Although I don't want to admit it, I have to say that I'm a little jealous of the treatment of another Hashirama, Senjo Tobirama, brother. I remember when you first met Mito, you spent more than half a year with her, and you two seem to have just started holding hands. The gap is indeed a bit big. Jiraiya, I must understand Shode's feelings very well. Sometimes I like someone, and I can look at her silently and keep her in my heart, which is already very satisfying. I understand this feeling too well. Fila's 18th anniversary brand upgrade gives back to readers. Recharge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge. Activity time, August 10th to August 20th. Advertisement.